All right, tonight we have a very long show. It's actually our longest show to date. We're just about under 4 hours, but it's a great show. If you can make it through the whole thing, you're going to laugh. You're going to learn a lot. If you're in a band and you want to learn a little bit about the success of a musician and the trials and tribulations of being in a band, we talk about that. We have Must Not Kill in the studio, as well as Jason Stallworth. Do the whole 4 hours if you can. And let me know what you think. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week.
Better than before, but you can still see my crotch. I can take it out if you need me to, but...
Hitties be litties.
Can you get this fucking stranger off my damn lawn?
I like it.
All right, everybody. We are live. Minus a no-show.
Well, the no-show's not Garby. He always comes.
That's true.
That's what they say.
Even just now I did.
Will you please not stain my brand new leather recliner?
Right?
Available for sale.
All right, guys. Drinking with Drew. It's June 13th, 2020. Trace.
Happy birthday, Jill. Forgot to text you.
Oh.
Did she listen?
Nope, but I'll do it right now. Thanks
That
for
bitch
reminding me of
better
her
listen.
birthday.
Tell her to
Camera girl
listen.
distracted for a moment, guys.
All right. Well, we are live coming from Riverview, Florida, where only weird meth-headed shit happens. Speaking of which, there was a body found in the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Or outside of the lake. I don't know. Did you hear about it?
Which lake?
Like a subdivision over or something?
Nope, didn't hear
It
about
was in South Fork,
Well,
but
it
it
was
was
in-
like... Sorry, should I answer?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
It was on the community page, so...
Okay.
Wow.
But it wasn't in, like, our little area.
Yeah, I think it was a
Probably,
suicide.
like, further back. Well, they said they found... Well, again, me seeing one comment on a post, somebody said that they heard a gunshot or two, and then they found shoes by the shoreline. So it sounds like a
Whatever.
suicide.
Who knows? So we have
'Cause
Laura.
they didn't want to get their shoes wet?
Let me try it again. Laura. Okay.
Ooh,
Wow.
We have Joe.
that's me.
And we have little Garby.
Garby. Gerbs.
I'm ready to be painted. Let's do it.
He's got his nipples pasties ready.
Yeah.
So
That's much better light on Garby without the, both lights hitting him.
Yeah. I wash out easily.
Yeah.
We had to change the lighting up and the cameras a little bit because we were expecting more people in the studio. And actually, we're going to have a long show tonight, per se.
It's a double header.
It's a double header. So our model so far is a no-show.
So far, that's adorable.
Yeah. I mean, we've been texting back and forth all day, and then it came to the point where it was like, okay, get into your lift and head this way because you don't want to deal with Riverview traffic at 4 o'clock and 4:30.
Hold on. It was only mentioned today that she didn't have her own personal vehicle to get her ass here.
Right, but I mean,
That's clever. That's clever flakiness. Like laying the foundation.
That's true.
Early,
That's smart. Very smart.
Clever.
I mean, I still assumed she would make it. I told her I'd pay for the lift and, all that good stuff, but whatever. She was making money by coming here. That was all good until 6 p.m. when I said, where are you? How
I
you
think
doing?
you got catfished.
Maybe.
You definitely got catfished.
To what end, though? Like, just for shits and giggles they're doing this? I don't...
Maybe
I
it's
think
not
she
even a
just-
real woman. Maybe it's some big fat dude sitting in his mom's basement.
Oh my God, it totally was. By the way, you didn't get, you got ghosted.
No, because
Got
she knew people that I knew.
ghosted.
She knows people that not that I know personally, but she knows people that know me.
Right, but you got ghosted and your beer at James Joyce predicted it.
Okay, explain that because
Okay.
you said that earlier and I don't know what that means.
Remember when we were at James Joyce and you posted on all of your Facebook pages and whatever else, your awesome Guinness that had your logo.
Mm-hmm.
What was the very first one that you got?
A ghost.
A ghost.
Mm.
Predicted that shit.
Yep.
Your
What?
beer is a fortune teller.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
it does.
So Laura's going to get naked tonight, and Greg, Joe, and myself are going to rub paint all over her boobies. No?
No.
No.
No. It was worth a try.
Yeah,
You don't know until you ask.
Amaya's like, nope.
Amaya's like, I will kill her.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
please do.
I mean, then at least you could keep your cake.
Yeah.
Yes, bring cake when you kill me.
I need to check levels here. Give me a check, Laura, because you're really red.
Check.
Yeah, you're way up there.
I was high pitched on that one. This is my normal voice.
This is the
Okay.
pre-show work that you're supposed to do.
Well, you know, people started, checking out. So we're going to give it all at once.
Checking out, where are we going?
We're coming
We
in
don't want to
soon.
lose our viewership.
I'm coming
Right.
in early. I'm not going to play the song for fucking 30 seconds before I start talking. All these bullshit. Whatever. People want to hear us. They want to see us immediately. They want to be interactive immediately. So that's what you're going to get, fucking everybody. Okay.
They want the real talent.
They want you to see your boobies. Is what they want to do. So Jason Stallworth is going to pop in here in a little bit. Then we're going to have Must Not Kill on later. They've got a new EP that came out. So they're going to be in studio. And we're just going to hang out and have some beers and talk about stupid shit.
Yep.
And
Like-
bitches that flake.
And bitches that flake. So
Bitches that.
Can we talk about the bear that went for a swim?
sure.
Right?
Cocaine bear?
Go ahead.
No, this is Destin, Florida. Apparently, there people are just hanging out on the beach, and all of a sudden, there's a bear in the beach, going for a swim. They're like, "Get the fuck out of there!"
He was there on spring break. Before
And people were chasing the bear. Like, let me go pet the bear.
Somebody beer me.
That's smart.
Right.
Beer you? Is that
Beer.
Beer me, not bear me. Beer
Bear
me.
me.
beer?
Well, I don't want your beer.
And so
While you're there, Joe, if you wouldn't mind.
is this a park where bears are
No,
just hanging out?
It's just the bear population in Florida has exploded, and it's been intense in some areas. And apparently, it's near this Air Force base or something. Elgin. I'm not sure, but it's in
Eglin.
Destin, Florida.
Yeah, Eglin.
And
Oh, so
yeah.
the bear works for the military.
It's a cyber bear.
Right. Russia has the whale. We have the bear.
Joe, do you put your teeth in before the show?
Put your teeth in.
I have Invisalign, and I put them in as soon as I finish eating.
Okay.
So
Just want to make sure.
I wear them pretty much all the time except when I'm eating.
Okay.
And I only have a week and a half left until they come out.
Wow.
Somebody told me the other day that on the show it sounded like you had a really big lisp, and they blamed my audio equipment on providing your lisp, and I'm like, no, he has.
A
Who
mouth
would
guard.
point that
I'm
out?
not-
Rude.
People who know audio
I mean,
equipment.
It's something to observe. Something that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a while to get used to them, and it's not. I don't notice it as much, but like the first 2-3 weeks that I had it, I noticed it really dramatic.
I think you've gotten used to it because when you
but-
did first get it, I noticed it, but I think you've gotten used to it.
even-
You've
even-
adjusted your speech.
Even without them, I did have a little bit of a speech differential than most people. And, I got teased for that when I was a kid, so I'm used to that. I don't really like my voice on recording especially, so at least I don't have to hear myself. So fuck you all that you have to hear me.
I think the only people that like to hear their own voice recorded is James Earl Jones and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, of course.
That's
Right.
about
Dude,
it. Everybody else is
I have a
terrible.
feeling that they actually come from the same ancestor, and they're like
We all do.
They're somehow like second or third cousins, because there's got to be some relation there.
There's
Maybe.
there's a hacker account pretending to be Katie Morgan that reached out to me and
Really?
wanted to be
No,
my
they
friend.
didn't.
That's hilarious.
That's
What?
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You got to friend that person.
Yes. Well, let's totally fuck
I
with
want to
this
thank
person.
you for being my special friend, but they spelled
it wrong?
They kept on spelling mine, MINE, and I'm like, okay, that's not how you spell mine.
Right.
Well, but that tells you that people have to be watching the show in order to know that
they're
that's a recurring
watching. They're
theme in
watching
our show.
her cameos. I'm sure it's on her cameo thing.
It's possible.
Yeah. Or they
I
just
mean,
saw it.
Well, if that was the case, you'd feel like he would have gotten it.
No, on the cameo, I actually plugged the show. Like,
Well,
on-
yeah, I
on-
know, but
on
I'm saying
the
that
feedback to
the way
cameo.
the way they would do that is they would find out who purchased the cameo. you
I don't know. I don't think it has the original
doesn't?
purchaser, but it does have the
doesn't?
name Drinking with Drew on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one of us got hacked and spammed, and I got the end result of it because they tried to be my
awesome.
special friend on my birthday.
Cool.
On your birthday?
Now watch, 6 months from now, we're going to see Katie
Yeah, I
Morgan in
know,
Tampa.
right?
She'd be like,
She'd be like, dude,
How
you
come
guys
you
never
haven't
responded
Why
answered
to
did you
me.
accept
I'll be
my
like,
friend request on your birthday?
wanted to be body
It was really her.
no, it was like, I don't know. Her account's like ends with XOXOXO, and it was like XO_XOXO. Like it was, how they change one digit.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
I did send Katie Morgan a message with the screenshot saying,
Let her
hey,
know.
I think somebody's
Somebody's
pretending to be you. Yeah.
Maybe that would kind of get
Did
her
she get back
attention.
to you?
Yeah.
No, she probably gets that all the time. People
I'm
pretend
sure.
to be her.
Right.
dozens of times
Yeah,
a day.
if you search on like Facebook, there's like 75 different Katie Morgan accounts, and none of them are her.
Right.
You mean because I mean I'm sure there are a lot of Katie Morgans out there.
Right.
too.
No,
There's a
they,
ton of
they,
Katie
they, all,
Morgan.
Right.
they all have her
I went
picture.
to high school with the Katie
Yeah, me
Morgan.
too. Yeah.
They all have her picture from like different like photo shoots
Movies.
or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
and it's definitely not her actively, managing the account.
Right.
Yeah, one would assume.
So I scaved by it, even though I was pretty drunk when I received the message. And I was tempted to be like, send me a nude.
Yeah.
I'll trade. Let's get into it.
Send me a nude because I suck at Google.
Oh, shit.
Send me a nude and you'll get my ankles because I can't bend my fucking back.
That's true. My back has been totally jacked lately. And actually bringing this fucking cooler in, I lifted it up. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
Why?
there we go, an extra 2 days.
His birthday, and he couldn't even perform.
Right?
Getting old sucks.
it sure does.
It's like if it's my back, my wrist. What else? I have my back, my wrist, my fucking feet. They're always bothering me.
Your feet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep. Something's always up.
He liked to turf toe when he played soccer.
I did turf. Yeah. Dude, the worst turf toe in the world.
So speaking of soccer, do you want to talk about Messi and
I mean, we can
to
briefly.
Miami?
I do. I put down a down payment for the season tickets for next year.
Did you?
You did? Nice.
I'm sure we're gonna get priced out
Well,
of it.
he's supposed to be there in July.
Yeah,
Right.
but they're not selling season tickets anymore for this year.
Mm.
And
Would you
single
drive
game,
down to Miami though?
Oh fuck.
Hell yeah. A
Hell
lot of
yeah.
people
No,
are.
but like
Yeah.
season
Okay.
tickets, how many games is that?
It'll be around 16, 17.
Is there? I mean, that's a significant like investment to be driving to Miami 16
Well,
times.
my wife has family down there,
Okay.
so what we'd probably end up doing is splitting it.
Yep.
And go to as many as we can. But
But then you could also sell in those tickets.
But what
you could make a
about
profit
those
off
are the
of.
home games? How
Yeah.
many total games does MLS have?
I think it's at 34 now.
Okay,
34
so
for season, and then they do playoffs too, which wouldn't be included in the season tickets, but we'd get first crack at those
right.
as season ticket holders.
So here's
But-
my thing, and what a lot of people are thinking, like Miami, like they suck right now. They're
Yes,
like
they do.
a new team.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think Messi chose Miami?
He loves Miami. He's
Right, I agree.
He's had a house there for years. His wife
Hanging out
loves
with
it.
Pitbull.
Barcelona just really couldn't make it happen.
Here's my guess: in 3 years, 2 years, even maybe, he's going to be coaching there, and he's going to be.
Oh, he won't coach.
I think he will. I think he will.
He might, but usually players that are that good,
if you love it and you want to stay in the sport, you're either a coach or a commentator.
he's going to own, because part of his deal is that he has
Right.
ownership rights.
Right.
He can buy a team. I don't think they've announced what the price will be, but
Can't you own and coach at the same time?
I mean, you can, but
Michael Jordan did it.
yeah, I don't know. I really don't see that in him.
You think he's trying to just be like the Tom Brady of soccer, where he just goes to the worst
Transition
team and then
time.
takes him to the fucking World Cup? Is that the right?
And then he
is that the
applies
right-
for
Is
to
Not
that
all-
the right?
all of that.
comparison?
All of that was adorable. But
I tried so hard.
Amaya, he means that platonically.
yeah.
Platonically adorable.
Yeah, no, he loves Miami. He's like I said, he's had a house there for years. The Hard Rock has a burger named after him.
Yeah,
They do. They have a whole like gift shop.
they have a whole gift shop.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it's more about his family life, and it's just if the Barcelona thing if it seemed feasible,
Oh boy,
What's up?
Jason's in the
right?
hizzle.
I
I
was
thought
gonna let
right
him-
on cue. Here comes Messi walking in.
He's a little taller, a little balder.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's your microphone, buddy. Set it up. We got
Get
we
settled
got your
before I go.
camera. I think
Put him on.
set up
Put
right.
him on camera.
Wait, he's got to get his.
Gotta-
He's got to get his
That's
focus
okay.
pillow.
No, he's good now. He's
Oh,
got
no,
a
you're
good light.
The,
We got a
logo
good light.
on your shirt totally pulls it out.
No, we got a good light on him today.
Oh, we should have raised it a little bit.
Yeah, you can,
Making slouch a
There's
bit.
still time.
Oh man, we're here.
we're
What's
there.
up?
Jason Stallworth, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Thanks for having me. I
Want a
had no
beer?
idea I'd be here this early, but here I am.
Well, our
He,
model.
he never comes early.
No, usually it takes me a while.
Oh yeah, we gotta add one to that Morgan Freeman and James Earl Jones comment. There's number 3 who likes to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think they're
Yeah.
related though.
No.
Joe, do you want to pop up and change his camera just an
gotta
inch
go up some.
higher?
Joe, would you grab me a beer while you're up,
There was
please?
some reef
There's
donkey
a
in
reef
there
donkey
for
in
you.
there.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, thank you guys.
So yeah, I don't know, man. I think I definitely think it's because he wants to be in Miami and he loves
Oh,
that
yeah.
area. But how long do you think he's going to actually play?
I think probably the 2 years of his contract. Maybe he might sign another year or two after that. It wouldn't surprise me if he's done after this 2-year contract.
Do you think he's going to put all the effort in, or just be like a?
Well, I mean,
draw?
he never put all the effort in, but but he'll contribute, significantly. He could probably get that team into the playoffs this year.
Oh, really?
I don't think the hole's that deep, but
That's what she
That's
said.
what he said.
I was about to say.
Said you wanted us to talk about sex, so I thought I'd throw that in there. No, he'll absolutely. He's still, top 3 player in the world. I know on most days he could be the best player in the world. So
You think?
yeah, absolutely. Look at it. He was the best player in the World Cup easily.
He's like the
So
Wayne
Ronaldo's
Gretzky of
coming to the
soccer.
Rowdies.
I mean, hey, they did get Joe Cole at one point.
They did.
They did have
did.
Joe Cole, so you never know.
you
never know.
I have my awesome Rowdies Converse that are signed by Joe Cole. Who are they signed by? They're signed by Georgie Ristoff, and they're signed by Niall Collins.
Yeah.
I'll say this about Rowdy's games: that atmosphere is awesome.
It's awesome, man.
Mhm.
Going
It
to the
is
games,
awesome.
yeah. It's good.
It's
It's a good drunk.
It is.
yeah. The product isn't necessarily always there.
Yeah, but
But-
it's about the time you go there and you have a good time.
Mhm.
The atmosphere is amazing.
It's not so fun when you get caught in the dust cloud if you're not ready for
Mhm,
it.
mhm.
But
yeah.
just be ready for it.
What was the
Have a
other
good time.
MLS transfer from Manchester? Fucking having a blank.
Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney,
Yes.
yeah.
He was.
Yeah, he was still in really good form when he came over.
hmm
Um,
Laura got upset because he wouldn't
No.
sign her shirt.
No, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
care that he wasn't signing anything, but he was just a sore loser. He
where was
wasn't
that?
when they
Again,
came
they
in.
played the Rowdies.
Yeah.
No, they didn't play.
No,
they
they-
played
they
a
had-
different team. It was like a scrimmage at the.
Yeah, it was at Al
Al
Lang,
Lang,
but it
right.
was not related to the Rowdies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his team lost. Like we went to go watch him play, and
Who was he
at the
playing
end,
for? Was it LA?
DC United.
DC United.
Yeah.
Yep.
when we left, he literally just like stomped out, ignored
They
all
lost,
the little
but they
kids
lost,
that were
so it's
there
like,
trying to ask him for like an autograph. I wasn't stopping for him, but all these little kids were like,
She was trying to show him her boobies. Don't let her
"No, I
lie.
wasn't. I was in a t-shirt. It was good."
Are those headsets working properly?
Yeah,
Or are they
dude.
fucked up?
He's
If
like, not
I-
really. I hear soccer talk. What's going on?
Oh no, this cord down here is kind of like my wiener. When I touch it, it works.
Oh, really? Okay, well, keep touching it.
Yeah. So
See if it grows. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. I go to Miami like 2 times in my life. As far as like work is related, I've never gone out of like just to hang out. So.
Pleasure.
I'm excited, man. We're going, even if we get priced out of the season tickets, because I imagine it's gonna be ridiculous
Yeah.
when they finally say what the price is. But I mean, they don't even really know where they're gonna play next year, because right now they're playing in Fort Lauderdale. That stadium only holds 18,000.
Yeah, they're not going to play there.
Oh,
They're
gonna
gonna
need
they're gonna
more.
get 18,000 season tickets
Mhm.
sold. So they're probably gonna end up playing in the Dolphins, where the Dolphins play,
Yeah.
the
Nice.
Hard Rock Stadium. But
But
they're
how
building
does that
they're
make
building
you
a
feel?
soccer.
How does that
specific
make you
stadium.
feel? Like they had the stadium set up for them. Was that supposed to be their permanent stadium?
No, so they're playing there temporarily. They're building a soccer specific stadium that will be ready in 25.
Okay, and that's
That-
going to have because right now, like people are saying, like they don't even have the security like for Messi.
Oh no, they're not ready.
Like they don't have to,
No,
for
that's
him to
the
be there
thing.
in July.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing that. So that first game that he's eligible to play that is July 13th, and those I don't know if you saw this, but the lowest ticket was $29 the day before Messi signed. The day he signed, it went up to $467.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, and
And that's how you make a lot of profit right there.
oh yeah, oh no, he's gonna make back the money. He'll make back the money that they're paying him in a month.
Yeah.
I mean, easily. So it's it's big, but I
That's what she said.
not to me. I never heard that. Yeah, I was hoping he'd do one more year in Barcelona, just to get another Champions League campaign, and they just couldn't make it work, man. They run that shit into the ground.
Right.
But yeah,
Mm,
so
well.
I'm excited. If he wasn't gonna go back to Barcelona, I'm glad he's in our state and in driving distance.
Stalker.
Yep, damn right.
You have posters of him on your wall?
Everywhere. Yeah, my special private closet, everywhere. No,
Am I as
No,
like,
but I am-
whatever. I'll deal with it.
she shares it. Yeah.
Right.
You
She's
know.
like, those are my
I've got-
posters too.
We've got a fat head in the bedroom, so it's good.
That's what she said.
It gets us both in the mood. It's perfect.
Right. Nothing like a 5'7"
Yeah.
fat head to get you in the mood.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to, Jason?
dude, just working a lot.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing. I am working on my new album right now, trying to finish it up. I've already committed some dates, some post-album dates at Replay Guitar Exchange for a clinic there in August. So that's pushing me to hurry up and get this thing out. So I'm hoping to release it mid-July.
Yeah.
So yeah, just working hard on that, man.
We somehow ran into you at the Hard Rock Casino.
We did.
Over the
it was
weekend.
so cool. So yeah, I saw you. I'm like, no way, they're here. So that was exciting. So once a month, my father-in-law and I, we take a day. We go to Hard Rock. We go up to the pool upstairs. We have some drinks, probably 2 more than we should, and then
So that's 18.
yeah, and life. It's a good road, right? Yeah. So when I go throw 20 or 30, $40 sometimes in the machines, and he throws probably 200, and we just have a good time, man. So it was really cool to see you guys, though. That was a really cool day.
Does he have a rewards card?
No, they're not called rewards card. They're called
Unity.
Yes,
sorry,
right. Yeah,
I
the
apologize.
Unity. Yeah, it's okay.
Does he get comped and all that stuff with free rooms and?
Well, not free rooms because they live around the corner, but they should get free rooms.
But if you get do you have to pay to go to the pool when you go down there? Or is it
no, we don't pay anything. Now we can't go into the pool. So
okay.
yeah,
you have to be staying there to go in the pool.
You can pay. I
get
think it's like a $40
Yeah,
pass.
there's a $40 pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was funny because the night before we saw you, we were at dinner and Joe and Chrissy were there, and Joe's like, "Oh well, I'm surprised you haven't seen Jason here because he's here all the time. Maybe he's just working too much." And then literally the very next day, we run into you.
Yeah, we were we were recovering from the night before.
There's something about Hard Rock when you walk into that place, you're like, I'm on vacation. I'm somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just kind of magical. I'd like to go more than once a month, but it's the son-in-law, father-in-law day, and it's really cool. We have a good time, man. I mean, when you can drink with your father-in-law, like I cannot ask for more out of life than that.
Awesome.
So
That's
very grateful
cool.
for that.
How long did you guys hang out?
Till about probably 4-ish,
No
maybe
shit.
5. Yeah. We drink a little, and then we'll go downstairs and he'll gamble more. I'll usually have another beer after I'm out.
If he's gambling, he needs to get the Unity card.
Yeah.
I think he's got the Unity
probably
card.
does.
I don't think that maybe they have enough points to stay there, but they're always getting like liquor and pillows and
Here's the
whatever.
thing.
If he gets rooms,
if
he's
he's
just not
getting
taking
rooms
them.
and he's not taking advantage of them, have him contact me,
seriously.
please.
Okay, we'll do that.
Or
Yes.
you guys, you can
Yeah.
fucking take advantage of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
He should be getting rooms, man. I need to talk. I'll talk to him about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to see him again. I'll see him again tomorrow. So
The only thing is, he would have to be there to check you in,
Yeah.
and then it's yours. Like
yeah,
you
you
just hand the
basically
key over to you.
put like a $200 deposit on your credit card, and
It goes back on 10
it
days.
goes back after 10 or some odd day. I don't know, whatever. But don't fuck the room up. You get your deposit back. But
Right.
yeah, so Arasa gave us 2 rooms, one like a week prior to my birthday. And
Well, because she booked it for herself and she decided not to go, so we used it. Not really, but
she gave us 2 rooms.
yeah,
And we
One
used them.
room, 2 separate times.
Yeah.
correct.
Because you don't need 2 rooms at once.
No,
Okay. You guys are being really
It makes a difference.
detailed.
hard on my English
Storytelling.
here.
well, if you're not getting along with the other half, Joe, then you might need 2
Right.
rooms. I guess I don't know.
I guess.
I said, if Amaya's watching this right now, she's like, Joe, this sounds fantastic. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
2 beds is not enough. We need 2 rooms,
Yeah.
completely separate.
It would
So
be
did-
nice in separate hotels.
Right.
So did Drew convince you to come tonight with the body painter? Is that how he tricked you
Well,
into coming
He
Did you
tricked me
see our-
into
did
that.
you see
Well,
our
I thought I was
model?
there painting I thought Joe was going to paint me. I'm like,
I mean, we have the paint ready to
If-
go. We just,
if you want,
know.
we can kind of dress up your little dome going on.
There you go.
can paint it up.
we could do that.
That's all. We'll all paint the drinking with Drew logo on,
Right.
on,
Right.
this head.
the goal is you have to keep it up there for a week.
Oh,
And
Lord.
when you do your video at replay, you have to keep it on the.
Oh man, that's next. I think it's next Thursday.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah.
All right, I went down there and I looked at some guitars, man. It's tempting, but those fucking Jacksons, man, they're expensive.
They are. The American-made Jacksons, the soloists, are pretty pricey. I think they're well over $1,000. Some of them.
Oh,
are
yeah.
Some are up to $2,000. They had a white Flying V there, really cool Jackson. I was very tempted, but I ended up. I played all the Jacksons in the store that day. I filmed there, which was pretty
But
cool.
this is how much of a moron I am. I'm like salivating over the guitars, and I obviously need an amp. And I'm like, you know what?
The line's sick
These
too.
fucking guitars are amazing looking. I really want to. And I have 3 fucking guitars behind me. I've got an acoustic in the fucking closet. And I'm like, focus, amp. And I was tempted to, I was like, that Marshall for $1,000. I was like, that's not a bad deal, but I don't know, man. You get like those marketplace deals where it's like it looks like a good deal, and it's like, okay, it's $800, and you get a
Scary.
fucking half stack or a full stack and whatever. Like, man, I've been searching marketplace for like, 2 months now.
Now they had a 5150. There's a new
Yeah, I saw that,
5150 iconic. They had that up there the last time I went. It was already sold. They're always getting stuff in and out. So when I'm there next Thursday filming, I'll let you know if there's anything that catches my eye.
I was a little disappointed. They said, "Yeah, we don't want your Line 6." Like my Line 6 doesn't even qualify for a trade-in.
You should see if anyone wants to trade for a leather recliner.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, barter.
Right?
That's a good point.
Yes.
Guitar amp for a leather
Barter,
recliner.
Right?
Mhm.
Or those nice club chairs that are still, in
We
the
got
garage.
plenty of them.
Yeah.
Those restaurant ramekins you have on the shelf.
You know what's funny though?
Are you opening a restaurant?
I was
Here you go.
I was so tempted to tell Laura to use those for the paint to dip the paint in today.
Yeah,
So.
should have.
I didn't need it. I have my paint palette. It's sitting over there, not used. Ammo brushes, but whatever.
What do you need brushes for? I thought we were doing finger painting.
Exactly.
I said finger painting was my skill level. I didn't say that I looked professional.
Bob Ross style. There's a happy little nipple right here.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Right.
So was that supposed to be
There's a happy
tonight?
little bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just never showed up.
Yeah, she just no showed me.
Has she texted yet?
She's going to be here at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
6 a.m.
So I'm gonna message.
Tell her to call in. We're live.
No, just leave her be.
You better tell
She
the. You better
obviously
tell.
isn't interested.
You better tell the band that she's not here.
Call her from your phone now while we're on
Like,
the show.
oh.
No, let's just.
Pretend it never happened.
Speaking of
Pretend it
calling, I
never
thought it was
happened.
so cool when Ronnie from Nasty Savage called in last time I was on the show with
Right?
Siren. That was really cool, man. That was so cool how you had that set up.
It worked out. I didn't know if it was gonna happen because I messaged him earlier in the day and he's busy as fuck. And I'm like, okay, well, the late response is like, and then literally as we got done with the show, I look at my phone and he texts me like while we were actually doing the show, and I'm like, motherfuck. So I had everybody's getting ready to get up and leave. I'm like, no, everybody sit the fuck back down.
Right, you come
Put your
running.
headphone- I'm
You
like-
come running in. Put your headphones back on.
I'm like, put your headphones back on. So
And we're
yeah,
live, part 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
but sometimes that's the way it happens,
Yeah.
So what's the worst way or the best way to break your leg?
Oh,
Oh God.
dude.
Break
Is
your
there a
leg.
good way?
Which like the lower leg, one of it, or like
The third leg?
right that one too, or like the thigh. Like I feel like there's different pain levels depending on where you break it in your leg.
So this guy and two chicks decide to have a threesome, and
That's
they're
a
in
good way to break your leg.
Right.
I'm okay. I'm already
That's,
on board.
that's
with that.
how the vehicle. That's how the story starts.
I said vehicle. They were totally doing it in a car.
They're in the vehicle.
It's the good threesome,
they-
and not the devil's
they-
triangle.
They park
Right.
the car in a park, and they go about doing their thing, butt ass naked. Somebody kicks the emergency brake off, and the car just goes down the hill and fucking smashes into a tree.
Were they
And-
in the car, or
Yeah,
they were?
in the car.
How do you? I don't-
What kind of
how are
car
the
were they in that they
mechanics?
were able to like have 3 people twisting around in there and it, But I guess it's kind of if you kick the
a
e-brake, it
Volvo
wasn't.
3500 van, Laura. I don't know.
You read the story. I need details.
It wasn't there.
The vans are rocking. Nobody came a knocking.
So the car goes down the hill, smashes into a tree, and one of the chicks breaks both of her legs.
Ooh,
Dude.
Okay.
ouch! Not just okay.
And when
It's all about the positioning. She was
when-
in a bad position when it happened.
When
Right.
EMS gets on scene,
She didn't have a seatbelt
she's
on.
butt ass naked, laying on the ground, 2 broken legs,
I've got a theory, though. You said the emergency brake was up, right?
allegedly.
Thinking somebody might have been having a good time
Maybe.
with that,
Yeah,
and that's
could be.
what happened.
I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know.
I'm wondering who would why like
Why in a car? Like,
yeah
you don't have
exactly.
room to like
threesome
maneuver.
in a car.
Right.
My God.
All they had to do was just get points and go to Hard Rock and get a room, right?
Exactly.
Only if their friend Jason would hook them up
Yeah.
with his father-in-law.
Right, is that, yeah. We got to talk about that.
Well, this wasn't in the United States. It was in apparently the UK. All the weird shit happens in the
Did
UK.
you guys ever break a leg or a bone or
No.
anything?
I've only broken a finger.
Not in a threesome.
But you have.
I mean,
broken
I've
can't
other
had
ways?
I've had bent dick before.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. dude.
That shit sucks, bro.
Yeah.
That shit sucks. I think once you have it once, it's like a recurring possibility because I've had it 2 times.
How does this
The
happen,
bent
dude?
carrot.
Like,
It's just usually a very motivated female that is just kind of grinding in a very heavily passionate way, and just her thigh, like you have that area where it comes out, and instead of going back in, it like hits
When-
the thigh instead of the
When her husband comes home
trying
and
to
she's got to
explain it.
jump up really quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happened to me. I had to go to the emergency room once.
Oh my
dude.
God.
Yeah, this was like when I was in my mid-20s. I had to go to the emergency room.
For his pee-pee.
The reason he
And
can't really
this is-
explain why it happened is because it was actually he got caught on the potty by his mom.
No, this is
Handling
actually a
his
great story.
private
This is actually, well, it's not a great story. It's a very painful story. So,
You can laugh about it now.
yeah, maybe. So
We can laugh about it now.
I get bent dick, and I'm like, damn, that shit. Like you heard it pop.
Oh,
dude.
Boom.
I don't have a dick, but mine hurts.
Okay. And the chick is like, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, like immediately everything ceased to like exist.
Bitch, get off me.
It was painful, right? I mean, like,
Oh,
is it-
yeah.
Ugh.
And you're like, okay, let me see how this goes. And obviously, you are no longer erect. Like you immediately you become
pain.
flaccid very quickly.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of this weird pain. But God forbid you get erect again in the next week. That's where the pain comes in.
Dude.
And so that's what happened was I got a lot of pain within the next few days, and it was fucking enough to send me to the emergency room. I was like, okay, something's up. I need to go to the fucking emergency room.
So
Did they
So
put
when
a
it-
Did they put a splint on it, like a little
No,
cast?
but here's the problem. Here's the problem. You go,
picture
you,
one of those splints with the.
It's one of the little finger splints, but you just slide it on your dick instead.
no, there's
with
not.
with the surgical
No,
tape
there's
wrapped
not-
You throw,
around
a,
it.
you throw a smiley face on it too, right? The casting.
We all get to
Can I
sign
sign it? Yeah.
Continue. Bring it on.
Well, if we don't add our funny commentary, what's the point of having
Right.
us here?
What's the point of the fucking podcast if we can't
When-
be funny?
Bring it
So
on.
after the injury, when you do get aroused again, does it like look like a T square? Like what happens?
No, there's no like weird directional shifts or changes. It's painful.
He turns sideways to pee.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The problem is, I go to the emergency
can it,
room.
Can it peek around doors?
The
Right around the corner.
the SWAT team wants to use it to peek into the attics and shit. They're like,
Put a little mirror on
yeah,
it.
they're
Like
like,
an endoscope.
can we look around the corner here?
Yeah.
So you go to the emergency room and you're like, all they fucking hear is
Broken.
you
dog.
have
God.
pain in your fucking wiener. Okay, that's all they fucking
Is
hear.
wiener the medical term?
Broken wiener stat.
Broken wiener.
Room 105.
Oh, it's not good. So all they care about is, oh, he's got a urinary tract infection. Oh, he's got an STD. He's got this, got that.
Dude,
yeah.
And so
That's
what's the
not the
first thing they
pain
do?
I'm
They
talking
sent they
about.
sit me down on a fucking gurney and they stick a fucking Q-tip,
I was gonna
this
say they
fucking
swabbed
log
it.
down my fucking cock.
Oh, dude.
And they're like, well, we have to check you and make sure you're not. I'm like, it's not because I have an STD. It's because I fucking bent my wiener. She's like, yeah, but it's just, we have to check.
Stuck it in
Oh
a
my
toaster.
God.
or
I'm like,
something.
okay. And that is a very uncomfortable situation.
Are they laughing when they're doing this though?
Probably,
Like,
you know,
like
nurses.
smirking,
You know, nurses.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
professional.
laughing at everything.
They laugh at you
They
behind
laugh
the
at everything,
curtains.
dude. Like,
But we're going like 8 months now of this podcast, and finally we get to some content. All these weeks when
Right?
you're like looking at the pamphlet, trying to find some good content, you had this
Seriously.
all along
Right.
in his back
Yeah.
pocket.
We got to title this wiener talk or something, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So
You
can
see?
I can I share a quick story though?
Yeah.
So
Is it about your wiener?
Well, not my wiener, but it's an old. I think
You
this
have
is.
stories about other guys' wieners?
Well, yeah, probably other guys' wieners. So there's a torture treatment where they get the guy hard and they stick this real thin glass tube down the pee hole and then they break it
Oh,
and so it crushes. Yeah, I know. Just
where is this a torture thing?
there's one of the wars. Somebody told me about it. Some army buddy told. I wasn't in the military, but somebody that was in the military. This is many years ago, decades ago. They told me about it. Maybe they made it up. This is like a horror movie, but
Yeah.
let that
Yeah,
seep in. Like think
no.
about like.
I mean, I'm
that,
sure
you know.
there's some countries where they do that for
like-
fun.
it's
Don't
like
they
on
put
stick.
hamsters up assholes too? I mean, I don't think a broken glass thing down a dick is that far off. They're putting hamsters up assholes. Just saying.
There's a fish up an asshole story that I was going to talk about, but it's
Oh,
Whoa.
Even
Hold
worse.
on. Are our new fish safe? Or is your asshole calling?
not has nothing to do with me. Hello.
Oh, well, you say
Um,
asshole and fish.
But no, I think that sounds like a Stephen King movie or something that,
Right?
you know.
yeah, it's kind of like a death metal version of a Stephen King movie, like
Yeah.
Cannibal Corpse meets Stephen King or something like that. You know.
Mhm.
I mean, have you seen like what some of the old torture devices used to be? It's
Oh, yeah, it's
certainly
crazy.
plausible. So.
Have you been to St. Augustine? In
Yeah,
St. Augustine, they have that place, the Torture Museum or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, we saw that several years
Yeah.
ago. That was really interesting, man.
Yeah.
Like for the liars, they put their tongue on this thing and put a stake through it. You know.
Yep.
I still try that with Laura.
Now it's just tongue
Oh.
piercings.
Let's
Yeah.
play a game.
Let's play a game.
Yeah, exactly.
So El Presidente tonight. Joe, what are we drinking? What's our
I
special beer
switched
that?
over to Yingling Black and Tan.
Well, but you
What's
brought.
I
our-
found
you
it.
have
What's the
the
taste
you
Oh,
have
you
the
mean
taste
tonight's
test.
taste
yes.
test is you're my boy Blue
I've had that before.
from
Old school.
old school.
Old School.
All right, we'll bust it out
You're my
because
boy, Blue.
we're at 7:30, and then Greg's got his top 10.
Yep.
Must Not Kills coming in at 10 o'clock or 10 o'clock at
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Cool, man. Cool.
You're my boy Blue.
Yeah.
Mr.
Nobody
Lee's
can see.
photos or his message was rejected, so maybe.
Who's Mr. Lee?
That's Doug Lee. That's Doug Lee there.
Oh,
Why was his?
nice.
Why was his?
Siren.
Why was his message
Did he have a
rejected?
Did he have a naughty word? Maybe they censored like the F bomb. I can say fuck. Who cares?
Doug, are you
I'm saying.
Fudge.
are you cursing online or something? What's
Right.
Doug, are you cursing, dude?
Message is restricted. I've never seen that.
no.
Or maybe he's in YouTube jail, like Facebook jail. He can't comment for a certain number of days.
Maybe
I'm
he had a
not
comment
sure.
about his penis.
I love some Doug Lee, man. If you're listening,
Doug's
right now.
awesome.
So, yeah,
He's awesome.
Doug's awesome, man.
we've got to
Yeah,
get
he's
him
got
back
a cool
over.
hat.
He's very cool
Right?
hat. Very great vocalist. I'm gonna get him back over to my place. He's been doing some. I've been helping him with some YouTube videos, get his channel started. So he's got some really interesting content. So we're working together on that, getting him some more YouTube videos. And we have the metal and beer. Not really like this show, but it's just we're talking about metal and beer, and that's really
Yeah.
just it's kind of boring, but it's fun. So,
Plug for your shirt.
Right? Plug for the shirt.
Plug for the shirt.
the plug is for what?
Your
Oh, the
shirt.
shirt. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
What are you
gotcha.
wearing?
Well, I didn't know if it was like a
Is
butt
that
plug or something.
specifically
Your shirt,
your
what are you
show, like your logo, or is that?
Yeah,
one's
yeah.
here.
I've had this
Okay.
logo for years now.
Okay, cool.
Real quick, how I started. I started a metal and beer series on my YouTube channel. I was given like a guitar thing or whatever. Then I'd talk about beer, but it just wasn't doing so well. So I'm like, let me segregate that. Let me just start my own metal and beer channel.
Mhm.
Started it a few years ago. Just didn't do a whole lot with it. So Doug has brought it up a few times. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do some metal and beer. 'Cause it's just fun.
Candy says hello.
There's my wife, my beautiful wife. She's on. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
So
Scratch
yeah,
yourself.
that's cool. If we would be metal, beer, sex, news, politics,
Wieners, wieners,
Wieners.
Yeah.
Broken wieners.
Fucking wieners.
Like,
Broken wieners.
Our T-shirt would be totally too much.
And Joe speaking in.
I think the wiener would be like the circle of the whole thing, and everything would be inside the wiener. I don't
Right.
know.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's
Yeah.
why I just called it drunken conversation.
Or
we
everything's
go.
flying out of the wiener tip. Everything is just
Yes.
splooging out because that's what we do. We just,
Or it could be the the heck. It could be like an exclamation point.
Mhm.
That like an underline, an exclamation
Oh,
point.
yeah, dude, yeah.
You know,
And that's the curve though.
drinking with Drew. Broken wiener.
And what if the wiener was like
Broken
spitting
wiener
out?
edition.
What if it's spitting out like Joe saying hi or a weird face? Just kinda,
Joe's like grabbing it, but peeking behind,
yeah.
peeking around it.
All right, so we got some. You're my boy Blue from Florida Brewing Company.
Okay, Laura, show it on your
Florida
camera.
Avenue.
Oh, wait.
Florida Avenue
My
Brewing.
camera. I
So
gotta
they are
remember which
they
one
are
it is.
local here in
I can't
Tampa.
see what
from
camera.
Florida
You gotta
Avenue.
give me the right. You gotta give me the right.
And it is a blueberry wheat ale.
Oh yeah. This way.
5.3%
There you go. You're my boy,
alcohol.
Blue.
Let's try it.
Go ahead, Drew.
Wait till they put you on camera.
Slancha.
Will I like it?
I don't know.
Probably.
Smells very
not,
blueberry.
It's not as bad as the last one, but it's not as good as Sea Dog.
Mm.
But it's in the middle. If you had blueberries in there, it would help out.
Put it
I
over
like
the
it
top.
actually.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's-
I'm,
That's
yeah.
good.
I'm a fan.
What do you
I'm a
think,
fan.
Greg?
Yeah,
Try
it's not. Yeah, the
Try it all
blueberry's
there.
not. I mean, you definitely taste it. It tastes like a blueberry muffin.
Yeah, 100%.
A liquid blueberry muffin.
Did you wear blue on purpose today to sport your
I
blueberry?
did not,
nose?
but it works well.
Mm-hmm.
I have blue balls.
This,
in that.
this is not related to the midnight muffin that we had a few
All
weeks
right,
ago.
Yeah.
Jason.
Nah.
But it is a
Jason, give
muffin.
us a swig after your reef donkey and see how
Yeah.
it mixes.
Actually,
Yeah, I
like
had a
this
few
one.
swigs. It's not overly sweet, and if I were a ghost, I'd say, "Hey, blueberry, I like it." Sorry, guys, that was horrible. But no,
Hey,
Blueberry.
ghosting is the theme tonight. It
It is.
works
Yeah, we
perfect.
just the whole
Very
the
good.
whole
Very true.
the whole show got ghosted in
Yeah.
one shot.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out and all of our tires are gonna be slashed.
So you guys are really wanting to body paint me tonight? Then is that?
That's
Yeah,
That's-
you know, I
you,
mean,
you were second option.
Mm-hmm.
that's the only reason my wife let me come is I thought I was body painting you.
She normally doesn't allow him to come.
Yeah.
the only time she lets him
Right.
come when it has to do with another man.
If it's another dude, it's safe, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
This is her date night when he's out of the house.
Yeah. Hey, that hits too close to home, Joe. No.
Too personal. Sorry.
So okay, we give it a what? I give it like an 8, 7. I don't know,
I 7 sounds good.
7.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because I typically don't
7's
like beers
good.
that are a little this fruity.
I give it seven swigs.
Yeah.
For that category, I'd say 7. Like
Yeah,
for
right.
overall beer, maybe not, but for the category of like the flavor beers, if you will, yeah, let's give it a 7.
Yep.
Yeah, I like
Mhm.
that.
It's
I
good.
agree.
Yeah.
How many did you? How many did you bring, Joe?
6. I got it
Okay.
at Publix actually.
Okay, so we have one more.
Yeah.
for
Who's gonna
Simon.
fight over it?
Simon.
Well, you
Where's
can
Simon?
have this one because I have a bunch of the seltzers and whatnot.
Okay, whatever.
So,
I think we should start letting Simon participate in these taste tests.
Give him a little bowl.
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh,
do
yeah.
have dog beer. We can
You
give
wanna
him his
try
own
some of
dog
that?
beer. No, but he can try his beer when we're having our beers.
Well,
Dog beer.
You can give beer to horses. It's a very popular thing. They feed beer to horses. It's good for them.
What is it? Right. I was going to say, what's the benefit of giving
They win
beer
the
to a
Kentucky
horse?
Derby.
So they do give it to cows, the YU cows in Japan, right? They give them like a Guinness or something like that every day. They listen to classical music, and it's so their cortisol levels don't rise, so they're in good health and good shape and happy when of course they slaughter them.
do
So the
they-
meat's better.
So when we eat them, they
Oh, yeah.
taste
See,
better.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like to have a meat where when I eat that chicken, I can taste the fear in there. So like, I want a chicken that was yelled
Is that
at.
the funniest
that's-
thing Joe's ever said?
That's
Could
the,
be.
Like,
Like,
he
you
was
could
trying
just
to be funny.
taste. You could just taste the fear in his meat.
that's the stuff that's gamey. That's when it gets all gamey.
Very gamey, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when people go deer, and I don't hunt, but I learned this from another deer hunter, a family member. Actually, my wife's family member. He said they would try to wait, until they're not caught off guard, and they shoot them, and then it's
That's the
gonna
way
be good meat.
Greg does it at the gay bars.
Exactly. I was gonna say,
The
I was gonna say, you
game
ask any self-respecting cannibal, and they will tell you want your
Right.
victims to be, subdued. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you stress
Calm.
them out, it's not going to taste good, right?
Exactly.
Well, then I taste terrible because I'm constantly stressed out. It's just hidden behind all that.
Perfect. So you have a 10 list.
I do. In honor of our disappearing guest of honor,
She's gonna listen to the show and she's like, dude, why you gotta
Yeah.
keep wagging on me?
we have.
She's totally high by the pool right now, being
Oh, yeah.
like, "Ugh, I just
Totally.
couldn't make it, man."
Well, it's a good thing she took off work.
Yep.
Hey, I
We
held
have-
nothing
Right.
against her. If
That's
she has her own personal issues or shit happens, whatever. But
She got stage fright and didn't
it
want to
is
take
what
her
it
nipples
is,
out.
man. We will travel on and do it again with somebody else next time who has.
We got the nipple pasties for her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's the top 10 reasons you can give to get out of things, and I'll just get number 7.
Excuses.
Number 7, I'll just get out of the way. It's got sunburned by the pool and is afraid of the body paint hurting.
Oh, nice.
So,
Stage,
No, but yeah,
stage
top-
fright.
so top 10 reasons for getting out of things. Just
I
in
have to
general.
wash my
Just
hair.
Excuses for getting out
All
of
right.
things.
I'm going to go with hungover.
I didn't see that one.
How about
I'm
I
gonna-
don't have a car?
I'm gonna go
Number
with
4,
Really?
no transportation. Number
I'm gonna
4.
go with headache.
Yeah, we'll give you that.
What about work?
Number one is not feeling well.
Okay.
Headache, no.
Now I have heard that one of the popular excuses is that people like to blame it on their pets, even though it's not like their pet's fault. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't go to your dinner party. I have to
I would
stay
say
home with my
spouse
dog."
I was
or
going to say
significant
kid
other.
sick,
So-
like a kid sick or something.
So I heard Laura say work. That's number 2.
Significant
Um,
other, spouse, blame it on the other.
I tell you all the
Blame it
time,
on
if
the
you don't want to
rain.
do something, you can blame it on me, and I don't give a
I
shit.
don't see no.
No, so no sick kid.
Kid is number 7. No childcare.
Okay. How about
Can't afford it.
That's not on.
financials?
Right,
Nothing?
paid. I don't get paid till next week.
No, it's not on here.
Is this one I just don't believe in myself.
Come
I
on.
just don't have the confidence. I just,
You got to say your answer with a little more conviction there. Come on.
Right.
I think I saw
With a little more confidence.
no.
okay.
Well, sort of.
What is
kinda.
sort of? Yes. or
Well,
no?
so number 3 is you need a mental health break, and the excuse the excuse they have is like, I'm feeling overwhelmed.
But
that
is
sort of
that
thing. Anxiety?
is that separate from being like sick, or is that mental health?
This is
It's
separate
separate.
from sick.
Yeah.
Not feeling well is number 1. Mental health break is number 3.
I'm still confused by all that, but okay. That just
Yeah,
means
to me,
I'm
that's
old.
the same as one. Yeah. How about my back hurts and I don't want to do shit?
Right.
I'd count that in the not
'Cause
feeling well.
Yeah.
that's my excuse
Mm-hmm.
these days.
So how many
I
we got so
had a
far?
prior engagement that I forgot about. Other plans.
We'll give you that. That's number 10. Forgot someone's birthday or some other plans. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, you wouldn't admit this, but something better came up.
You would admit that.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't. I think that's what
That's
he's-
the
where
reason
he's-
for the excuse.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
reason.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
excuse, yeah. So 1 is not feeling well. 2 was work. 3 was the mental health break. 4 is No transportation. We have not gotten 5 yet. Have not gotten 6.
I don't want to go. No desire
No.
to be there.
No. 7 is the childcare. We have not gotten 8 or 9.
I'm-
Oh, actually, you know what? No, you kind of got 9. You said your back hurts, right?
Mhm.
Number 9 is you got injured.
Okay, boom.
There you go.
No.
Mm-hmm.
My dick got bent.
Yeah.
we,
Can't go.
we got to talk more about that. By the
I
way.
can't people today. How about I can't people today? I guess it's
That's
the
the
mental
mental
health break.
health break.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like the mental health break. Yeah.
Out of town. I'm on vacation.
No,
Car broke down.
that's
I have to.
transportation.
I have to work.
That's
yeah.
our, both of those have been said.
Pay attention, Joe. Pay
I took
attention.
I took too many pills and
Mm.
I can't leave the house.
You died.
drunk, right?
What about you died? Too many pills. In the hospital. That's sick.
Explosive diarrhea.
Medical appointment. We'll count
Doctor's
that for in the
appointment?
hospital.
Okay.
We'll count that for in the
Okay.
hospital.
Okay.
So you're missing 1.
So diarrhea was one.
let me see if our callers have anything in here. No.
Nope.
Candy did not give us any
You
answers.
guys remember that when you're walking down the hall and you feel something fall, diarrhea.
I remember that. I do remember that.
2 left.
What numbers are left?
I just lost it.
That's what she said.
All right.
Like they have a bad hair day.
I said wash your hair.
Yeah, but that's
That's
different.
an old excuse.
I know.
They don't bother
Oldie
with that
buddy
anymore.
goody.
I'm thinking more women because women probably use excuses more than men.
So
Cramps.
we are missing.
They have cramps.
We are missing number 5.
That's not feeling well.
Period.
Okay.
Number 5 and number 8.
Car broke down. Is that one?
We already got no
My
Okay, we
husband
got
won't let me go.
Transportation.
My husband won't let me.
I went to jail.
Arrested. That's a good one.
That is a good one, but it's not here.
Mm.
Man, this is getting hard.
I just
I
want.
know.
I
Is
just
that,
want.
is that how you say? Is that what you tell it when you get when you got locked up? Like,
Yeah.
I need to make a call. I was supposed to be at this dinner.
Right.
You only get one phone call. And my call was to you.
Jason's excuse is I don't want to stop playing my guitar.
That could be
No.
it, man.
No,
Okay.
not here.
They don't
Mm.
sell crack there, so I can't.
There you go.
I'm fucking too much in my bed and I don't want to leave the hard rock.
These are 2 reasons that you very specifically need to stay home for.
They're very specific.
I'm on house arrest.
Good
No,
one.
I just got indicted. My name is Trump.
you're all about the legal
Oh,
issues,
man.
aren't you?
I can't
You're-
separate
you're-
myself from the
I
toilet.
have an ankle bracelet.
So diarrhea is the right answer.
Yes.
Explosive.
Anybody got anything before
Like a
Dude,
handyman, an appointment, something going on in the house.
Okay. Number
Expecting
8.
a
Yes.
delivery.
Okay. That was
Number,
Yes.
number 8. You have a household emergency.
Okay.
Woo!
So there's
Really?
one more.
Okay.
You gotta
Plumber,
flo-
the
you gotta
plumbers,
flood.
the plumber's got to lay the pipe.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he'll lay it as soon as you
Yeah.
leave, and your wife
Exactly.
is still
That's
home.
true.
Or to be a broken pipe.
Yep.
A bent pipe. I'm
A
sorry.
bent
It'd be
pipe.
bent.
The bent
Bent pipe.
Right.
Bent pipe. So you're missing number 5.
Uh,
Right in the 5 hole.
did you go over I'm too drunk already? Like,
That
You kinda-
that was kind of lumped in with not feeling well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
COVID restrictions are
Which
making
is number
everybody stay
one.
Right?
home.
No.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
All right, give it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give this.
Family came to visit.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
that's when you said give us. It's like, yeah, it's really
I
a
don't know anything
letdown.
about
It's a
that.
That's
major
not an
letdown.
excuse to stay away from. That's an excuse to get
To
out of
get
the
out,
house.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I had plans. Family, gotta go.
Unless they're bringing food, I don't care.
We have plenty of pizza in the fridge. Actually, it's in the
The
oven. The
Stuffing.
oven.
The stuffing. I just said the stuffing. The stove oven. The stuffing.
Sounds like
So
McLovin.
so which excuse did you
McLovin.
use?
Nothing. It's the no. That's
the
the
no-show.
worst. Is
Yeah,
the
it
no
is.
show,
It
no
goes-
It's the
response.
transportation.
But you know what?
Was
That-
the literally 2:00. I don't have a car.
Yeah, it was the transportation.
It was
yeah.
the transportation.
Good point.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could be like that's probably a roundabout excuse, but also I'm probably too high sitting around
Yeah.
the pool and hanging out with my friends, and I don't want to do anything
Yeah,
else.
no, exactly. Yeah, this was it was a clever foundation she was laying there with the ride issue.
hmm
She's sitting by the pool. She's like, oh, you know what?
Now, keep in mind, she took off work to be here.
You think
Mhm.
you were told?
I was told.
So
that.
if she didn't, then she's actually at work now.
Well, she
Or she's
probably
just
took the
enjoying
day
the
off
day off.
work,
She
and then
could-
she
yeah.
was having a really good time with her friends, and was
Exactly.
like, "I don't want to fucking like leave and go again." Yeah, so
Exactly.
she was just
Okay.
didn't want to end. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how old she is. She looks
She's missing
young.
out on
I think
the
our
blueberry
next
beer.
model.
right?
I think our next
See?
model needs
You
to be in
could have
her,
had some beer.
her
But thanks for there we go. Thanks
Yeah.
for wanting
the
the
high noons.
I'll
She got
drink
the high
them.
noons.
Thanks.
She's drinking them. I think their next model needs to be like 35 with the vehicle.
Oh, I was thinking even older. I was
Well,
thinking,
like 55.
Yeah.
Like, we,
yeah, older.
I was
Like a
thinking,
gilf.
I was thinking old enough where you don't have to use pasties because the nipples are pointing at the floor.
That's true.
It's just like-
They can just get
of,
tucked under.
Yeah, they're not
they're just
invisible.
they're just out of camera
It's not even
angle.
visible. Yeah.
Yeah.
The camera only focuses so far.
No, I think I also think the demographic you were hunting down was not right as far as jobs, like bartenders. I don't know.
But that was an easy place to go fishing
That's
Yeah.
true.
because
Right.
they were
Because it's easy money and it's a random
Yeah.
Tuesday. Like
Right.
they probably, I would assume that it wouldn't be a busy night on a Tuesday.
I
They
mean,
could
here's the
just take
thing.
off work
I
and-
offered $200 in my original post. That's gone down. I'm not doing $200 again.
They-
Maybe it
all
was
You
too
get
much.
pizza
That's
and
what it was, yeah.
conversation.
As
That's
far
what
as-
you get.
As
It's
far
like a
as
first
serving,
date.
all they needed to do was reach into the cooler, grab the beer, and hand it to you. That's
Right.
the serving.
Well, and Must Not Kill was coming in. They would just hang out and probably put the cooler out there more, and she would just kind of be a beer girl.
Serve beer.
Maybe,
Beer wench.
maybe you offered too much and it was intimidating. It's like, oh my god,
What?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
maybe they were
Yeah.
thinking some funny business was going to go on.
It would have.
Oh,
The other idea was to take the paintbrushes and duct tape them to your penis. So you had the paint.
Joe, I don't even know what you're talking about,
Oh my
but
God.
you were inside when he said it in the garage.
Oh,
It was
okay,
garage.
okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
green room.
Green room.
in the
Wait.
green room.
with
Can
Ben.
we
With,
rewind that?
We were gonna
Right. It
paint-
was recorded. Don't worry.
we were gonna attach the paintbrush to the penis, and you had to
Yes, there we go.
you had to paint like this.
with bent
Well,
dick over
my
there, you
bent
wouldn't even
dick
have to.
would've been
Yeah,
there. Right.
you just rest
Stop
it.
painting her ribs. You're supposed to be painting her nipple.
Well, you don't need duct tape. You just rest it on there. It's like
Yeah.
a
Right, it's
little
true.
stand.
It reminds me of the Goonies. Remember the Goonies? The statue, the wiener fell off, it broke off,
Mhm.
and they put it on upside down. It's like, if God made it this way, we'd be pissing our faces. You know?
There's
That's
talk.
me.
There's
Sean.
talk of a sequel to Goonies.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Are
I
they?
hope so.
Yeah. All like everybody's
That was
on
a
board.
great movie.
Right?
Oh,
All right, y'all. I have to go pee. Y'all take over.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Laura's got it.
Bye.
We don't really
Already
need
got
him
it.
anyway.
Right?
Joe
Laura's
just
the
asked
star
if
of the
you need
show.
help. So
We need a
He's got to stand sideways.
Yeah.
I
I was
think-
going to change the cameras as you walk through, and I'm going to try and miss you the
There you
whole
go.
time.
No, get him on
I-
camera every way so you get him walking.
I think a
We get
camera
the
should go on
fucking
with him
shirt
to the
on.
bathroom so everybody can see what we've been talking about.
yes, it's booby time.
The microphones in here are so powerful they'll actually pick up his echoing sounds from the bathroom.
His stream. Yeah, they will.
He's got to stand sideways so it
Mm-hmm.
goes like this.
Well, he stands sideways anyway because of his broken dick.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so painful to talk about. So Must Not Kill is coming on the show, or they're just coming to hang out?
Yeah, they're
coming
coming on for like the second half.
We're gonna
'cause
we're gonna
Greg
have
has to leave.
a double
Leslie, yeah.
session tonight. A
Yeah.
double header.
Double session, okay.
A
Good, good.
double header.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go
It's
to the
going to
garage
be
for that.
a long,
Are you
long
are you
night.
able to stay tonight? Can you
I'll
stay
hang out
late?
for a little bit. Yeah. I was
No,
only,
not a little bit. We're talking like till like
Well,
9, 10 o'clock.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I can't be around till like midnight or anything like that.
Well, I mean, Greg's got to go
Unless we're
home.
body
Yeah.
painting Joe, then that's
I mean-
Right.
then-
Maybe.
Well, in order for her not to feel uncomfortable,
Mhm.
we were gonna put on pasties and take our tops off just so she wouldn't feel the only one.
I'm
Wait,
sorry,
what?
but
Why
that would
wouldn't be awkward?
That would make me feel more uncomfortable.
That might be why she
If
didn't show
people
up.
looking like
She
you
doesn't-
Yeah.
three
she doesn't
and
know
Drew
that.
were sitting here topless with pasties on, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm
that's-
just saying,
yeah,
I
that
would
news.
if I had to. You know,
200
I
is
mean,
not enough. See you later.
Yeah.
Where's my lift?
You
Turn
gotta,
around.
You got to do what you need for the show. You need content. I would do it. I mean, I would
Joe,
do it.
Where are your pasties now?
They're in the
not-
garage.
Right. They should be on you right now so that you could
I-
flash the camera. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
I put out on the first date.
right.
Just
No,
remember.
obviously not.
I love that.
I'm pasty enough without stickers on my
Right.
chest.
I'm with you.
He's full body pasty. Full body pasty.
We got those German genetics here. so-
Exactly.
Can I just say something?
You
Yeah,
can say
of
anything
course.
you want.
I absolutely love you guys. I usually say that when I'm drunk, and I'm not drunk, man. But I like being here, man. This is cool.
It's a-
This is
yeah,
really cool.
it's a
Every
blast. We-
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well,
We have
shit,
nothing-
whenever the
we have
garage
nothing
is
better
open,
to do.
come on by. The garage is open most of the time.
Aren't you usually doing a gig on Tuesdays though, or somehow?
No, dude, not anymore. Had some Tuesday night gigs that were kind of iffy, but
Wednesday
now I have
nights he
time,
has
yeah.
gigs because that was the dinner night that he couldn't make.
yeah, there's one Wednesday night, first Wednesday night of the month of McKill and Curly, but I'm gonna start an open mic.
You
at
missed a
Bootleggers.
good birthday dinner at Hard Rock.
Oh, I
man.
know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Council Oak is awesome.
And I saw the tattoo.
No, we didn't even go there.
Yeah,
you
you
think-
saw
where'd you
that.
go?
No, we went to Suppresso.
He got it right. Yeah, we
That's
went
a
somewhere
good
else.
place, dude.
Yeah.
It's
It
a
was
really good
it was
place.
delicious.
It
I was
was.
gonna say because in the pictures, like, where the hell's that table?
No, yeah,
Yeah.
No,
Not
it's-
seen that.
Do you like memorize all the tables in the restaurant?
Well, I know what Council
Look
looks
has
like.
that
Yeah.
basic
Very,
look.
yeah, it's very
Right.
basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Suppresso's good. It's an Italian
good,
type,
dude, yeah.
more laid back
Oh,
area.
It's by the Rise at the end. We go
Yep.
to Rise sometimes
Yeah.
for breakfast, but I love Hard Rock. I love it. I'm
yeah,
close
and
to
you're
it.
not gonna go hungry there either
No,
way.
Yeah,
you're
no.
not. You might go broke, but you won't go.
You will,
broke.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so we even after that later that evening we ended up at the Hard Rock Cafe and had a
Nice.
brownie fucking
The brownie
Sunday
sundae,
before
yeah.
we went, back to the room. But man, totally fucking good. Like their steak, it's a big ass ribeye.
Oh, yeah.
$74, but still, I mean, it
That's
is
good.
what it is,
Yeah,
man.
it was
You
worth
know?
live once,
It
man,
was
you know.
delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So-
speaking of Hard Rock, so I saw a really
That's
good
what she
metal
said.
cover band there called the Headbang.
They've got a lot of good bands there, man. Actually.
Yeah, really, a lot of
Surprisingly,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, they got a good. We heard a great Kiss cover band, but the Headbang was awesome. We went to the Tesla concert that night. Me and my buddy, we went to the concert. We had ate at Hard Rock. I'm like, hey, there's a band playing, so we came back to hear them after the Tesla concert. I'm like, whoa, this band is awesome. So I want to go back and see them again soon.
Yeah, they've got a lot. And just sitting at, excuse me, the Hard Rock Cafe is just a place to hang out at the bar, drink, and you can watch a band play there.
Mm-hmm.
They have 80s rock, whatever, different shit. But are you talking about at the actual like
Well, we saw
upstairs venue, like
we
where?
saw-
Okay, that's
we saw Tesla at the upstairs venue.
Because they've got like 3 different stages there. They have one by the
Yeah,
pool. They have
huge.
one inside that they do like the big acts,
inside,
where they had
yeah.
like Rod Stewart and shit.
That's where Tesla was probably.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
And-
where Tesla was. But we went back, so we ate at the Hard Rock Cafe, right? And we saw this band setting up. It's like, oh, we got to go see Tesla, but let's come back after Tesla's done. We went back to the Hard Rock Cafe and saw the Headbang playing like Rat and Bon Jovi
Okay.
and
Yes.
Poison
Nice.
Dawkins and
Nice.
all the cool stuff, all the hairband stuff. And I shouldn't say this out loud because Tesla was
You
phenomenal.
got hard.
Well, that too. But I like the hard. I like the Headbang better
stiffy.
than Tesla, But we were playing more.
Don't
like
most guys
Tesla.
like the head bang more
Yeah.
than anything else? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun, man. I like going out there. It's just you do spend a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Like I have yet to walk out of that place with like under $150.
Oh,
just
yeah.
with
Yeah,
drinks
yeah.
hanging out, cigar, whatever.
Yeah.
And you don't usually gamble, so $150, that's kind of cheap.
Yeah.
Well, they got some good beers on tap. So downstairs they've got the Headbanger IPA by Seventh Son Brewing. It's a local brewery. It's great. And they have Old Elephant Foot by Tampa Bay Brewing, which is I'm drinking one of Tampa Bay's now. The Reef
Reef
Donkey
Donkey.
here. Very good beer, but
what kind of beer is the old elephant foot?
it's an IPA.
Oh,
It's-
it is.
yeah.
It's a
Now
very
when
good IPA.
when Brad gets here from Must Not Kill, you guys might have to fight over those.
Reef donkeys.
Yeah, I think I have 8 total, so you guys
Oh, I
should
won't
be
be
good.
drinking that much.
I
We'll
think
be
you
fine.
get, yeah,
I might
Candy's
have one or
watching.
two
She's
more.
like, he's only having one more. What the fuck you talking about? Motherfucker.
My wife's like, he's gonna have one beer, body paint Joe, and then come straight home.
You can do it after the show too. I don't mind. Now,
We'll get you set up in the garage. It's okay. We'll record it out there.
Green room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green room.
Now, since
Sorry,
you guys were
green
talking
room.
about music, I don't know. I know it's not hard rock, but you guys are Beatle fans or no?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, it depends
I thought
on
I was
the
gonna be the
songs,
only
like-
one, man. I'm glad you guys
I
didn't
mean,
know.
Beatles,
I
Beatles
never-
were classic, and a lot
Yeah.
of people are Beatles fans. But Paul McCartney just came out and said that they used AI to recreate John Lennon's original recordings to produce a new song. Partly
I'm
from
not a fan of
partly
any
from
of
his
that, so-
original recording, and partly like AI generated to come out with a new
Did AI
Beatles song.
also beat one of his wives while they were at it?
I-
Did
No,
AI also write the song?
I don't know.
Mm.
But there's a new song coming out soon. It's going to be released, I think, next month or sometime this summer. That AI they used AI to recreate John
Look,
Lennon.
I don't mind the Beatles as
I just thought it was an
whole.
interesting topic. If you guys,
I was
wanted to-
born in '74. I just missed that whole fucking generation. But
I'm with you, dude. Yeah.
then they just got too popular for what they were doing. Like they weren't that great of musicians.
It's a boy band.
It was a boy
Right.
band from that generation that were, I don't know. I'm probably gonna get a shit ton of hate mail.
Of course.
You're gonna be canceled.
But they just got too popular. And I'll tell you this right now. I feel the same way about Aerosmith. I'm not a fucking big Aerosmith fan. They're just fucking, they don't do it for me.
I saw-
They don't get my bent dick hard.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I saw something online this week that said that U2 actually everyone hated U2, but everyone was too scared to admit they hated them.
I'm not
So
a big
U2 doesn't actually
I'm not
have
a big
fans.
YouTube fan. I mean, I could probably put a lot of popular bands in this category. I'm just like,
It kind of sounds to me like you would put any popular band in that category.
Jesus.
that's a popular band. I'll put that.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. There's a documentary called The Wrecking Crew, and this is the studio musicians. Very interesting. Studio musicians that recorded the majority of the hit stuff back through, like, I think 60s and 70s. I could be a little off there. But you would never know that the actual artists didn't actually record their own music. A lot of them back then. They had
Yeah.
these
Studio musicians.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
exactly.
and now you replace that with not only AI, but even before this AI became big, Now every singer is using auto-tune,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
God,
They're
Yeah.
syncing the
Yeah.
drums
Yeah.
with these programs.
Dude,
So
I told you
Yeah.
like the last episode or last week we were on, Taylor Swift fucking lip syncing on stage.
Right.
It's like you're getting
Oh.
2.5 billion or what did I say?
They call it a backing track. They
No,
don't call it
it's
a lip
lip
sync.
fucking syncing.
Yeah.
If you have to have a backing track, you're fucking an asshole.
Come on, they
singer.
whip Milli
Do your own
Vanilli for
shit.
that.
Yeah.
Right?
So I don't buy
Took their
that
Grammy
bullshit.
away?
I don't buy
Was
it.
it Ashley Simpson got caught doing that too?
She did it on SNL, like
Yeah, on
live
SNL.
though. Yeah.
No, when I hear somebody live,
Candy
I
likes
want
the
it-
Beatles, by the way, so she's gonna beat your
Oh
ass when we get home.
no.
when
That's
I
fine. You guys can have some rough sex.
We can
over
have a hard
Beatle-
rock
the Beatle
night. I like
argument.
that
we do
kind
need a
of
hard
business.
rock night,
Yeah.
babe. Yeah, we do need a hard rock night.
night.
But no, you guys can have some rough sex over some Beatles arguments. You know, I like Paul. I hate Paul. I hate Ringo.
or just play some Beatles come together, in the background.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So who's the Yoko Ono of the group?
Which group?
Jason and Candy's group. I don't know. What
Is,
do you mean?
is that Amaya?
Would it be me since I'm the only
of
girl
this-
on the
of this-
podcast?
The
Of this
wife, the
group?
wife that broke up the band.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No, but here's the thing. So the Beatles.
I'm just teasing. We like you.
who are you
I don't know.
talking-
I don't even know you.
Joe's like,
but
I've
I
never
like
met you, but we like you.
I don't know. You lost me at something.
That's okay. It was a bad joke.
I'm with
You
though,
lost
Drew.
me
I'm
a
with you.
wife.
A lot of people's like,
That's
"Whoa,
where you
how
got
can you not like
lost.
the
Well,
Beatles?"
apparently you are married this
Yeah.
week.
And
This
and-
week?
Yeah.
What's this week?
Didn't you get married at the pool?
Oh, Jason married us. That's true.
Oh, that's right. I did marry you
He
He
guys.
did marry us. Yeah.
I didn't even think about
did.
that till later.
I got a couple of messages like, "What's this?"
Did you
Oh,
get
I
married
love
again?
it. Yes, I said Drew and his wife, and
Oh,
yeah,
that's right,
I
that's
do that
right.
sometimes.
It's every time at the Hard Rock
I was
we
gonna
seem to
say,
get
yeah.
married.
Did she pay you to say that?
No.
She's like,
You know,
slipped
I
you
think
50 at the pool.
I think I texted that from the pool. Maybe I was a little tipsy when I did that.
You
I just,
probably- It's 10
It's just-
a.m.
it's just
Jason's
easier
tipsy
just
at the
to- yeah,
pool.
whatever.
Yeah.
I used to have a part-time job. We weren't really on a job. But I used to be a very heavy drinker. I'm kind of a light.
Let's bring you
medium.
back to that. Sorry, Candy.
Going back to that though, I would go to the bar. I would see a couple, and I'm like, "You guys need to get married, man." And I would just
You-
I don't know.
Did
like
you get
that.
ordained so you can marry people
Yeah.
while you were drunk?
I didn't, but one of our good friends got ordained so he could do the ceremony for Candy and I.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Cool.
RJ, yeah, RJ, if you're listening, we love you, man. Thank you.
Red Rock Canyon.
Listen, yeah, right, we got married in Red Rock Canyon out in the middle of the desert. It was so cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got married in the middle of a koi pond.
We got married
That's
and
the best.
divorced at the Hard Rock Cafe.
That's true. We did.
Yes, we did.
What?
Took
In the
like
same
5
night?
minutes.
In the same hour.
Now, how did this happen?
Hour.
How did this come about?
It hasn't
It was
happened
all
yet.
Facebook official.
We're
Okay.
writing a
Right.
movie for Netflix.
Yeah.
It's how to get married and divorced in 3 minutes.
There you go.
I just want to be involved somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're there. We'll
And
let you know.
within
How
those
to Lose
3
a Guy
minutes,
in
they
1 hour
consummate
remake.
too.
I think
Yeah.
the first episode is you meet a drunk guy at a fucking bar at the Hard Rock Casino.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
why don't you guys get married? I would do marriage counseling. Like I would literally do counseling at the bar. I'm hammered, right? And I would counsel them on how
That's the
to.
best kind of counseling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll write
I
your
think I did
your
that.
vows at the bar on a napkin.
Yeah.
Here's your vows.
Then
Hey,
We- we
waiter,
read
can
them
I
off-
borrow your pen?
All of a sudden, Bacardi's in the middle of the vows because that's where it runs into
Oh, man.
could read them off the pamphlet.
the pamphlet.
Pamphlet.
The pamphlet will be in the vows.
Pamphlet.
How much of the pamphlet did we hit tonight?
None. Like we
Nothing.
still have
Yeah.
work.
We got the. I wrote at the very end. I wrote the ghosted.
I kept
Severe predicted
speaking up with
ghosting.
random topics.
So let's
you
hit
don't
some of the
need to-
pamphlet real quick, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Apple to remove
Fuck
the
Apple.
autocorrect on swear words.
Yes.
Did you hear about that?
So you don't
No.
get ducking,
So it's not
duck.
going to
about
say
time.
ducking
No
and
more
pucking
ducking.
and yeah.
Yeah.
That
Love
I it's not happened to me yet because I'm still getting ducking. So I'm not sure when that's supposed to to
You probably wait for the
yeah,
update.
I still get ducking, yeah.
Did
We
you
don't
do
have
the update?
iPhones, so
don't think
Android,
so.
I can say fucking all night. Mhm.
Do they not update? Did they not do shit on Android?
Mine will let me say fucking
Oh,
or
really?
fuck
So
or go
did-
fuck yourself.
Did
That's
you
why
ever
you're
use-
so horny
did you
all the
ever use
time.
the software that you like the dictate to text, like you
I use
you
that.
speak?
It's called talk to text, not talk
okay,
to
whatever you call
dictate.
it. I don't know what you call it, but
He just
I-
want to say dick.
I've tried that just
wanted
to
to say
like
dick.
just to see like if it translates me properly, and I used every swear word I knew just to see if it would write them down, and some of them it would put like F star star star, like
Oh,
it knew.
censor
Yeah,
Interesting.
bullshit. Mine
Okay.
would put that word.
just to see like if it would like type them out, and I would just one time I was just sitting there reading them all out.
I think I heard a door, by the way.
Oh, did you? They might be here.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I did.
hello. Come on in.
Come on in. It's Brad. It's Brad.
So much for the cameras telling us there's a human figure, body, whatever,
What's
by the
up?
front door. Hello.
What's happening? You brought your own beer? I thought you were gonna fucking just sip from the cooler.
Is Brad the vocalist?
Well, we're gonna do some romper room exchanges. Oh, what'd you bring me?
Oh, snizzle.
Oh boy, a Snoop Dogg
Nice.
fucking red. Hell yizzle.
19 crimes. What?
Very nice, very nice.
Have you had that before?
Oh,
I haven't.
hello.
It's actually not bad.
Well, James in the hizzle. All right, we're gonna be doing a transfer of
people here.
people.
Transfer shows.
I don't know them. I haven't met them yet.
So guys,
He played after
Hold
well,
on, here.
James.
Here, you guys can get behind me. Look.
Very dockside. He played right after you one time.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
that, dude.
So
I didn't
this is
realize
what. So Brad, you guys can. I think that mic
Let
is
it know.
hot. If you want to talk on that mic. you can
Oh,
probably
it's a
grab it.
karaoke
Oh.
mic.
See, it works on
Is
that.
it-
Just
does it
grab it out of there. I don't know.
Oh,
Can you see him
snap.
on camera there?
I don't
No,
know. Check
they're
it
all out of-
because.
Can I just tell you guys real quick? I listened to the EP on the way over. Badass, man. It's excellent.
Guy, thank you, man.
Yeah, that you're at
It
EP
was
is fucking badass.
Phenomenal, man. Yeah.
So Laura had a question. What's the difference between an EP and an LP?
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to know
Long
EP.
play.
What's that?
EP stuff.
Long play.
Long
Full
play,
length?
okay.
Yeah, EP is just like short album, basically 6 songs.
Oh, okay. You said one song.
Well, I thought you guys were releasing one song, but when I listened to it, it was more than one song. But I think
Surprise!
Yeah.
It said album, not single.
No, but when I
We only started it in 2020.
No, but when I originally listened to it, I thought, okay, I thought you guys were releasing one song, and then I listened to it, and I'm like, this is more than one fucking song. But yeah,
This is awesome.
we were talking about it on the last show. That's why. Yeah. But cool. Where's Mr. Tom at? See around
He's
the
a
corner?
singer.
I know who he is.
Everybody knows what singers do.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Oh man.
Fashionably late.
Okay, that's fine. You guys want a beer? You have your own beer,
Yeah, we have some in there too.
So yeah, my shift is over. If one of them
Okay.
wants to claim this.
Yeah.
seat.
Yeah.
Yep, over there.
but anybody want to claim a seat?
You want a My Boy Blue?
We can.
Transferring good.
My boy,
That's
Blue.
actually a good beer.
Yeah.
That's our drinking with Drew sample for the day. Yeah, my boy Blue.
Taste
You guys
test.
have been doing that.
Will, grab a seat over here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Unless Jason gets
No,
upgraded
no,
to a
I'm gonna get up,
wheelchair.
man, 'cause this is not my.
Yeah, Brad, do you want to? Jason, you can come over here, and you and Brad can swap spots. We can still have
Pull this in a little bit so it doesn't pull down.
Jason's nice deep voice in the background.
Damn it, I missed.
Good.
This is My
That's
Boy
it.
Blue.
That's the last one.
It's actually a good. It's a good beer.
I've had it before. It's
Yeah.
it's fucking great, man.
Just good beer.
Reef Donkey.
Yep. See, I told you and Brad would be fighting over reef donkeys.
Jason, take my
Donkey
seat.
fight. Oh shit.
You move the
Don't
camera.
knock the
Oh
camera.
boy.
Oh, there we
boy.
go. Close up.
Close
Are
up.
they twins?
Hello.
Are they twins? Hashtag twinning.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Can you
It'll
tell
be
the
fine.
difference?
No, take my seat.
Oh, there we
So
go.
what? Take my seat off.
Spiking the lens over here.
It's all good. We're gonna work it out.
I mean, it won't be a hot mic seat, but there's this here.
So, in case you guys didn't know, our nude body paint model failed to show.
She flaked.
Oh no.
Hey, it was good seeing you guys.
Exactly. She was
See you
supposed
next
to.
album.
She was supposed to serve you guys drinks for like the next hour.
Well, we'll be here for the next EP,
Right.
which is a short LP
Right.
for those who don't know.
I mean, I would offer to get new to this point, but I don't know if that would sell, man.
We have pasties if you like.
We do.
Right.
Yeah, we got X's and we got hearts.
Dude.
Hearts
Oh,
are
yeah.
calling your name.
Right.
I'm just saying. I know how you are. I think I know you by now.
I think I'm getting a heart on.
We talked about my bent wiener earlier, so
Yes.
we won't go back into that
I
conversation.
miss this broken dick story.
So what,
You know,
what happened to
happened.
the nude model?
I think she just got really high and stayed by the pool all day. You know, like
I say she
Got
ghosted.
cooked. All right.
Yeah, she ghosted.
Sunburn
I mean-
on the private bits. Not a good time to get that. Not a good place to get
true.
that.
That's
It's
true.
true. So let's just assume, for the sake of assuming, if she did die in a car accident on the way here.
Jesus, morbid much.
At least you don't have to pay the lift fee.
Ooh,
It's true.
Well, not to cause any alarms,
Well, I
but
mean-
there was like 1 million cops like right outside your complex.
That's right.
Perfect.
Oh,
two
shit.
ambulances.
And they were actually kind of looking in that little retention lake there. So I don't.
Well, a body was
shit.
found there.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know if it
Over
was
the
that. I
weekend.
don't think it was I don't think it was the front one.
Who knows?
I think
Maybe it was
one of
another
the-
body.
Yeah.
Was that
Could've
behind the
been another body.
Walgreens? I remember y'all
That was
talking
a
that.
different one. Yeah,
Right,
That
that-
was
got
that
bodies
was-
galore
that was
right
not
there.
a
dumpster.
dumpster.
I know.
Oh my
Riverview's
god.
just filling up with bodies.
Bodies everywhere.
Well, they just recently they solved like a 30 or 40-year-old cold case of a woman was found in a ditch in Riverview, and it was, I guess she was from Bradenton or Sarasota, but they figured out who it was. He's in California.
There's just so much wilderness out here. It's, ideal killing grounds, I guess. Not that I would know anything about that, but
yeah.
Well, as they're replacing all the trees with new developments, I'm sure they're probably digging up bodies everywhere.
Here, Joe, you want to share a camera with me? I think we can fit you in. Yeah, you can. Yeah, we can get right here.
Yeah, I can sit next to you. I
There you
showered
go.
this week.
There you go.
You can
So-
sniff her right boob while
Just
you're
don't
doing
sit
it.
on the headphone cord.
I showered this week. I'm good.
You can, just karaoke mic that thing.
It's all good. It's all good.
There you go.
All right. So, just to clarify the confusion that's been going on for the last 10 minutes, we now have
Little seat change.
Brad and Will from Must Not Kill. Tom is allegedly on his way.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Where
Filling in for Tom.
Filling in for Tom is
Talk
Jason.
about the new EP. man.
Jason
what was your,
Stallworth.
what was your theory behind all that?
What did you contribute to the new EP?
Jason, based on your new seat, now you have to serve the beer.
That's true.
Yes.
It's a warm seat too. So I listened to the EP all the way over here. So I heard about you guys a long time ago. One of my buddies turned me on when I just started listening to bands like Amon Amarth and Nightwish, and this is way back, man.
Did you catch a guy turned him on?
Something like that? Yeah. And then I heard you guys, and this is probably in 2008, 9, something like that.
Yeah.
And I think you had this really high pitched vocals, if I remember correctly.
Different vocalists, for
different
sure.
vocalists. Yeah.
We've been
Back
through a
then.
few.
Okay. Okay. But and I apologize. Hadn't listened to you much until I talked to Drew. So I listened to you guys all the way over here, the latest EP, and dude, it's badass. It's great.
Thanks,
I mean,
man.
the production. I'm assuming you guys went to Morristown or somewhere like that, right?
Nope.
Brad's basement.
Nope.
It's hard to say where we did it because it's the former Master Sound, but now it's Modern Audio Works run by Preston
Okay.
DiCarlo McBarson.
It was about 3 different locations too. I think when we first started that.
I think they did half of it in my green room in the garage after
Right.
getting high and fucking drinking beer.
Can I ask
That's where it was supposed to be one song, and then
It just
after
went
we
on
did
and
this
on.
show, 5 more came out.
Everything's phenomenal. Okay, so can I ask a guitar question real quick, if you don't mind? What did you guys use for guitars? If you want to get into that, as far as amps or amp sims or like Axe Effects. What
Yeah,
did you get?
sure. Will, go ahead. No.
Oh yeah. Because I do play guitar, but I cannot match this man's tone. So tell him, Brad. Tell
I
me.
actually used the Neuro DSP Quad Cortex,
Nice, dude. Nice.
and that was in the studio. I was all ready to use my rig because I'm old school. I love to plug my my Mesa Boogie in and let it rip. But I went there and I fooled around with some songs or some tones, and really liked what was coming out of there. And I kind of mixed a diesel with a Mesa Boogie, and blended some other yumminess in there in the stew. So it
fucking
came out.
right.
It came out nice and thick, and really loved it. I also did.
That's what
I don't
she
know.
said.
Did you hear the tribute song I did too for my buddy that passed away?
No.
Yeah, I did that's how it actually started because I was doing that at the same time, and my buddy, he passed away in 2020. So he had a long time illness, and unfortunately, he lost his battle. But I got inspired to do a cover song for him. It's a Judas Priest, the Hellion Electric Eye,
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Tell him who's featured on that track. You
yeah,
got a lot of
so
guys on there.
I pulled a card or two, and I got my old drummer Matt Byrne
Okay.
from Hatebreed. He was with me in All Out War, so he played drums. I got Andy Freeman singing, who sings in Last in Line. It's the old ex members of Dio, and he does a ton of stuff. Man, he's an incredible musician. He plays guitar. He does everything. A good friend of mine since we've been teenagers, and then the one I couldn't believe I got was Terry Butler, Obituary, playing bass. That one I was
Very
just
cool.
like, I can't believe I got that dude to play on it. And then I was supposed to have another guitar player, but then I ended up getting Chris Canella, who played in Deicide for a while. And he works with me over at Dean Guitars. So he came in and played rhythm. And it came out awesome. And that's where I really started fooling around with the Quad Cortex and getting that tone. And I couldn't really use that tone because we're tuned a little lower. So it didn't blend right. So then I started throwing the diesel in there, and it sounded really cool.
So Jason has a YouTube channel. It's got like fucking 70,000 viewers. So he's got a fucking big following on his channel.
We have like seven viewers.
No, we have 100 and something now. So we're big. We're getting there.
You're getting there, dude.
But
We're
yeah,
triple
so
digits.
we're triple dig. Triple dig. So I think it'd be a fun day. Anyhow.
Almost monetized.
Hey, anytime.
So tell me about the album. I mean, obviously, fucking guys, it's amazing. I was listening to it today again.
Well, tell me what you thought. I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay, so first off, the first track, I almost thought for a minute it was going to be instrumental because you guys, your music tentatively is within the first 3 seconds, there's vocals. Like it's powerhouse vocals. And that fucking first song, I'm like, dude, this is going like 30 seconds. This is like a record. Like this is a marathon, no vocals for like the first opening song.
That's why it's called Incision Dissection.
Okay.
There's a slash.
Gotcha.
I think originally it was supposed to be 2 separate tracks, but you know,
like I might be able to use this for my podcast song, like my opening here. And
I was thinking that.
I'm like, dude, I can use this. I can't have vocals on. I'm like, okay, well, you guys send me the blank track. We'll do it. But no, I like it, man. I was listening to it. To me, it's you guys. I don't know. I posted up on Obituaries page. They had fucking who should we have play at our local band? I'm like,
we saw that.
Fucking Must Not Kill.
We appreciated that
Hell
so
yeah,
much.
dude.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm pimping it out big time.
One of our friends ended up getting on that show. I think Collapser got on there.
Yeah.
Which, you know, as long as one of us from the scene makes it on there,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Shout out
doing
Collapser.
like 2 nights over there or something, right? I wasn't really sure how that show was
It is 2
structured.
nights, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they're following the Metallica lead. 2 shows per weekend, different set list every night.
Are they playing in the round?
right. So I do want to play. Can I play that first Incision Dissection fucking tune real
Yeah,
quick?
go for it, man.
Play whatever
Let's
you
do
want,
it, man. Let's do it.
Oh, shit. Time to start throwing stuff.
Throw a reef donkey at Jason.
Throw a beer can at the screen.
And this would be the perfect fucking song for the opening of my show.
Do it, man. This is technically a separate track, even though they're blended. This is its own song. Do it.
He said do it, which means
Do
you
it.
have an oral contract that you can use it without having to pay rights.
Here, just talking to this.
Talking to this mic,
There you go.
you have rights and clearances.
Hey, we don't get paid as is, man. So, I mean, come on.
Oh, I mean,
Help us out a little bit, man.
I guarantee if I put this on my show, it's like copyright protection.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they'll hit you with that. But
Yeah. But I love it, man. Does Tom know to come inside and not wait outside?
yeah,
in the
I
car?
sent him a message. He just said, damn, work had me running until 6:30. Gonna be here late. Blah, 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 blah. In his screaming voice, that's just how he talks.
This is awesome, man. I mean, I do like it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but fucking, you can. This says 15 songs. Like on my when I download this, it says 15 songs, which I don't understand that because
It's a 6-song EP.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like everything on our Spotify. Is that where you're looking?
yeah,
Spotify?
yeah.
It might be the other
Oh,
LPs and
it's
stuff.
probably the other LP or EP on there.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because that's what's confusing me because I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's not fucking 15 songs, but
We've got to bring up one thing.
do it.
Massive,
Can you do it in a long way while I go pee?
Well, yeah, we can
Broke
do
the
that.
seal.
Massive,
I'm broken my seal, guys, so I'm like
Drinking with everyone but
15 minutes
Drew.
out. and I'm
Yeah, I
like,
know. He just went to pee like 10 minutes ago. Mass Hysteria, your bass tone on that, the playing on that. Oh, dude, when that starts out, the bass tone is just like, it's to
Dude.
die for, man. It's just.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite song on the fucking
it's
EP.
brutal.
Thank you for bringing that up.
It's awesome, man.
Aaron can't be here today, but I'll speak for Aaron. Yeah, he's a fucking monster bass player. And that song, we had to put some extra work into that because originally on the production side of it, he wasn't getting the bass tone he wanted. It was like too clean. It wasn't punching enough. And when you see this motherfucker live, dude, or when you hear him rather, dude, that bass tone is just, dude, it's so fucking gnarly. So we put a little extra work in there. We kind of rode the production guy to get that to that place. So the fact that that's what you noticed, oh yeah, baby.
No,
That's
it's the
it.
first
And
thing I
actually,
noticed.
the first cut of that, it was actually too much. It was actually too distorted, and it lost the bass tone. So we actually went back in, and I said, you know what? He plays a dark glass. You know, he has, you know, and it's. I'm like, just get that dark glass tone out of it because that's what he wants. And the way he had it already set up, he kind of just pulled back all the gain on the other stuff and put that dark glass on top of it, and yeah, it was just awesome.
It's phenomenal. I listened to the whole thing on the way over, and
Yeah,
for the
those
first time.
those backups were actually done when I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it was like, and I went to hear it for the first time, and I was like, "Whoa, that!" You know, that was a nice surprise because I wasn't expecting that at all.
That
So,
was a very
yeah.
drunken night. Like, I'm almost glad you weren't there because, like, Brad does not, rightfully so, get as like fucked up as some of us do in the band, which I respect very much. But we were just like, we were toasted, and then we just had the idea, let's fucking do some gang vocals, and they came out surprisingly good for how toasted we were that night.
No,
so.
they sounded because that track was almost like, to me, it was going to be like a filler. Yeah.
Fucking Rugrat over here. Sorry.
No one noticed that at all.
No
dude.
one watched everyone's eyes.
That
falling.
was really covert.
No, he didn't. Of course not. By the way, we
I
heard
forgot
you.
what the hell I was going to say.
By the way, we heard you peeing through the headphones
Yeah, I could hear
the
it,
whole
yeah.
time.
That
We
felt
heard the
so-
stream.
felt
So it's
so
probably
good.
You're
gonna
supposed
be
to
on
aim for the
background.
side of the
Yeah.
rim, dude. You're not supposed to go straight into the water now.
Right.
Come on now.
You guys didn't know we had a microphone in the toilet.
Right.
Oh, great.
Leslie Nielsen up in here.
And I just cleaned that bitch, and you better have cleaned it up when you were done.
We didn't hear you wash your hands either.
Right.
No, we don't do that here.
No, I don't want to ask all the questions Drew's going to ask, but can you walk us through some of the production stuff here? Like, how did you guys mix this on your own? Did you master it on your own, or how did you get to? Because again, guys, I'm not blowing smoke, right? But it sounded phenomenal,
Dude, we appreciate
it's
that. Thank you.
Fucking phenomenal, man. It was just
Well, we worked with Preston on the previous
that's right. Yeah.
album, so that was Feed Me Violence. So he knows us for a long time, and he knows what we want to sound like. So it's great with Preston because he can like finish my sentence, you know, before I can even get it out. He finishes it, and
Finishes
it's just
it.
like, thanks, Drew. But it's like,
Get it out.
yeah, it's like, hey, I was thinking about, oh yeah, you want to do this, this, and this. All right.
Yeah, Preston
I
is.
thought it was an original idea, but thanks for. But yeah, I mean, so that just makes it easy, and you know, and just jam with these guys. When you jam with you know top notch dudes, I mean, it just makes everything easy, you know. So you know, we just turned the knobs on it and came out the way it did. So
How do you match the production at a studio to your live performance? Because are you playing with the same toys there?
no,
No, not at all.
no, I try to get close in the studio, but I like my live tone. I think is pretty awesome. I've worked on it for a long time.
Agreed. Hard agree.
And I kind of like that because when I go out and play live, everybody gets like, holy shit, you know, when I fire up my rig because we're using.
Oh, I can tell you this: your live gig in the last, well, I'll be honest with you, since Tom joined, it's fucking totally different. And I've known you guys since what 09,
Yeah.
2010.
long
Like
time.
what you guys, your live show now is just fucking amazing.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I mean, and the additions to the fucking band have been.
Yeah, I mean it's solid
Stellar.
now, and it's nice, you know, that we don't have the drama that goes on with bands right now, and we're all, you know, we try to look at it just real pro, and that just makes it easy to jam and do shows
Yeah.
and write music.
And if you guys are listening to this, like if you download this fucking EP and even some of their older stuff, whatever, but the live show is immaculate. Like the fucking live show to me, when I saw you guys live, man, it just blows you out of the water. It's like, oh my God, this is like fucking, it's nonstop. Like
Thank you.
Tom is a front
Did you go up
man.
and get an autograph after the show?
No, I got a fucking
Steal that.
got my bent dick wiener sucked. Like, fucking whore in the back by the dumpster. But
Oh, the
that's all I'm
prior
saying.
episode, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys missed the bent dick.
Yeah, you guys weren't here 45 minutes ago.
Oh darn!
Oh darn! I know you missed that conversation. Oh. But no, I want to play Burn All the Flags. Can we do that?
Oh fuck yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
do that, man. This fucking is amazing.
Yeah, when we get Tom here, he'll explain the ideology behind all the
Yeah.
lyrics. Great.
Beer boy. Jason is the official beer boy.
It's like when you're eating and no one talks because the food is so good. Like we just had a straight 20 seconds of nothing. 'cause this song's
Exactly. No,
ripped.
I want to hear it. That's for sure. There's no El Presidente in there? Come on. Dig deeper. Jason's going to have frozen fingers because he's digging for El Presidentes. There's no more in there? All right, whatever.
Flag it's in.
You're good. Nope.
Oh yeah. This fucking part, dude.
Badass.
This was like, I think we made this up like, I don't know how we came up with this, dude. So great though. Not to jerk myself off too hard,
That's what we do here.
Candy wants to know, do you have an app for that 19 crimes?
Oh, yeah. So apparently you're supposed to be able to like scan the wine and it tells you like,
Oh, okay.
but I don't think it's for Snoop Dogg. I think it's the other criminals that are on the
Yeah, there were a bunch of different ones, but I was like, you gotta go with Snoop, dude.
Yeah.
Of course. Did you know they have one with Martha Stewart now?
I'm sorry.
They have one, sorry, I didn't mean to like, you know,
No,
kill the
it's
beat.
all good.
They
Yeah,
have
that's
one
fucking-
with Martha Stewart.
Oh
Same
my
brand.
god, they're like best friends
They
now,
are.
those two.
It's amazing.
Like, did y'all meet in prison? What the fuck, dude?
That was track 6, right? That was the last track of the album.
That was the last track.
They actually became friends on one of the Comedy Central roast or something.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah.
And,
Now they're banging
and
each
Snoop
other and
Snoop
smoking
just
weed.
came out with a breakfast cereal. Coming out later in June is Snoop's breakfast cereal.
Well, let's do it.
Gin and Juicios.
We're gonna be sampling it on the Drinking with Drew show next month.
That'd be
We
awesome.
will.
Yes.
Sorry about the El Presidente, man. My hand's
No,
frozen.
it might be in the green
I think we
room
drank them all on
refrigerator.
you.
The green room.
Well, I feel like I was body painting Joe just now. My hand's so like you know.
Gonna have to amputate, man. Sorry about
Hard.
that.
He's,
That's the incision
he
dissection.
lost
He lost
sensation in his finger. He's gonna go the stranger.
Yeah. So tell me about the art on this
Oh
EP.
man, dude.
Yes.
Pretty
Please.
cool, man.
Yeah,
Pretty
tell 'em,
intense, man.
That was done. That's another series of events. You know, I try to get some other artists to do it, and they all
That's
kind of freaking just flaked out
Do
on
they
me.
know my
Well, we had
my
one-
nude
Hold on.
model?
What was
No,
what
yeah,
was
they
the-
must have.
yeah,
They
right.
must.
We
have.
had
So
one
what's their
guy,
name?
dude, and we had one idea for it, and it was mainly Brad's idea. It was I won't even go into the idea, but what we got back from like one of the guys was so hilariously awful. I'm not going to call the guy out or anything, but it was like,
It looked like clip art.
Yeah,
you know,
dude,
like
like
the
what-
old clip art, and he just like
Do you
I was
p-
telling him what I wanted, and he just like
Is that the give me $100 deposit and I'll show you what I can do?
Nah, it was actually a friend of a friend, and I liked his artwork. I've seen his artwork before. He did some fantastic stuff, and
Mhm.
yeah, if I start going into it, you'll know. It.
Yeah, I don't wanna call the guy out
I don't
or
wanna
anything,
call
but-
him out, but it was just bad.
No, it didn't fit.
Yeah,
We'll
it
just
didn't
say that.
fit. And then I actually tried to get the guy that did the Plague in the Water shirt. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, but it's our Must Not Kill shirt. And he does good stuff too, but he kind of flaked out on me too. And then I'm like, what am I doing? I have a really good friend in New York who does fantastic artwork. And he actually did the Unleash Hell album cover to Skull.
hmm
And
We'll put it up on the edited show,
yeah.
but this is the EP cover.
But that's
That's
all.
awesome.
That's an actual painting. He actually did that with like watercolors, and
Wow.
he drew everything on there. And
Is that an upcoming shirt, or what are you
yeah,
guys
I
gonna do
think
with it?
so.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, I got some ideas to do what do some stuff with that. But he's just a his name's Mike Gangcars.
Shout
He's
out,
out of
Mike.
Milltown, New York, and definitely hit him up if you guys need any artwork at all.
Yes.
For any of your stuff. And the only thing I can suggest is give him an idea and cut him loose and just let him do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
If you try to like say, oh, I want this and I want flowers in the background and I want the, it's not going to work out. But if you just kind of give him a basic idea and just turn him loose.
It's like the best kind of a tattoo artist, where you just
Yeah.
kind of give them an idea, and you'll sort of flow with it.
Exactly. So it's the same kind of mentality with him. But I mean, I've known Mike probably 30 plus years, and he's just an amazing artist. I love his stuff, man. If you look him up on Facebook or any of that stuff, he has it all posted. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Very cool.
And what was it? You only gave him the name of the EP, right? You didn't give him
Yeah.
any direction at all. And
I
then
just
that's
say
what he
it's
came up
called
with. It was
Junkfood
That's
Patriotism.
awesome.
I started telling him what the idea I had, and he goes, I knew, as soon as he started telling me, I remembered, and I was like, Mike, you have carte blanche. Do whatever you got to do.
Cool.
It came out
And-
great.
Yeah, I was blown
Iconic.
away.
It's
And it was
iconic.
great too, because it was a surprise, because what I had in my head and then that came out was just, I was just like, I couldn't stop looking at it.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
it's great. I got it framed hanging in my office.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is like it's not, to me. It's like a work of art. It's not just.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is.
You know,
100%.
like it reminds me of like old Slayer fucking cover albums that came out and it was like actually art and looked fucking something you could.
And I think a lot of
Put
new
up.
bands are missing that. It's
Yeah.
like, because I think a lot of people just go in that digital format. Now you can just do. You can go into an AI generator and be like, death, Satan, fire, giraffes, and there you go.
Hey,
got
you're
an
speaking
album cover.
Laura's fucking language.
Right?
Be careful. You're
Right.
putting goldfish there.
and then you pair it with your AI written music at this point, and
Yeah, there you go.
some of that stuff.
But you look at that,
Grammy.
it's a piece of art, and that's I'm sure you agree is
oh yeah.
back in the day when we seeked out album covers and went to actual fucking music
Dude.
stores and seek this stuff out, you're looking at those album covers
Yeah.
that are all hand, Derek Riggs, did all the Iron Maiden stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are iconic album covers, and
Yep.
I was like, you know what, that's what I want for this band. I just want that art on top of art kind of.
Yeah,
approach to it.
when back in the artistic butchery days, we had a guy that my buddy Chris, fucking, he's dead, man. He OD'd. But Chris Lundy, man, rest in peace. His cousin,
Pour some out for your homie.
his cousin, fucking, he did some art and he was locked up for like 15 years, man. And he came out and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna do some art for you." And he fucking did this like, I don't know, man. It was like a mix between Morbid Angel and like Disney. Like it
Whoa.
had every fucking character of the world in this like 12 by 12 fucking section of, bro, you name it, the face was in there. I mean, everything. You're talking like 1989, and the dude was like just so fucking, like, he was creative as shit. But I'm like, this is amazing, but we can't use any of it because all this shit is fucking totally copywritten and patented. And like, but it's amazing what you did. But he just put artistic butchery like in the middle of it. I'm like, I mean, it's cool, but yeah, I mean, you couldn't use it.
It's important
Where's
what you guys
that at?
talking about, though, because like I think of Steve Jobs says the worst thing you can do is hire a bunch of smart people and tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Like I had a drummer do my last album and the one that I'm working on now, and he's like, "Well, how do you want the drums?" I send him what I had, like what I programmed. But I'm like, "Dude, I want you. You're the drummer. I'm not the drummer. So have your way at it." And you want to give that person the artistic freedom to do that, to come up with the best product.
That's what I really appreciate about these guys, because I joined the band as a fan. Like you're saying you knew these guys since like 08, 09. I was still in high school in 08 and 09,
Right.
So, and they
Way
are
to make me feel old. Thanks.
sorry. But, half the songs on this EP were more or less written with programmed drums too. But always what I hear from Brad and, the whole band, but Brad specifically, was do your own thing. I see your talent. I see what you do. I hear what you're doing every day. Put your own spin on it. Fuck whatever we already had. And the 3 songs that we collaborated on fully that weren't not even written when I joined, that, gave me the confidence to write some really fucking crazy parts that, really stood out on this album. Mass Hysteria, Burn All the Flags. And I think, I forget the other one that we wrote. I think it might have been The Proud Noise. Yeah. That was the first one we worked on, The Proud Noise. And dude, I loved it. Having that freedom really let the artistic expression come out. And that's why I think this stands.
The only thing you're missing, Will, you need a little more cowbell.
Oh, I should have seen that going.
Need some titties.
Well, she
Show 'em,
canceled.
Joe. Go on.
Oh, man.
There's got to be a way to combine that. Just like get some nipple piercings, right? Then hang cowbells off them, like the little
Oh,
mini ones.
man.
Love it.
Then just every time you walk around a little bit.
Now, when you guys record for the album, do you use like everybody playing at once, or as Jason was saying, he does like one thing and then he has the guitarist? Or
There's an old
He
story.
has the drummer come in and do the drum tracks. Do you guys record separately and then put it all together, or do you guys all record in one room?
Well, there's an old story about that. If you listen to Hotel California, the album by the Eagles, if you really kind of like
Not the
isolate,
Beatles.
well, if you isolate the tracks, you can hear Black Sabbath in the adjacent studio, kind of like through the walls. Because Sabbath, I believe, in those days would record all at once, and when you do that with a metal band, it gets fucking loud. Like when you come out to our show, it gets fucking loud. So nowadays, you can do that. If you have like isolated rooms, you can put each musician in a separate room and get isolated tracks where it's not bleeding like that. But for our process, we did do separate tracks. Like we would start with a guitar track that was not going to be the final guitar track to a click track. Then everyone would kind of layer on top, and then Brad would come in and do his actual guitar track. And so it was all separate. A lot of it was electronic. I did use an electric drum kit, which was a challenge at some points, but you're able to go back in and edit.
Like going live? Is it like, okay, you're matching every beat to beat, and you're comfortable with that, or is it
More or
okay,
less.
I'm gonna play with this fucking drum track and get nuts?
It's more or less like we practice the songs, we can play them together, no problem. Like we've got that down. When we go into the studio and separate it, we can refine a little bit, but we're a real band. We don't play the tracks or anything like that. So we are just putting what we do live to the track. And you do get some difference there. We use different gear too, as Brad mentioned. So, if you're not a real band, like there are bands that just, they're studio bands and they put it together in the studio. They've never played it together. And then it takes them like a year after they're done with the album to like figure out a way to do what they did on the record live. Whereas we started live and we translated to
What
studio.
are your thoughts on like old school Ministry, like where they have fucking like they have the tracks, they're fucking obviously using fucking some digital drums back in the day,
Oh yeah.
but you see them live, man, and it's just like fucking still stick to stick.
I want to say that they were innovators in that way because they were still a real band, but they were incorporating digital elements like that. Whereas today, that because they innovated in that way, now the technology is so accessible, you don't really have to be a real band. You can just start off with the things that they innovated, and that it puts you at a disadvantage a little bit if you don't have the work ethic to, collaborate with people.
Are there drummers that are like sneaking and playing a little bit live and having live tracks digitally?
I
like,
think that
formulated?
just came out with like Motley Crue and all that stuff from what I'm reading, right? I mean, they're starting to
It's
say
like
that
drum
all
lip syncing.
Yeah. Actually, a band that does it too, which I was kind of surprised, and this band I really like is that Slaughter to Prevail. And I noticed watching them live, there's a lot of live clips. I mean, you can be your own judge, but when you hear a lot of backing tracks because they're a 4-piece like us, but they have a lot of layering going on with their stuff. So they're playing to a click and have the tracks. So what's live with them and what's not, I'm not too sure, but you can definitely hear the backing tracks when they're playing. They're one of the heaviest bands out there doing it, so, but for me, it's, if you're using that and you're using like samples, like a Ministry or, and you're just, even like Job for a Cowboy or those, type of bands that use a lot of those, tracks.
Cattle decapitation.
Yeah.
fucking just
I mean,
going
if it's
crazy.
enhancing the show, I mean, do it. What's the big deal? Because it's like, you're playing. That's when you got to take it from. All right, I'm playing for these guys. I'm paying for guys that, pay good money to come see me. I want to make an experience.
That's right.
And trust me, if we had a big budget and we could probably put samples, we'd probably do it too. But I mean, for us, we never had that, so we can play it live. So we don't need that stuff. We
More or
just go
less.
on and let it rip.
Right.
But
Need a new beer?
I'm good.
I'm good. Okay.
Yep.
Jason doesn't have to arm
Cheers.
wrestle you yet.
I have a lot of respect for that. You get, and I understand. So I think one thing I tell my guitar player audience is like, are you writing music for people that like metal music, or are you writing music just for other guitar players?
Mm.
You know,
That's a good thing to say, because I approach songs like that. I go, okay, this is fun for me to play, but is the guy that's not a musician going to understand this?
Right.
Mhm.
And I think that's where you see the change in our stuff right now, is because I think we really went after this EP.
Supposed to crawl, Joe.
Yeah. Trickery with the camera. They just swapped him around while he was
Jesus
running
Christ.
around.
But we did this EP like really with that in mind. You know, I wanted people, stage diving. So I was
Right.
just like, and it actually came about. When we put this album together, we were basically in a transition stage, because we had two guys that left the band. We just got Will, and we were starting to fool around with some songs. And then I remember this clear as day. We were hanging out. We were thinking of like funny band names, and I think you know where we're getting at, because one of the songs was called this. We did record part of it, and Tom came up with like the ultimate hardcore band name. It was called Vinny Testosterone and the Brass Knuckle Machismos, and I said, "Holy shit,
Yes.
that is the best! That is the best name ever."
Testosterone up in here.
Oh,
And
man.
as soon as I
Copyright
heard
shit
that,
right now.
and as soon as I heard that, I wrote the end.
That's hilarious.
So it was like, and that was the first song we did, was the end.
Yep.
And it all stemmed from Tom saying, Vinny Testosterone and the Brass
That's
Knuckle
awesome.
Machismos. So that, it's weird where inspiration comes, but literally when we started this, I had nothing. I was just like, man, what are we going to do? How are we approaching this?
Was your original plan 6 songs, or did you just kind of grow from?
We wanted to do an EP. It's just, to me, full length don't make sense anymore. Unless someone's putting money behind you. And,
Right.
and I figure after 6 songs, it's just like everything. When you're playing shows and you have a bunch of local bands playing with you, if you can't get your message across within 30 minutes, get
Mhm.
off the stage.
Right.
And to me, it's like the same
I think
thing.
you guys put your message on like within
30
fucking-
seconds.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah,
yeah,
immediately. I mean,
That's my thing. And to as you were saying, how we attack is like, I hate lulls in shows. I hate when people are standing around and goofing around,
Tuning
and
your
talking.
guitar on stage.
Yeah,
Fuck that
tuning
shit,
guitar,
dude.
saying stupid shit. And then to me, it's just like,
Let's
Let's
go.
do it.
Let's go, baby.
you know,
It's like Alice Cooper never did an encore. He always wanted, leave him wanting more.
mhm.
So yeah, we're short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, if you guys have never seen Must Not Kill live, I'm telling
You're
you,
missing
man,
out.
it's you got to do it. Like, they have the best stage show fucking ever.
Oh, much
I
love,
mean,
man. Much
for
love.
one, Aaron is the best bass player live.
he's my
Fucking-
brother, man.
That
I
dude-
love that dude.
He is
Like,
fucking amazing, man.
He
Like,
is-
seriously.
He's an amazing musician, but better yet, he's just an amazing person.
It's
He
true.
is.
Mhm.
He's just.
Are we getting him to call in? Is he going to do that?
Yeah,
Do you wanna
should-
call?
Yeah.
You want me to call him?
He said 9:30. I
Call
think
him
he's
right
able
now.
to do it.
Yeah.
So we may have to
9:30?
wait a little bit.
While we're waiting, when's the next live show, guys?
Right. I was going to my next question.
Well,
We had a couple things booked, and it was with touring bands, and the touring bands actually went to Europe. So
Oh.
those kind of got postponed, but we're working on some stuff. Hopefully we'll have some stuff posted.
are we doing that festival at the
I
venue
don't
that shall not be named?
No. I forgot about that. until you said
It's
that.
like, well, we were originally doing it, and again, the venue shall not be named, but originally we were given a really sweet time spot.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, how would you guys feel about playing at the worst possible time? So we're,
How long of a time slot do they normally give you?
well, it would be the same amount of time.
Yeah, about
It's about
30,
when
35
you
minutes.
play, though, because
So
there's
is it like 30 minutes, 90 minutes?
30 minutes.
We do about.
Okay, well
on
we do it.
average,
We
it's
do a
like
1-hour show once a week.
What are you
Oh,
saying,
you want to
Joe?
set up?
I'm just saying, if they want to play on the show live.
Oh.
Oh.
That'd be difficult, but we could work it
I
out.
mean-
Well, I still owe you guys that Britney Spears song, so.
Oh my
That's
God.
true.
Yes, you do.
Put you in this. Put you in the. How we do it?
Yeah.
Put
You
you
have
in
to
the
twist
green
my
room,
arm to
yeah.
play, man.
We
I'll set up.
can insulate the walk-in closet and turn it into a recording.
Playing Britney
Little-
Spears in the
there you go.
closet. That's
How your
some kind of
neighbors
metaphor.
feel about
Yes.
Mm,
I
okay.
got a question for the band, guys. What are you guys, or are you guys doing anything for marketing yourselves, like running ads on Facebook, YouTube, or anything like that? How's that going?
Well, we put this out through DistroKid, which I just read really good things about. I see a lot of people promoting that, and it's a good site to go through because they actually help get all your stuff on all the
Platforms.
on all the platforms and everything, and you get all your royalties thrown too, which is amazing.
good.
Because usually everybody wants a cut of freaking everything. You end
Yeah.
up with half a penny half the time.
Right.
So, yeah, we're doing that, and that site alone always sends me stuff to like promote. Every time something gets posted. Just now, I just posted they got it up on iTunes, and they were like, "Hey, we're put it up on iTunes." Put it on and I like that. It makes it easy for me.
Right.
'Cause, we said the last time we're horrible at social media. We're just the worst at. But we're like, hey, we're
He hasn't
playing
learned
here.
the
come out.
hashtag yet.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of
Hashtag
it's
Brad.
a lot of it is hashtag word of mouth. I feel like that's a
Right.
big thing that we get by on because, like I said, I joined as a fan and everyone had been talking about this band. So everyone at least in Tampa knows the Must Not Kill brand and what you're going to expect. The social media game, yeah, it's important nowadays, but it's only one facet of how things get spread and how the word gets spread. But we have room to evolve. We can always do more. Do you have any recommendations? Like what? Because you have a shit ton of followers. Like, what are you doing?
Well, so in my next question was, do any of the band members have a YouTube channel where you're kind of teaching? Because people on YouTube, what's the beauty of YouTube versus social media? Social media, they scroll because they're bored, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go to YouTube because they're searching to solve a problem. So, where I promote my music and all that good stuff, but I found out that more people want to know how to play and how to do certain things and what tones. So, does anyone in the band have like a YouTube channel where you're teaching?
You guys should
that?
do a video called "How to Crush a Live Fucking Audience."
Yes.
How to destroy a mosh pit. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. In a band that I was previously in, I kind of did something like that where I would get the guitarist to like explain a little lick he did or something like that. So that's a pretty good idea, man. We can definitely do that, especially with your fucking leads, dude.
He said, "Lick it."
Lick it, baby, lick it up. Because
You gotta lick it
I do play guitar a little
before
bit,
we
but
kick it.
when I watch
A
this
little bit.
motherfucker, when I watch this motherfucker play, dude, I'm in awe. I'm in awe because I don't know what you do. I haven't. So I would love
either.
I would love to sit you. Yeah, modesty over here, but
We should have a battle of the guitarists.
Oh,
you're
shit,
coming
no.
on my
Ja-
channel,
Jason-
man, if you're okay with
Jason,
that.
you got a showdown right now, Jason.
It's not
I'm
gauntlet.
down.
Now, let me tell you something about YouTube. People don't really care about showdowns. They care about so when you're marketing something, you want to give value to the person. A showdown, that's great for entertainment and all that, right? But they want to give like, what do I get out of it? So that's when I approach marketing, and this is something I've been doing for the past several years. Is that what value can I give you? What are your questions? What are your problems? All marketing is like you're solving your problem for someone and giving them that solution. Same with music. You guys have a very, and again, I'm not blowing smoke, guys. It's a fucking bad album, dude. It's a badass album you guys
Thank
put
you,
out.
man. Thank you, thank you.
Whatever. I was like, where's song number 7? I'm waiting for more. Because me, I'm 48 years old, so I'm old school, right? But on YouTube, if you can take what you're doing and give value to those people, the guitar players, the drummers, or whatever, right? And you can bring those audience in, and on the back end, sell your stuff. That's where the money's on the back end. It's never on the front end. It's on the back end.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
No pun
I've been
intended.
doing this forever too, so I know. I've been on labels. I've been, I've
all
done
that
the
war,
rodeo,
all that
man.
war represent.
Yeah. So I've had
Brad's
my,
old school, man.
Oh yeah.
That's motherfucking badass.
Well, yeah.
I've seen
Brad
the
ass.
world.
His
Brad
beard,
ass.
Brad ass.
his beard has
I like that,
stories
Brad
to tell.
No, that's a T-shirt, Brad
yeah.
ass. I love that.
Oh shit! Trademark.
Right.
This is fucking the end, guys.
Is everyone in your band have a long beard?
No.
Aaron used to have the beard to end all beards, dude. But he, now he's more modest with it. So.
It's about your length.
You guys pick on the
No,
guy
dude,
with the
his was
shortest
like-
beard?
His was down here, bro. It was like, damn.
Oh,
Bro.
before, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Before I joined the band.
You have beard measuring contests.
It's more G-rated than a dick measuring contest, honestly. Like, I don't feel like that happens too much anymore in the modern era.
Unless you're talking about bent dicks. Oh, wait a
Right.
minute.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Drew?
Yeah.
How we doing on that?
It's the bent beard.
Mine curves 4 inches to the right. Thank you.
Hey, you snap your dick once. You let me know how it feels.
Talk about breaking a bone, man. You got to cast for that.
And you signed the cast.
We all
right?
signed it.
Right.
I still see the writings on the wall.
You mean on your dick? We all signed cast.
Oh shit! Turn this part up. Turn this part up. Fucking dime bag over here with that whammy bar.
I remember when I did that in the studio, he was like, "What the fuck is that?" That's the selling point, kid.
All right, now watch this part. Watch this part. With your eyes.
Education right there.
Fucking badass.
I remember when I first heard this part, because they'd already had this down. I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And then, mind blown.
Circle pit.
Hell yeah.
When I came up with this, I said circle pit, and that old school.
Can't fuck to this music.
You can fuck to this music. Are you
It's
crazy?
over too quick.
Well, you gotta practice, man. I mean, come on.
Kegels, man. Kegels do wonders.
If you do it wrong, you end up with a broken dick, though.
What I can say
Experience.
is nothing else sounds like that. You guys have your own sound, so
Ooh,
like a lot of bands sound like this. I want to sound like that, blah blah blah. But you guys, you have your own sound and vibe.
I'll tell you, when I
Thank you.
first started playing guitar, I never copied anything.
Number 3.
So
my God,
I get
again?
influenced by, you know,
Wash
all
your
the
hands this time.
normal people everybody get influenced by, but I
Hands and
just,
knees. Crawl.
just went for it.
Get-
You know.
get him on
I never
camera.
learned this song.
Crawl,
Get
you
him on
little
camera.
bitch. Wait, I can't. He's too low.
Laura's
No,
like,
don't kiss my toe. Jesus.
Foot fetish. He likes the feet.
He's really
it's a
We
into
got
the
your ass
band.
cheek. We got your ass cheek.
Close the door too,
Yeah, both of them.
and
thank
wash
you.
your hands.
I think you should leave it open. We want to hear a little bit. You know.
I don't need. I want a live stream, not that kind of live
Oh,
stream.
shit. Wordplay up in here. Here we
Yeah,
go.
right?
Happy belated birthday to Drew, by the way.
Right?
That was awesome.
Yes.
This motherfucker almost had us on his birthday. He was considering it. I was like, dude, no, man. Come on. Too kind. Way too
You
kind.
guys are hard rock instead, right?
Yeah, we did the Hard Rock.
I went. Do you guys ever go to that noodle bar in the Hard
Yeah,
Rock?
I've been there
Dude,
before.
He's
once,
been
yeah.
there a couple times
give
with
you
the
so
Rasta.
much.
She likes going there, but I don't think he eats there much.
they give you so much
She's
food for
Rossi
so
on the
cheap.
show.
Oh yeah, sorry, Rossi.
It's a good place. My wife is Asian. She's Thai, actually, so
Nice.
we were kind of picky about our Asian food, but it was a good place though. With her one time.
It's like the bulk of food. It's like when you go to a buffet. It's like, how the fuck are they affording this right now? It's God.
I wish they had a long time ago. They had the buffet before the
Right.
whole plague hit. You know, they had the buffet upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
The best.
It was like the international one, right? It had every kind of like cuisine.
Yep.
everything,
Anything you can
dude.
think of, they had. Yep.
Hard Rock, shout out. Sponsor must not kill.
Right.
Yes,
I
exactly.
never set foot in that place, man.
The
Never been
buffet
there.
or the casino?
Never even.
Yeah.
There was a
Wow.
cover band I
I
was in.
drove by it once.
A lot of cover bands play there, and there was a band I was in for a hot second that had regular gigs there. But other than that, there's not a market for what we do there. We
Right.
would scare too
No,
many
there's
people.
not. You know, the Headbang they played there one time. They played.
Oh, you know the
after-
Headbang. All right, yeah.
Those guys. So I met them there after seeing Tesla there.
No
a while
shit.
back, and
There you go.
I like them better than Tesla. That's just
They do. How many did they do? Any Van Halen that night?
they did some Rats, some Poison, some Bon Jovi. They did some Motley Crue.
I'm not hearing Van Halen, man.
I don't think they did Van Halen that night.
All
They-
right.
They did, the guy was having a little trouble with his guitar.
Oh
cable
man, I
or
missed it
something
all.
that
I missed.
night, and,
Wait, that camera.
but I
want
wanna
to
go see
You
him
have to
again.
wake
It's
up
good.
Bride's camera.
Yeah, I
You
ran
turn-
into them, and I had
turn
I have
Brad's camera on
the
before you
EVH
see them.
Frankenstrat, like the Charvel one, the red, white, and black, and I showed it to them,
Yeah.
and their eyes just went like.
I don't know.
So I assumed,
It's plugged in.
I get a little
It
snooty
could've
when it comes
died.
to Van
You
Halen.
didn't charge it. It's
Uh-oh.
dead.
All right,
Cameras
technical difficulties up in here. Oh,
We're waiting. We're trying.
blackout,
So we've
blackout,
got-
blackout. There we go.
We've got must not kill, but the camera's
Low
dying.
battery. Oh
Must not kill the
no.
cameras.
Yeah. What the
Oh, you get paid. You get paid for
Technician,
one
whatever.
thing.
So I have a question. You guys do live stream this, right?
Yeah.
But-
We're live right now.
I always stream this on Spotify after the fact. I always feel
Yes.
kind of bad about that because I want to call in, but it's like I'm always
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. Okay,
So
I got it.
We live stream and then he goes back and he edits it. So he
Okay.
will throw in like if you do watch the YouTube video, like if he's mentioning something that correlates to a photo, he'll throw it in there.
Nice.
He'll get rid of the ums and the dead air that's in between. This he'll probably cut out.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to turn a battery.
But that's
turn a
the
battery.
benefit of the live stream is if you have hardcore die-hard fans, they're like, "Ooh, I'm getting behind the scenes shit right now."
Right,
behind
right.
the scenes.
We have like
motherfuckers.
3 of those.
Yeah.
Brad's taking a leak, calling him out.
They call it-
When Brad goes pee, it sounds like a guitar solo. By the way,
Candy, you still there?
Where's
Wait.
my wife? Yeah, where's
He has to switch the screen.
He's got to switch the screen so we
Never
can see our
switch.
viewers.
Never cross the stream.
So I
Yeah.
use this.
We,
so
also,
for
we
all
usually
you-
have Johanna.
Johanna. For all of you live people.
She's our best fan.
I use one screen that's like live and I can see so I know I'm on the right cameras and all that good jazz. But if he switches over to the live stream, we're always
Holy shit! I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the motherfucking star of the show just walked in.
Wait,
Oh,
Look at that camera angle on
shit.
nobody.
wait, look at
Drew, I'll switch over
Come
to
in
the
a little
computer
more
here.
so we can
That's
see
fine,
your
man.
crotch.
Sit down right here, Tom, and we'll get you and Brad kind of next to each other,
Bam.
or we'll have Brad.
Bam.
Give it up for the one,
Get him a
the
beer.
only Tom Unism.
Look at this camera over here.
You want a black
Underneath
and
the
tan?
light. There you go.
There
That's
you
the
go.
one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's down.
I know
Get this
what
man a
you
beer.
did.
No, this man already has. What you got there, Tom?
I
Bud
know
Light.
exactly
There you
what
go.
you did last night.
He's like an angry Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, I got 3 here from home. But yes,
He brought his own drinks
Yeah.
for drinking with Drew.
Doesn't matter.
So we are now in a transitionary period. We're scooting seats, moving over, all that good stuff.
They get me
Which
enough.
which camera is the Joe cam? I'm seeing a lot of cameras.
This
The
one
one that's on the couch right now.
Tom is technically on Joe.
Okay, I got you.
Hey, he
The Joe
looks,
cam is legendary, by the way. I
he
just
looks
want
good
to
on
put that
Joe
out
Cam.
there.
He looks great on Joe Cam. Look at him. He's
Look at that. Oh, there you go.
I'm on Joe.
You're
That,
on Joe.
that was when I used to walk around holding the camera in my hand and focusing it on Simon.
Everyone got a little.
I haven't seen Simon. Where's that fucker?
he is across the street being doggy cared right now.
Oh,
He's hanging
because
out with my wife and
We-
my dog.
Yeah.
We
There you go.
figured there's gonna be
They're not
too
the
many
same
people.
person.
There's gonna be too many people in the studio tonight, so
We also thought there
figured,
was going to
you
be
know.
body paint. That didn't happen.
Well, even the body painter would be serving beers right now, half naked, but still, yeah, it didn't work out. I tried, guys. I tried to get a half
hard.
naked, body painted
Yeah.
model. For
That's
you-
the only
for you
reason he
guys.
came over. He was expecting to see something.
Tom's like, you motherfucker.
I know.
I'm out. I'm out.
I'm gone, man. No way. I actually didn't know how that was going to work with the podcast. I
Well,
thought-
she was supposed to be here from 6 to
7:30.
and you guys were just going to put newspaper down or something? And
No,
go
well,
to town?
she was gonna. Yeah, I mean, Laura was gonna be responsible
She was
for
going to
that.
walk
So.
in and there was going to be plastic all over the floor.
Okay.
And she was going to
Dexter style.
real scared for me.
We got
Okay.
pasties too, if you
Yeah.
want to put one on.
Yeah, well,
I mean, we
hey,
can body paint you, Tom.
Do you
if
have nice
want, man.
nipples?
I got nice moobs. You have nice. They're getting there. The older I get, man.
Yeah, I got plenty. I got man boobs too, so I
Yeah.
understand.
Yep. And in the right context, yeah, they're sexy as fuck. Like,
Yeah, context is everything.
yeah,
you know?
context and everything. Yeah.
Same thing with my bent wiener.
Yep.
But look, third guy in the band with a beard.
Yeah.
Well, you
We're
know,
getting there.
Must not beard.
must not beard. Yeah,
Aaron's used to be like epic. Now
Yeah.
I was
his
saying.
is
I was
good.
saying.
he had to shave it for the kids or something. You know, couldn't keep going to the ballpark like with beard down to here.
It's the flavor saver.
You know what I mean? Like,
So I'm going to talk for a minute while Jason runs across the studio, and we don't get him on studio. Oh wait,
Got to get his
Get
beer.
a beer.
yeah, grab me
Get a refill.
grab me a beer while you're in there,
Yep.
Jason.
Drew needs a refill.
Yeah.
Beer wench.
Beer.
You got to get one for Drew. You got one.
Dilly.
Thank you, sir.
That's a twist off.
Anybody else need a beer?
I'll take one.
All right, we're beering, everybody. We're beering. Stand by. Beering is.
Is
a
anyone?
necessity.
Are we holding on to the wine, or is that just that's the price?
We can bust it out if you want to fucking bust it out.
I know Roxy was really the only one drinking it last time, so you know.
I was
if no one
drinking
wants
it.
wine. Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I was.
See, this is what happens when you drink. You forget. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good.
I almost brought Jack, but I was like, I don't know how y'all handle liquor on this show. Like,
No,
Just
we
drink it.
drink
We can do
whenever.
it all.
just drink it.
Just drink
motherfucker.
it. No rules.
It's called drinking with Drew.
It is drinking with Drew.
Yeah.
So,
I
man.
mean,
But
you
it's
being
like-
you being the youngest one on the show, we may have to check
Oh,
your
yeah.
ID as you walk in the door.
I still
But-
get carded, and it feels great. It feels great.
How old are you actually?
I'm 21. No, 31. 31. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm 21 at heart, man.
But let me think, because you said that you were a fan of the band back in the day.
Well, I was a fan of the band as soon as I first saw them, which was I was hanging out with Rob Barrett from Cannibal Corpse. As I've said, we come out to the show. It's mid-pandemic. Rob Barrett doesn't have a fucking mask, so I had to lend him one. We get into the show, and these motherfuckers, dude. Oh, good God. The drummer you guys had at the time was fantastic, but I was literally in the front of you guys playing, like holding onto a monitor and moshing my whole body was like moshing to what you guys were playing.
Trying to fuck the monitor.
Seriously, because the music inspired me in such a way, and then 2 months later they were like, "Hey, we need a drummer." Fuck yeah, dude! Of course, you guys are legends,
Did
and
you
I'm
like
happy to
let
be a
them
part
know
of it.
at the show you were a drummer, or did you give
I
it
didn't.
like,
No, I didn't lobby for it at the time, but I was approached through Preston because we
Okay.
all had that
Yeah,
network.
we were actually getting ready to start recording, and Preston introduced me to him.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, dude, I saw you at show, blah blah blah."
Okay,
You guys fucking killed it, man.
very
So
cool.
it worked out.
And Tom,
How you guys
long
doing?
day's work, man.
Oh yeah,
I feel you. I feel
yeah,
you.
yeah. I did. Yeah, I got my ass kicked at work today,
That's cool.
and I'm gonna
Hey.
get my ass kicked tomorrow too.
It's
But
all right.
that's okay.
Better
Yeah,
late than never.
Do you guys
Yeah.
have pizza?
We do have pizza in the back. So
maybe in a bit.
That'll be for the after show.
yeah, we have in the green room.
In the green room.
Hey, what's weird in the green room? I have more leather recliners now in the green room than I do in here.
Dude, can I just you on Facebook Marketplace are dude? You're a hustler,
I'm
man.
a little hustler.
You
huh?
are a
I'm
fucking
little
hustler, and I love it. I love it. I don't know where you find all this shit, but you're like spinning it, man. Spinning it. I love it.
I'm just bullshitting at auctions.
There you
and
go.
Buying, flipping. Yeah. What are you doing?
What? I'm just over here.
Okay.
taking myself.
All
We're
right.
good.
Do you guys need headphones? Are you good? Or
I'm good, man.
okay.
I was trying to offer him up some tea.
This microphone is a little tricky. You got to get right up to it if you
No, I
want
was
to.
asking if Tom was a
You
singer.
gotta
and
like put
that's-
it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when you
it's
talk.
like a.
She
It's
said.
like,
There's
it's like
badass
my
vocals
bent
all the
dick.
way here, man,
You got to
so-
treat it
did
like
you?
my bent dick and put it in your
Oh,
mouth.
we got to put it in, right?
You gotta lick
Crazy.
it before
There
you
is a
kick
theme
it.
to the show, I hear.
There's really
Something
not.
about a bent dick.
Must not kill him, bitten dicks.
We're trying to work on
Those
that
who
still.
can't
Tom-
do, those
Tom-
who can't do, teach.
Can you scream bent dicks real quick, like in your screaming voice?
No, I'm cold right now.
Oh shit! All right,
After
all
the
right.
first break, I'll do it.
All right.
For a second, I thought you were asking me, and I was like, I would be honored.
You gotta move that microphone closer so we can hear you.
They got the gist.
All right, guys. What's on the agenda for the next 6 months? What do you guys got going on?
Ooh.
You got the EP out.
Yeah, and we want to do some sort of physical copy.
Okay.
Whether that, I guess CDs are out. I don't want to waste my time with CDs anymore.
Right.
I know that's
Vinyl.
it might be a little harsh to say, but like I think maybe just
Cassette.
vinyl, like a 7-inch, 3 songs on one side, 3 songs on the other side.
Okay.
So,
I
just-
wish I could do 7 inches.
Yeah.
So does Laura.
She does. No comment.
There's the reason I'm,
That's
you
not
know,
'cause I don't have a
confident.
mic,
You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
be confident with that 5
Quiet
incher.
confidence. Quiet
Yeah,
Well, I'm
confidence.
very humble.
Yeah,
Hey, you're okay, I promise.
I hear you. I mean, I don't have a problem with my 5 incher. So we've all listened to the,
We've all listened to
Again,
Penis Talk for far too
silence.
long.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
So we were talking about the EP earlier. We went through the art of the EP and the background on that. I just want to say the first song, I almost thought it was going to be no vocals, fucking just with and I'm like, okay. It was kind of for a minute there. I was like, okay, you guys are gonna fucking really do a fucking song with no vocals, and I was like, wait, nope, here it is.
Yep.
And it was, to me, it was like a song that wasn't a must not kill song, because you guys usually come out, boom, vocals, like within the first fucking 10 seconds, 5 seconds of a song.
That is the intro that we play live.
Right.
That is like, and I wait 10 seconds longer and come out on
I'm
stage
like,
while they're playing.
instrumental is not your style, but I almost
Yeah.
felt it there for a minute.
No, I like it. Puts everybody in the groove, and then wait for it, smack you.
Yeah.
With the song, and the first song's really a punk rock hardcore song, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's one of those hopefully circle pit type songs. You know what I mean?
I didn't hear a song on that fucking EP that I wouldn't do a circle pit. I mean, that's fucking that everything's so fucking powerful. But so we wanted like 6 months tours, bands. Who do you want to be with? Like, what bands are you looking at playing with? I thought that I could do a Drinking with Drew show where we could have bands that have been on my show and you guys play with.
Fuck yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
we could do like a combination of like, you know, Jared Pritchard, fucking, you know, his
Well, and
his-
what was the
his
last
group
band you had
of-
on?
well, Siren was on,
Right, Siren. Fuck yeah.
and they were totally down with it. Now, obviously, they're not fucking power metal. They're not, you know, any type of metal. They're old school fucking 80s metal, but they're badass. Like fucking Siren.
I like those kind of mixed genre shows though, because it showcases a wide variety. Like, I don't want to hear the same thing 4 times in a row. That's
Yeah.
just me.
Well,
Obviously,
that was the
but-
thing. Like if I did a show and I hosted some bands that were
Yeah.
on the show here, and we did a live show like at Orpheum or something, it would be a little mix of different genres. Like, because I don't know if y'all heard, like Siren's fucking packed with like, I don't know. I talked to him. I'm like, my mix is like, they sound like Trouble and Iron Maiden together. Like it's a fucking amazing band. That was like, man, these guys are fucking just power.
Call it jamming with Drew.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It'll just be a concert.
Hell yeah.
It'll be a concert, and this whole podcast will be the backdrop.
Hell yeah.
And it'll be you putting on this show.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to design new stickers now.
Yeah.
Every band member playing has to put a sticker on their fucking nipple. You know.
I actually played with Trouble back in the day.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was Sabotage.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Yeah, it was a really horrible band. I was in Jersey, but somehow they landed these shows like that. And it was the first time I ever went on a tour bus. And
no shit. I love Trouble.
Yeah,
man.
Trouble was mad cool.
They just never got the respect they deserve, man. I don't know. I don't get it, but they rock, man. I was like, man, these fucking guys.
Yeah, they're just a good like heavy rock band.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, no, they were awesome.
When did they
nice
call
guys.
it quits? Do you know?
They had. I mean,
or maybe they're still going.
They released a man. I want to say like late 2000s. They like released something, but I used to ride my bicycle to the fucking Subway shop I worked at when I was 15 years old, listening to their fucking CDs. Man, it was like, you know, that was them and Celtic Frost that I fucking fucking always listened to. They were like, no man, it's Celtic Frost. I'm like, no, we called it Celtic Frost back then.
From Boston.
Fuck you, whatever. So yeah, I mean, back then it was they were fucking totally the bomb. But I don't know. To me, I would like to see some type of like I would like to see a show, man. I think it would be badass. Put you guys, Siren, fucking some other people together, man.
We're down, man. I
Yeah.
hope we're down. Yeah, we're down. We're down.
Jason Stallworth music.
And I see some sort of an outside venue, not something inside. I see something with on like a deck somewhere.
We can probably pull the Orpheum's outside stage.
Yeah,
outside stage.
No.
Yeah.
Too small.
Well, yeah, scare all the snowbirds away.
Yeah.
The snowbirds are gone now, right? Yeah, they come back in the winter.
Yeah, it's 114 out today.
Jesus,
Bro,
dude.
I know. Trust me, I know.
I was just saying, like the first week of June, I was like, "Ooh, there's a draft outside. I might need a sweater." I shouldn't have said that shit, man.
No, you cursed us.
I did.
Jinxed us all.
Yep.
No. So we have some pizza in the oven. If you're hungry, we're gonna fucking munch on a little pizza later. If you guys want to hang out and have a cigar, drinks, whatever, we can do that.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah.
You can try last week's bourbon pickles. What were they? No, moonshine pickles.
Oh, we have moonshine pickles.
All right.
say no more.
I'm
Picklebacks
interested.
are
I
gnarly.
liked them, bro. I was a fan. Everybody else was like, "Fuck that," but you know,
Huge pickle fan. I wanted to vomit.
yeah, Joe was not a fan.
I was not a fan.
Not good at all.
I'll try anything once, man.
That's what she said,
You
but
can,
no. No, you could save yourself,
Give Aaron
please.
a call.
I messaged
Is
him
he
to
ready?
fucking call me. I don't know.
All right.
It's just after 9, so.
Well, if we're waiting on that, we haven't really had a chance to talk about the lyrical themes. If you wanted
there
to
we
dive
go.
into that, Tom.
Did you want to go through the songs? Are we gonna?
Yeah, let's
play
go
them?
song by song. Let's talk about dissection first.
Yeah. Dissection is your average hardcore metal macabre lyrics. As vocalists, we get to paint with real dark themes, and we get to say real dark stuff, and put the words as best as you can together to create. I don't know what I would call it. I'd call it kind of a cartoonish version of a apocalyptic hellscape.
Right.
In other
know what I
words,
mean?
it would
Like-
not sound good as an acoustic ballad.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's just a fun thing as metal vocalists that we get to. And in section and dissection, or incision, right? Sorry,
In sexy.
yeah, yeah. These first two ones are just a playground of macabre themes, and let's just.
Oh, here we
got
go.
something?
I'm trying to call Aaron.
He's at Little League right now, I think, right?
Go ahead. You can continue until he answers.
He'll
If
let
he
you
answers,
talk.
if he answers like, "What the fucking pass the damn ball?" Like,
Where's
you're a bum, ref.
Mario's Pizza.
Oh shit!
He's on the phone. What up, Aaron?
Give it up for
What's up,
Aaron.
dudes?
Hello, good sir.
What's up, motherfucker?
Hey.
I'm doing good. I'm at a baseball practice with a bunch of 11, 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we'll notify the FBI immediately.
They're wearing me out. There's no playground here. Leave me alone. Woo!
Have you had to
Get there.
battle
Get
any
there.
other like drunk dads or anything like that, or
There's
like
no
that
drunk
South-
ones that I
Oh,
know
okay.
of. Probably a couple highs. But it's fun. It's like when the baseball players are under the mic and they're playing, but they're also talking to the announcers. It's good stuff.
Are you the
Oh,
type
yeah.
of parent that like yells at the fucking ump and
Oh.
beats their
Oh.
ass?
Oh my God, we almost got in a fight at the ump last time.
I called it.
Because the ump said this kid hit a home run on us, which is great. Good for the kid. But he missed first base. He didn't touch it. He was watching the ball go over the fence, and he just didn't touch first base, which is pretty standard 101 baseball. And if you don't do it, you should get called for it. But we're also in travel ball. This isn't like rec ball, mommy, daddy ball. This is kind of the real, bigger deal. And we totally saw it, totally played it perfectly, and the umpire called him safe because he didn't see it because he wasn't watching because he sucked terribly. But,
Are these volunteer umpires? Are they getting paid?
no, they
or-
get paid.
Okay.
They get paid. So our guy
who are they
starts
getting
wearing
paid
them out
by?
a bit.
The kids' parents.
No,
Bum, 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 bum.
no, we started wearing them out. We started wearing them out, and the coaches did. And he goes, what he meant to say is that the parking lot, you can go watch from the parking lot. But what he said to our coach was, the parking lot's not that far away. Meaning, like, let's go fight in the parking lot. So our coach almost,
I'm down.
almost got.
Let's do it.
Yeah. He was like, all right, let's do this. And our head coach is like, sit down. Everything's fine, and kind of settle things down. But
Remember, you have
yeah.
a hurt back, a hurt wrist,
Well,
and your feet
right.
are fucked up. That would be my answer to that.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
man, I'm
That's
going
okay.
going with you to the next game.
I know.
This shit.
Let's go. Let's go.
Those kids get
you
rowdy.
think about seeing two 40-year-old guys fight, but if they do have some ailments, then it gets pretty boring and almost pathetic.
One of their knees gives out. God damn
That would be me. That would be me. Totally.
That guy's crying a whole lot.
I'll kick your ass in 10 minutes. Hold on.
Yeah.
Round one is over. Let me take a break.
I didn't hear no bow.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, cool, man. We've been listening to the EP, Aaron, and fucking just, giving you some praise. This is Aaron all over. I mean, we love everything we're hearing. What's your outtake on this whole fucking ordeal?
No, yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I'll say when a lot of bands go into the studio, it's all exciting and good, and everybody's pumped and everybody's posting about it, and it's all this thing. Then you get into it for a couple months, and then the band breaks up, because they fight so much and they don't agree on this and all that stuff. It is a trying process for a band to get in the studio and just hustle through some songs and agree on this sound and agree on that and everything. And I think our recording process wasn't the easiest to make it through as well. There's left some frustrating times that happened.
It was
But
long.
I'll say
Any fisticuffs? You guys ever throw a
no
punch?
way. No way. But there was some, but we get heated a little bit, and some people are like, hey, you just got to do that. You got to be able to be like, you know what? I didn't like what you said. I'm going to walk away. And the next time, hey man, I didn't like what you said. My bad. I didn't think it through. We're good. We're bros. Everything's fine. So as long as we can do that, I mean, that's how bands stay together.
How many
That's
times
how
has
people
Brad punched you in the face?
Zero. Zero that I know of, but I've been asleep around him, so who knows?
How many times has Brad put his wiener in your face while you were sleeping?
Seven and a half.
There's a fine line in between the two.
7.5 because it's
Hey, we're
Weird
in
angles.
a band.
Anything
What
goes. I
happens
get
on
it.
the road
No, I get
stays
it.
on the
I
road.
get
Don't
it.
you
Right,
know
man.
that? It's band
Hey,
101.
But this
anything-
record,
It's
but this
only
record
gay if you
was really fun to
smile.
make.
I said it's only gay if you smile, right?
Well, he's smiling right now.
Well, all right.
I'm cracking up.
It's not gay if it's for survival, like if it's cold out or
Aaron's
something.
my brother, man. I love that kid.
You guys are
Oh,
the
yeah.
two most long-standing members of the band.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You're the brain trust here.
We call them mom and dad.
That's right.
That's it.
Who's mom?
Brad's dad. Aaron's mom.
I'm mom for sure.
Yep.
I am mom. I'm a power bottom.
I was just about to say that.
Damn right.
Well, at least we have that worked out.
That's right.
No fighting over that one.
Know your role. That's what I always say. You can get a lot done from.
And Aaron, I wanted to reiterate something that Jason said earlier before you came on. He was praising the bass tones on Mass Hysteria. If you wanted to touch on that a little bit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks, Ed. That was a fun tune the way it came together. And we started writing that years ago, just a joke around riff that I don't know if Brad or me came up with. We were just kind of playing around. Like, that'd be cool to put in a song one day. and then it just sits for a while, and then all of a sudden, I think it showed up in Brad's mind. And was like, dude, let's do that thing, and then boom, the song came together, and it worked.
It was the same with Incision too, because that was a riff that Aaron wrote, and we were putting that to a song, and I started fooling around with that one day, and I was just like, I said, damn, Aaron, how'd the rest of that song go? And I was like, he was like, oh shit, I don't remember, years ago. And then I was just like, fuck it, that's our new intro. And then I said, nah, this needs to go on the CD, man. Or, let's just do it. So that became our intro, I don't know what the rest of the song was. Right. I can't remember it to this day.
So
but
Aaron,
the rest is awesome though.
Aaron, we have Jason Stallworth in the studio, and he's a amazing fucking guitar player. He's with I'll let you pimp it, Jason, but you listen to the fucking EP and you're amazed by it.
Yeah, so I discovered you guys real quick, probably 2009, 10, something like that. My buddy was turning me on to a lot of European metal bands. I know you guys are not European. Well, the singer's peeing, but sorry, bad joke.
Oh, shit.
Technically, right now, Tom is peeing, so he is Euro peeing wherever he's at.
I was listening to a lot of Nightwish and Amon Amarth and, Sonata Arctica, Evergrey, and some other death metal bands from that. And you guys came across the mouse, so I'm like, whoa, this is cool. So, long story short, so I listened to the whole EP on the way over for the first time. Apologies it took so long for me to get to this, but I was blown away, though, guys. Really, it was phenomenal. You guys are not trying to sound like anyone else, and you don't sound like anyone else. You have your own sound and style, which is something I preach to musicians. So I applaud you guys for that. And the bass tone, I pointed that out in Mass Hysteria. I'm like, holy crap, we talked about that earlier. I'm like, this is badass, man. This is cool. The riff, the tone, everything. So.
Yeah,
nice.
We have a little fun position where we can play with the hardcore bands and we can play with the death metal bands too.
Right.
And it's cool to jump in between the two tribes.
I like that.
Aaron, it sounds like you have your right foot on the neck of a 9-year-old.
No, he's 12.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's okay.
Just wanted to make sure.
No, they're all running around like idiots right now, just playing around, having fun.
Okay.
Which is good.
Okay.
No, I appreciate that a lot. That's great praise, and that's really good to hear. Sometimes when you work so hard on something and it takes a long time, maybe longer than you think, especially something like this, and then somebody comes up and says, "Hey, I really like that. I really like what you did." That seems, sure, we'd all like money and bitches, but really all I want is someone to go, "Hey, you did a good job. Good job, boy." Maybe my dad wasn't around enough when I was younger, but that feels really good to me. I appreciate that.
Oh, it's noticed, dude. It's really noticed, and I'm going to be turning a lot more people into that as well. So
yeah, for sure. Aaron, give me some your bass playing is amazing. It's kind of a one of a kind. Like live, you're just to me, you're kind of part of the act of 100%. So what's your advice to bass players out there? Like giving the live show, you are a live show fucking master. What's your advice to guys out there who are just on stage trying to play, giving that presence? What's your advice to them?
Number one, you got to be over 350 pounds.
True. You got to break the stage.
Number one. Once that happens, then you can't not be part of the show because you're up there. You're the show. No, but I don't know. Just it's real. I don't want to be cliche about it, but the truth is, and sometimes it doesn't happen, and that sucks. But you want the music to almost flow through. You want to feel it. When you get on stage, you don't want to go through the motions. You don't want to worry about the crowd. You don't want to worry about somebody not hitting their notes or what are we going to do afterward, or there's nobody here. You want to get on there and feel every note you play and make it part of your body. Make the music come out of you. And when you can do that, people see it. It's recognizable. It's fun. Now they're a part of the show because you're making them a part of the show by giving them a performance that's worth a shit. You stand there, look at your feet, and you're a virtuoso. That's great. Well, that's like a stripper. It's a stripper for about 10 minutes.
Well, you said you want to feel the music, flow through you. Bass literally makes people literally feel the music.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like a good heavy bass will make your eyes shake,
dude,
every time it hit. Like some reggae bands I know, but every time it make the floor rumble.
I was photographing Must Not Kill back at Crowbar. I don't know. It's probably 2015 era. Bro, when Aaron fucking hit the stage and his feet fucking started boom, boom. Bro, I thought that shit was going to break.
Dude, was that the time you went through the stage? When was that?
Yeah.
No, that was
No, that wasn't the time I went through the stage. That's number 2. He's 350 pounds and try to break every stage that you're on.
I was
Don't
worried.
destroy the drum kit. Don't destroy your amp or bass. Try to put your foot through the stage.
After
If you're not
300 pounds, you're just issued a bass.
If you're not limping afterwards, you didn't rock hard enough.
Bro, I was like, oh my God, because I was like straight up, like front stage at my camera. I was like, boom, I'm going to get some awesome photos. And I just see Aaron's feet fucking pow, pow, pow. I'm like, you could feel that shit, man. Like just so much. I was like, oh my God, Tom fucking is going to, from Crowbar is going to have an issue when this fucking stage breaks.
I appreciate that. Yeah. There's, like I said, there's always times I try to be the way, but there's times where I get on stage and something's on my mind and it's bothering me and I can't get it. I can't shake it. We've all been
you
there.
Like paint little faces on the bottom of the stage. You stomp on the faces.
Right. Yeah.
All the umpires.
Right. Yeah, definitely the freaking umpires. Oh, see an umpire at a show. We pit the shit out of that guy.
What's the score right now over there?
They're done. They're done right now.
Oh, okay.
My son plays for a 12U travel baseball team, and the season just ended, but they're doing tryouts. So the coach requested that I come because I try to be a part, try to do as much as I can for the team. They want me to coach, but my kid plays like shit when I coach because I'm just up his ass all the time.
Oh, okay.
But
hey, you have the foresight to stand back, so that's good.
Yeah. I don't want to do it. They keep asking me, and I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know. You're going to get a poor result. But anyway, yeah, they're finishing up now, so I'm just walking around the outfield, getting bit by bugs, talking to you guys. Where else would I want to be?
What equipment do you want to pimp? What's your bass, your amps? What are you using?
I play a bootleg, custom, dog bass, but made by John Hill, Mr. John Hill,
represent
bearded gray. Known John for a long time. Used to build for Dean and stuff. People come up to me and they ask me why my Hillsboro bass has a signature on the top, and I'm like, it's not a Hillsboro, it's a bootleg. It's the guy that designed the Hillsboro. But before it was the Hillsboro, and the signature on it is his signature. And so he signed basically his piece of artwork. So it's got Bartolini pickups. It's all active. It's fucking sick. It's got maple on maple and all good stuff. Anyway, and I play through a dark glass micro tubes 900, and then I play a Ampeg 810 live that was owned by Alex Webster at one time.
Oh, nice.
And I think was destroyed in the process, and so I got it. It was pretty busted up, so I repaired it and put the truck bed liner on it and put new casters on it that fall off every now and again.
Okay. I'm really good friends with his wife.
Nice. Yeah, she's a great photographer.
Yeah. We're gonna get her on the show eventually. She says she's too shy to be on a podcast. I'm like, Allie, you're the most vocal person I know on Facebook. Get over it.
Right.
Yeah, anyhow.
And I hate being center of attention.
Exactly. All right. So cool, man. Well, next time we hope to have you in studio. No, I know you were here last time, so yeah, it's all good.
Sorry I missed it. I wanted to get nosed in the dick by your dog.
I know. That's very. We put him in timeout across the street. He's he's with a neighbor right now to give us a little peace time. But yeah, he would love to fuck Brad and Will and Tom. He's missing out right now.
That's right.
So,
awesome.
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it very much, and thank you for the listens. And like I said, it's always great to be I don't know, to talk about yourself, I guess.
Yeah, you're always welcome to come on my show and talk about yourself.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll get you.
All right, guys.
All right, brother.
Good.
Much love, Aaron.
Time gets there.
I'll see it.
And that is Aaron Hollingsworth.
Best bass player of all
He's
time.
amazing, man. I love him.
He made me he made me a believer in fingers, like using fingers on your bass. I came from a punk rock.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to work that in, Joe.
Well, that can always be worked in. No, before I was like
That's what she said.
I was into punk rock, and it was nothing but people with picks. You know what I mean? And you know, a couple of metal bands do picks too. And I was always like anytime somebody would use their fingers, I was like, you just can't get that ding, 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 ding.
blisters on my fingers.
Until I met Aaron and I started playing with Aaron, and he can do these like insane rhythms with his 3 fingers.
Motherfucker uses his pinky.
Yeah, where he's din diddle din 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 diddle din with his hands and stuff, and it looks really difficult. You know what I mean? To actually pull that off.
It's crazy.
Gallop,
Yeah.
picking, and he's just.
It's almost like flamenco on the bass. Like
Yeah.
he's just so fucking talented that way. I love it.
And he loves using like all 4 of the strings for like a chord. He likes he's really into like doing full chords, full big raging chords on the bass guitar.
It should be noted
rather than just playing one string, one note at a time and stuff. So that stands him out from other bass players.
And it should be noted, he does do a solo thing where he uses an acoustic bass, and he does use those chords, and he sings with it as well. So his approach to the bass is really unlike so many other bass players. He's not in the background. He's almost like a lead bassist. He really fucking shreds it, man.
You gotta have an iron hand to do that shit too, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever played a bass?
Yeah.
The strings are ridiculous. Like they're.
Man, I'm sure his hands are like grizzly bears.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's
Like blocks of wood.
His bass is probably like, leave me alone.
Yeah,
Stop manhandling me.
He said he got it custom made, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. He had a custom made. He's also got a real pretty 5-string bass. That's like bright
music, man.
Yeah, that bright blue jazzy looking one. That's really, it's pretty cool, but he can never play it with us.
Back in the Must Not Clover days.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take another pee break. And
Oh my god.
what? I'm gonna play some old school fucking Must Not Kill. Are we allowed to do that?
Absolutely.
Who cares, man?
This is the stuff that I was listening to before I joined.
Exactly.
So I love hearing this stuff. Oh yeah.
Already dead.
We just brought this one back into the set.
Yeah, we just started playing this again. This one has the video.
This video is actually like super high in view count. You know, if I'm going to be a social media addict over here, like everyone has seen this video. It's a great video. And another note for the audience and how this band has given me as a drummer license. We changed how this song is played live. Like we changed the whole fucking middle of it. So if you come out to our shows, you're going to get a whole different version of the song that, in my view, is superior.
No, like, totally. I agree with that.
And it just shows art is never done. Like, even if you release it, it's never over. You can always amend it or change it.
If you really let yourself, you'd never stop. You'd never stop messing with it.
No.
You just, it's endless. You'd sit there and waste away.
That's right.
Forever.
Well, Must Not Kill's been through a bunch of members, you know, so I mean, the beginnings of these songs to what they are now is like totally different. You know?
For sure.
But, you know, everybody puts their own spin on stuff, and that's what you're supposed to do with music, you know? And I'd be mad if he didn't. You know, if he was trying to do what the other guy did, I'd be bored.
I don't have enough cymbals to do what the other guy was doing, man.
Like, I want new, you know, fresh air.
Even when Tom does the songs with the old vocalist, I mean, you change some of the lyrics just to fit your own style, right? Yeah. It's always evolving, man. That's the beautiful thing about art, beautiful thing about music, beautiful thing about this band. It's always growing. Just like Drew's curved dick.
That's a good fucking comparison, brother.
Small, but it's fierce.
So you guys,
It's got motion. It's strong, but it's fierce.
You can see around corners.
the SWAT team uses it to peek up in attics. So, Tom, when you're like looking into the old school stuff, are you just putting your own swing on it? You're putting your own fucking stamp on it?
Well, when I was trying out for the band, they just had 2 songs that they gave to me, which had the old singer's lyrics on it, and old singer's vocals and his old singer's lyrics on it. And he had a really good voice. He had excellent timing, and he had a really good comprehension of where to put his vocals. But he wrote like the most brilliant like first line, and then the second line like would let's just say like it would just kind of drone on. It wouldn't there was no catchy rhythm to it. So basically, I would take the first line, and then I would just rewrite the second line. You know what I mean? I would just straight up just rewrite the second line, so it spikes like a volleyball game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The first line's the setup, the second line's the spike. You know, and you know that way, and also with the way they play, there's lots of really cool little pockets where like it would have been better just to shut up right there and let the band jam and stuff, and then ham it up. You know, as a vocalist, you can ham it up during those parts too, but you don't gotta. The only criticism I would say he would want to do vocals for like damn near the entire song.
Right.
It was like maybe 5 paragraphs of lyrics for this one song that I rewrote. And then when I rewrote it, it was only like 3 paragraphs and one little chanty thing. You know, I want to get to the point where I can make my point as easy as possible. If I could get down to just one word, you know what I mean?
The size of my wiener.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
small, but it's fierce.
Little clear.
Tom, what was that one song you wrote where it was like a 27-syllable one-word song?
Oh yeah, we wrote a hardcore song about the longest word in the world, which is pneumano ultramicroscopic silicone volcanoconiosis.
And each fucking beat of the song was like,
no, ma, no.
This shit went on for a fucking minute, dude.
Yeah, we did 2 ones that are really quick. Pneumano ultramicroscopic silicone volcanoconiosis, and then the other one was no. It was one of those situations where we were just in the studio and with more than a few drinks. And
More than a few.
Let's make a song of the longest word in the world and stuff, which my dad taught me on a road trip to Alaska.
Can you do that to supercalifragilisticexpialidocious or whatever that one is?
Wow. Disney would sue the shit out of us, first of all.
Just do it live. It's fine.
We can do it.
There you, and not only is Tom a gifted singer, but Tom is a gifted guitarist, and don't let him tell you different, gifted drummer as well.
Yep.
This motherfucker.
You gotta to be a good anything, you have to, in a band, you have to understand all the other.
Well, that's what to me makes musicians, like good fucking musicians, special. They are good at more than just one thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a good musician, they can do more than one thing. They can fucking vocalize and play, like Jason. They can fucking do like Will and play a guitar and fucking be a maniac on the fucking drums. Like
it's just like when actors end up being directors.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's
the exact same thing. You have to know all the elements.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
this
Shout
is
out
why
Zach Braff.
I'm very mediocre and I can just play guitar barely and I get carpal tunnel when I play Master of Puppets. Yeah. So I am what I am and I accept where I'm at. So it's all good.
You have to have empathy for the guys that are doing that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which I know how tiring it is to play an instrument on stage. You know, I did it with my old bands.
Dude, I know. I tried to sing and vocalize way back in the day, and I completely sucked at it, and I gave it up. So.
Tom says this, and then when it's time to break down the fucking set, he unplugs his microphone. He's like, well, fellas, good luck packing your shit up. And then he walks off the fucking stage.
Trying to keep a mystique here.
That's good. Jason puts Joe to work and has his crew, load everything up. It is what it is. So I'm going to ask Brad a question. Brad, you don't have to answer this because people want to know. I want to know. If you don't answer, it is what it is.
I'm dying to know.
It's going to be sexual.
I don't even know the question yet, and I'm still dying to know.
I'm interested.
What were the specific problems in the band in the past that required change of membership?
Like I said, it was sexual.
Yeah. Jerry.
I want my Jerry beats.
He's just going to drink until you're done with the question.
That was the question.
Well, where do you begin?
Yeah, how late does this podcast go to?
We're already at 3 hours.
We're here until you guys leave.
Right.
We're here until you guys
Marathon.
leave.
Let's do it.
Honestly, this is how I always looked at bands. All right, and it's weird that you brought this question up because I thought about this for a long time.
I brought it up because last time you didn't answer it, you eluded it, and now I just want to ask you directly.
Double down.
Well, think about it. When you usually start a band, you're usually in junior high school or high school, right? You know, so you get with these group of guys, which are normally your friends, and you're gonna rule the world. You know, you got this, youthful look at music, and then it comes time
Some
to book.
asshole gets a job.
Well, no, not even that. It comes down to where you're going to do your first show. And then you do your first show, and then someone freaks out because they can't handle it. They can't handle it. I mean, being on stage is not easy. It isn't. It's not for everybody. Like public speaking for me, or even doing something like this when I was a kid, I would cut out of school. If I had to do like an oral report or anything like that, I would actually cut class because I was that afraid to do it.
Laura asked me to do oral reports like twice a week.
Well, you should. You should.
It's because I have to keep asking for that.
You got a D minus.
Just general maintenance, man.
But you think about that, and
It's
you
barely passable.
so you go through the motions
deep dive.
of having guys in your band, and then you get new guys, and then you got to fall back and retrain them to do the show. Then you get, okay, you got a bunch of guys who you can play out. Oh, let's go record. Someone freaks out and quits because they can't handle the recording. He's nodding over here because he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I get it, dude. Yeah.
So you think after even what I've been through with all these bands and being on a record label and touring, with bands and being all over the world, I was really naive doing this because I thought, oh, I'm going to move to Florida and I'm going to start a band. I have this name, I'm going to get signed to a label and do this shit, no problem. And it's going to be my way or the highway. And that's what I was really thinking that when I started Must Not Kill. And I realized that was totally wrong to even do because I was really rolling with an iron fist. I was like, no, play this note like this, play like this, like this. And some, guys were just like, fuck you, I'm out of here, and that was my bad. And I totally accept that. But then also you get guys in the band that have their own agendas, and they're thinking, oh, Brad doesn't know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. And I even had a guy try to kick me out of my own band. It was hilarious. And the other two guys looked at me like, no, we're with you, dude. I don't know what this guy's talking about. So it was a lot of that stuff, and you get people that are just mentally unstable and they come into a band and then they just cause havoc.
Mm-hmm.
Or you get guys that were in the band recently that are just total pessimists. And I mean, it's funny to say that shit, but honestly, when you're around that all the time, it just brings you down.
Right.
And I'm too old to be fucking with that shit anymore. I want positive people. That's why I love Tom, I love Will, and I love Aaron.
Right.
And it's like these guys.
You guys seem to have an awesome fucking.
He loves men.
Joe.
Who's this?
Not that there's anything wrong with that. People's personal preferences on their own.
That's why we have Joe, right?
We support everybody on this channel.
Yeah.
What band you playing?
Exactly. He plays with Joe's fiddle.
Just plays
Right.
with his fiddle.
Skin flutes, right?
You know
Joe
what I'm
Woodlands.
saying?
The hanging
But
sax.
you propose that question, and that's my honest
male
answer
organ.
with you.
No, and I respect that answer. And obviously, I know some of the guys back in the day that didn't work out. It seemed like not the most comfortable split. And I don't talk to many people back, I'm not like calling them up and throwing anything out there, but
Why not?
it just seemed like you guys had kind of an uncomfortable split.
With some of the guys, yeah. I mean, some of the guys that were in the band, yeah, it was very uncomfortable. And when they left, it was a bad scene. But some guys like Dan, who sang on Unleash Hell, he's a great musician. He put together the Already Dead video. He did a lot of work on that shit. Did a lot of work on Feed Me Violence album. And I was sad to see him go, but, life gets in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a lot of personal stuff he had to take care of. And I respect him to this day, and I still talk to him. He's a good friend of mine. Even Freak. You remember Freak?
Yep.
The original vocalist.
Yep.
Amazing vocalist. I mean, you talk a guy who has 7-octave range.
Holy shit.
He was
Yeah.
amazing. He could do death metal and actually sing a Tenacious D cover. Freak. That's why he called him Freak. Another guy that just had inner demons. He couldn't handle it here in Florida and moved back to New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss it. I talk to him probably a couple times a month, But then there's guys that's been in that band, and you know who they are. I'll never talk to them again.
Right.
because they said the most outlandish shit to me.
Did they just take it too personal, or did they just?
I had a guy quit the band 3 weeks before we were supposed to play Mayhem Fest.
Oh,
How exactly? How the fuck do you quit
I don't get it,
before you're gonna be on one of the biggest stages ever?
No, I don't get it.
dude.
Even you, why not just quit afterwards? And you got the clout with you
Right.
after Mayhem.
Dude.
I had a guy. The list goes on and on. I mean, if I told you half this shit, you'd be like, "What?"
Right.
And if I can chime in for a second, this has nothing to do with Must Not, but to speak on drama within band members, there was a band I was in that shall remain unnamed. What ended up happening was
It's a great band name, by the way. Shall remain
was about to say-
unnamed.
shall remain unnamed.
I love it,
Dude, what ended up happening, without going into the details, the guitarist and his wife ended up having to get a restraining order against the overly religious singer and her boyfriend because this crazy bitch, and I say that with all kindness and respect, this crazy bitch threatened to like blow up their house over a breakup that was entirely her fault. And
Yoko Ono.
and, you know, I'm going to play armchair psychologist with my BA in psychology here. It's like some people get on this power trip. They're like, I've got all this fucking talent. I've been on stage. I amaze people. I'm amazing. And they build on their own. They get high off their own supply. And the old saying goes, absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. It corrupts some motherfuckers.
Right.
And if you come into this, like Brad said, with that adolescent mindset where you're like, I'm going to fucking take over the world. I can shred better than anyone else. Dude, 95% of the world does not give a shit if you're shredding. And even more percentage of the world doesn't like when you're shredding, if you know, in a metal context. So you need to really be humble if you're going to want to succeed in the long term in a band. So I've never met anyone else in Must Not Kill other than the current lineup. I can't speak to the experience that they've had, but just hearing Brad talk about it, it's like, yeah, dude, some people just have a problem with being a public figure, I'll call it.
Right.
And they let that clout get to them. But to the credit of the current lineup, everyone here included, even you guys, I mean, you're in the public. Mm-hmm. We're all humble. We all have a good time, and we all make sure we're in it. We're in it to win it. We're not in it to just...
I mean, I've saw as an original, I would say an original OG of Must Not Kill. I mean, I was back in the day when I saw the band, and honestly, it was a great band back in the day. I didn't have any overall hang-ups as far as like seeing the band, but you never know how a band can improve until you see them improve, you know, and that's kind of where I was like when I saw you guys recently. I guess that from me personally, and I would say as a fan of the band, you always wonder why shit didn't work out, you know, and it's like always that, well, you know, you move on, shit doesn't work out. I get it. But why? And I guess I was trying to answer that question, which Brad, you know, answered that. But moving on, I would say that, I mean, you guys seem to have a great lineup. You guys seem to have great chemistry. You know, nothing that I don't know. When I see you guys live, it's like, man, the new show, like, it's powerful. It's fucking amazing. So
that answers the question of, you know, why shit doesn't work out, because of this new stuff that we got going on. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it sucks at the time, but then you look back at it, and if the shit didn't work out back then, we wouldn't have what we have right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, Will, as the newest band member, how do you feel dealing with the fact that now you're a sex symbol?
Oh, dude.
Oh, it is a heavy burden to bear. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. But I'll say this much, because as you all know, my previous appearance on the podcast, I was plugging my solo shit.
Tons of views, by the way.
Well, I did a little bit of
We
promotion.
got dozens of clicks.
Yeah, like 34 total views. But you know, at a cover gig, you see a lot of like gilfs and barflies, and they'll be trying to get up on you, and that's sexy in its own way. But when you're at a metal show, it's usually fat dudes taking their shirts off and getting really into it. So being a
I'll try not to next time.
Being a sex symbol for that audience.
That's why we buy pasties.
And it's like these dudes wouldn't wear pasties. They want their sweaty fucking moves all up in your shit, and I respect it though. I'm not ragging on it. It's a great problem to have.
That's cool. Well, Joe will be at your next show.
There you go, Joe.
Good.
His moves
bring the Joe cam. Bring the Joe cam.
His moves are ready to fly.
Would you say there's really no room, if you want to make a band work, there's no room for the ego like we talk about, like I'm a guitar player, I shred, all that yada yada. But I tell my YouTube audience that someone was saying, well, when I write music, I try to write metal, but it ends up being folk music. I'm like, you know what? Well, that's just what comes out. Why don't you go with that? That maybe that's what's inside of you, and it doesn't matter if you can shred or not. We were talking about earlier, like there's really no rooms for the ego in the band. It's about the band, not about your solo or your vocals, your high range or whatever, right?
Well,
Jason, tell us what's in your heart. What's in your heart, Jason?
Well, tell it to my heart. That's Jardine, right?
A band is, no matter how good you are, a band is always only 10% talent and 90% commitment.
I love it.
And if you stick to that, then you won't have too many problems with working within a band.
That's
basically.
gospel. That's
also,
gospel.
Yeah.
What I was saying before too, and touching on what you're saying, is that before me trying to lead with an iron fist, I really had to learn how to let everybody breathe in a band and let them get their artistic freedom out too. And as soon as I did that and got rid of the negative people, this is what you have now. And it shows on Junkfood Patriotism. I just think this album crushes. I keep flip-flopping all the time what my favorite song is on it, and that's when I know we did something special.
How'd you come up with the name Junkfood Patriotism?
Let's talk to Tom.
It's me.
Let's delve into Tommyism a little bit.
Yeah, it's me and my dumb political crap. But I am a full believer that you cannot separate like something you want to say, even if it's politically, with music. And I realize, like, a lot of at least online, sometimes you see the comments, why don't you just stick to music, and stuff. And one of my favorite bands, Rage and stuff, everybody says, they made $1, so that means everything they said is null and void.
Bullshit.
Once they make $1, if they make $1, then everything they said is null and void. But I beg to differ. They had to navigate to get their lyrics. They had to navigate to get their lyrics to as many people as possible. And actually the band imploded, and they're still imploding to this day. But like I said, and I also came from punk rock. I also came from the punk rock background. Yeah. But I also came from the punk rock background where you could not separate the two and stuff. And Junkfood Patriotism is a punk album, or at least vocal wise.
Inspired by punk.
Yeah, inspired by punk and stuff. And the real meaning of the words Junkfood Patriotism is just the when I think patriotism should be like when you have when you actually do like have a love for your country, that feeling should be like a steak, like when you eat a steak. Like it should fill you up, like when you eat a steak. And what I see a lot online is patriotism that is like kind of angsty. It's like it's
all filler.
It's junk food. It doesn't fill you up like that. Like say helping out a vet or something, or reaching out to somebody, like and helping them out. Like I said, it's Junkfood Patriotism is more the like the Chuck E. Cheese idea of America,
right?
And shit like that. But not
like when you spend one day at a food kitchen instead of like helping out a community for 365 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And like I said, I think I am a patriot and shit. Like I come from a long line of patriots, but I think the feeling you should get should be love. And like I said, it should be like eating a steak or a big piece of thick chicken or something.
God damn
like
it,
that.
Tom! Now I'm gonna go to Longhorn tomorrow. You motherfucker!
Yeah,
Stop saying steak.
Thonghorn or Longhorn?
Longhorn. What did I say?
I thought Thonghorn.
I probably did.
Later tonight.
Make sure you get the bread and the cinnamon butter that they do. That's
Steak
really
gets
good.
him crooked.
Going to Tom. Going to
Roadhouse with
Tom.
cinnamon butter.
Anyway, that's what that means and what that particular song means too.
Okay, makes
And
sense.
shit, like
Did you guys want to bust this out? Because I'm totally able to. If you guys want.
You know what? We might as well bust out some Snoop. Tom, by the way, I did bring that.
the hangover.
Boy, do you need
They
to
had
get
one that
glasses
looked like
for
John
you?
Joe, do
Brown.
you wanna
but-
do
I just need
I can do them. You want to do the cameras?
No, Joe can do it. He can get some.
Yep.
Give it up for Joe, y'all. Joe putting in the heavy work here.
Joe's.
Here, you just
What do you want me to do? Joe can do it.
Joe Cam do
I
it.
want to commend you guys for the no ego thing, and we were talking earlier about you thinking that the band should be a certain way, but saying it was my ego. I've been in that situation too, way back in the late '90s, and Joe's telling me, look at the camera. There we go, Joe. You happy now?
That's your
Spike in the
camera.
lens.
There's my camera right there. No, but I was in that situation too, and I was the reason for the band's failure. Period.
And owning up to that is a big thing, man. It's a mature thing to say. So everyone should have that moment where it's like, wait, it was me. I was in the way.
Oh yeah.
It was,
That's a big step in growth.
A lot of that was totally me, but I also, I kind of wanted to show up my old band too. So I was really driven. Yeah. I mean, that's why, my old band was All Out War. I named the band Must Not Kill.
I love it, dude. I love it.
You know what I mean? So it was kind of, I was a little jaded by that.
But Brad, why did you change the name?
Why did I change the name?
Like from was it totally different band, or did you have the ability to do that on your own?
All Out War's still going, right?
All Out War is still going. I joined them when they were already established.
Oh, okay.
And,
So
the bass player in that band, Eric Carrillo, who he's my brother. I still talk to him to this day. It wasn't a bad split at all.
So you just left and started your own thing.
Yeah, I moved down here to Florida, and
I'm next
what burned me a little bit was because after I left, they did an album, and I wasn't invited back to play, so I kind of got driven to do Must Not Kill.
Like a Dave Mustaine kind of thing.
Not really. No,
Dave Ellison, right? Yeah.
Thank you. But no,
that's my guy, Dave Ellison. By the way, shout out. He's signed me.
But no, it was. Those guys are awesome. I still
Thank you, Joe.
talk to them to this day, and visit them when
I remember you talking about it before, but I wasn't really clear about how that went down.
Yeah.
So
it was more like I was just trying to make a name for myself, and it gets a little tiring after a while when people go, "Oh, you're Brad. You were in All Out War,"
right?
And it's like I wanted to be known for this,
right?
For Must Not Kill. That's why I never really went after another band to join, and I had opportunities.
Was Must Not Kill a side project in your head, or was it like something you just wanted to do 100%?
I wanted to go full tilt, man.
Okay.
Yeah. I always wanted to do Must Not Kill to the extreme,
Gotcha.
as far as we could. But unfortunately, when that band, I started Must Not Kill and just dealing with, the guys that were in there in the beginning, it just really slowed the process down. So,
Gotcha.
Unfortunately,
what's funny?
it just never gained the traction it should, but I like what we're doing now, and
Fuck
we're
yeah,
all
man.
happy.
What's funny to me is I hear you talking about how you were fucking Iron Fist up in here. That's not the Brad I know at all. You're the coolest motherfucker that I've ever been in a band with, if I'm being real. So to hear how you grew into being this, it's like, dude.
I think it's correct me if I'm wrong, Brad. I will. Maturity and how he learned from the past. I think he's just.
Yeah, I grew up.
More people need to know that. More people need to do that. They need to look inside and be like, all right, where exactly did I fuck up? Because if you don't learn from yourself and your mistakes, you're going to keep making those mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the people that are, continually jumping from band to band to band and never finding any kind of success or stability. They don't stop and introspect.
Yeah.
They don't learn.
And if I have any advice for anybody starting a band, is that, you really got to just show respect.
And fuck the women you're with, because otherwise they're not going to support you, right?
Well, you know what it is. You got to find the woman that will. And my wife has always supported me in whatever I do.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I do. She even
behind the dumpster, behind the tour bus.
It just needs to happen.
Can we
It
paste
needs to happen. I have my
We got
needs.
pasties.
I do have
Can
a
we get a
question.
pasty on camera? I need to see a pasty real quick.
No. All right, we're gonna do we're gonna play the Proud Noise for a minute.
The Proud Noise. This is where I get to sing this is my way to sing 2 lyrics at the same, pretty much the whole song. I have 3 lines, but like I said, I want to get it all together.
You gotta wait in line.
You're swinging your 7 feet.
Yeah, we can talk while he's not here.
We can talk during this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, cool, man.
Man,
Thanks, man.
Talking to the mic. Talking to the mic.
We love you too, man.
Still recording.
Oh, it's still recording.
We're still recording.
Yeah.
No,
I hate you all.
I hate you.
I hate this. I hate this band. They make me say things. I don't want to be here. You think I like wine? They make me drink wine.
Yes. You want the vodka?
At least you don't have a cat.
I got a bat.
You know what a Jewish woman's favorite wine is? I want to go to Miami.
False, dude. They want to go to Boca Raton. It's all about Boca Raton, dude.
Sorry, it's a bad joke.
Thank you, everybody. Tom will be here all week.
Yes.
Tip your waitress.
By the way, this is the Proud Noise, right? Yeah. So it took me about a year into being with this song to realize that it was, Proud Noise, the Proud Boys. I put that together so fucking late. I felt ashamed of myself.
Well, it's not against them.
It's not against them, but it's
particularly.
obviously a pun. It's a play on words there that I just didn't get. I was so into the music of it, I totally fucking over my head.
It's when the exact moment when negotiations break down in between two people that are on opposite sides of an issue.
Right.
And when they break down, that's when fisticuffs start flying and stuff.
I think there's an old saying. It's like when you resort to insults, the debate is over, right?
Well, in this song, I do two things. I say obviously it's wrong to get into an altercation with somebody, just because you disagree with them,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah.
But I also put as long as the two parties agree not to kill each other, maybe they should have it out a little.
Dude, this is why I think football should be more violent. Everyone loves football, but it's not violent enough, I don't think.
No.
I want to see an all-steroid league.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they should all be jacked up.
Robotic limbs.
Yes.
And
fucking give them swords and shit.
Yeah, man.
They all passed away at 32 because they all have...
Bring back gladiators, man. What was wrong with that?
Speaking of steroids, can I ask you guys a question?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
And guys, I don't mean to cause any controversy if this does. I don't mean at all. But from a business perspective, who owns Must Not Kill? How do you guys split the royalties? If you guys get, Spotify, iTunes, CD
And that
sales,
was
all that
speaking
stuff.
of steroids.
All that.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the...
It doesn't. It just. Yeah.
That was a segue to end off.
It was a
What?
segue. Yeah. But
you.
Well,
how's
weight
that
in
split
this?
up? Yeah.
anything like that, everybody gets a
Okay.
That's fine. No,
It's
that's
fine.
fine.
I
Thank
even
you.
get a royalty.
See, we even have a
Everything-
server here.
Every time I download, I get $1.
So,
Everybody-
but if somebody writes a song, for example, does all the band you guys
Well, you can
deem
stop
everybody
there
a songwriter? Or?
Well, you can stop there because everybody writes it. You
Okay,
know, it's
okay,
like if
okay.
I come up with a riff, I come up with a riff,
Gotcha.
but it really doesn't become a song until Tom puts lyrics to it, Will puts drums on it, and Aaron puts bass on it. And to me, that's where you let go of all that ego shit. You're like, oh, I wrote this riff. I deserve 100% of this.
I love it.
No.
Why can't all bands do this? Because, sorry, I got a mouthful of.
Yeah.
I'm not cocked, but I got a mouthful of Rocky Road here. So,
Can we put this on this this is what we just fed
well,
everybody in the
why can't
studio.
all bands do that? Guys?
Sponsorship.
Yeah,
Right?
Everybody's chewing and
there's
mouths are
one
full.
songwriter, and that songwriter gets the credit, but every other band member, the drums, unless you hire the drums out, everybody plays a part. So I love this concept. What you guys are talking about? You guys are all in together.
Yeah, and everything goes straight into the band fund. And no matter what, all money gets filtered into the band fund, which pays for things here and there, and mostly pays for merch,
Right.
shirts, stickers, stuff like that.
I don't want to get paid for my part. Not until if we break, quote unquote. But while we're doing what we're doing at the local level,
My
dude,
penis
just-
has a story about that. If you want to know about it.
Oh yeah.
good.
Does it
Heard
break?
about
Does
that,
it break in
yeah.
a curved fashion?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
But no, I get it. If you guys did break per se, are you under?
Then I'm taking 100%.
Yes,
Fuck
I
these
would
guys.
too. And you're going to go to the nurse.
100% of
Well, you
the
don't-
writer share.
If I can, I mean,
You spend
what
too
comes
much
to
money
mind
in
when
shampoo.
you say that is like Dave Mustaine and Megadeth.
Right.
You know? But
Right.
you got to think, and even Hatebreed, those guys all get paid salaries.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. So you really got to think about it. They're already getting paid to do what they do. You know what I mean? So you got to look at it that way. You know, it's like, what are you fighting over? I mean,
Yep.
the guy's giving you a paycheck.
One of my favorite examples of someone getting screwed was Van Halen with Michael Anthony.
Oh,
When they got back together, I think in 2004 with the Sammy Hagar tour, they were like, all right, we're going to bring Michael Anthony back, but he has to sign away all of his studio rights, all of his performance rights, and he's going to be contracted at a lesser fee.
Yeah.
And Michael Anthony took that deal because he's like, the fans want to see it. I'm going to do it. And thank God he's still with Sammy and all their side projects. That's how he's making his money now because Van Halen screwed that motherfucker over.
Didn't Lombardo and Slayer have like a similar story?
I think so.
Like where
I don't know.
Where like
Yeah.
he came back after a long time, but they just didn't cut him in the same way.
Bill Ward of Sabbath too, the drummer for Sabbath. He wasn't even on the last tour. I think they got the drummer from Rage Against the Machine, as a matter of fact, to fill in
I
for him
remember that.
because he didn't want to take like a lesser fee or something like that. I don't know the nuances of the deal, but a lot of the times the friendships will break down in these bigger bands once they're in the spotlight, and then it becomes like a transactional kind of thing. Like,
Tom,
Can I throw out
Jeremy Wilson said, "I just stumbled upon this. The guy on the couch looks like Aquaman. I guess I'm in."
You don't say.
he's never heard that before.
Aquaman
Never
sucks.
heard that before.
That fucker looks like me.
That's right.
Not the other way around. I had a beard and long hair while that fuck was on Baywatch. But that being said, I do, like I said on the last podcast,
Thank you
I
very
still
much.
owe him a big hug and a kiss when I see him. And
Yeah,
so-
I mean, take advantage of it when you
oh
can.
yeah.
Right?
Oh, he
I settled-
has.
I settled down recently, but yeah, I was a maniac with it like beforehand.
Man, it's all good.
Thank you, buddy. What was his name?
Jeremy Wilson.
Thank you, Jeremy Wilson.
Yeah,
Jeremy spoken podcast today.
Jeremy Wilson.
And we still have Doug Lee listening from Siren. Doug.
What's up, Doug? How you doing,
What's up,
Dougie?
brother?
What's up, Doug?
Hello.
Yeah.
Dougie Smalls.
What's up, brother? Love Doug. All right, you guys keep your chewing to yourself. I hear some chewing on the microphone. Trying to figure out who it's at so I can unmic you immediately. No,
All of us.
I'm
well,
just kidding.
not me. I'm not on
All right, hey, so we got this. You poured the wine. I haven't even drinking yet.
All right, let's
Yeah.
all let's raise a glass. If you're listening
I'm
live,
raising a
raise
glass.
your glass with us.
We're gonna
And
go
This is
Come
the
on,
Snoop
everybody
Dogg.
glass.
This is the Snoop Dogg wine. I want to try it. I have not tried it yet. Can we do a drinking with Drew cheers and
Yeah.
try it?
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
cheers, drinking with Drew.
Fucking yeah, appreciate it.
There's some nights you won't remember with friends you can't forget.
Amen.
It's actually pretty good.
It's very smooth.
What I
Really
heard.
good.
what
Tastes like Martha Stewart's nipples.
oh shit, dude.
Oh man.
I was actually gonna come in with a smart point, but that takes the cake. Never mind.
Yeah,
And I like
Yeah.
these cups.
it's good.
I
Yeah,
fucking hate wine.
Do you really?
I fucking hate
I like wine.
I'll drink yours if you're
Yeah.
well,
Dude,
not
it's
now.
all
Not,
you,
dude, I still
man.
have mine. Chill out.
Yeah, well, hey, come on, you're a professional.
All right. Get the camera on me real quick. Let's see if I can pull it
Double
off.
fisted.
This,
Double
Okay.
this
fisted.
doesn't taste like wine.
Now
though. Just
there's
so
a
you know.
method to this, viewers. It's
Yeah.
You know,
Brad,
I know
glass
this,
first,
this
and
tastes
then-
like beer, and I'm all right with that.
Look at that mastery.
Oh yes.
Oh, any more than this?
I didn't really get into there, but you have to do a lot of sucking. So if you
And
suck,
that's how Will got in the band.
it's who you blow, not who you know.
Was that like double
Wasn't his
fisting
drumming.
two crooked cocks? You know.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All
You
right.
guys-
Well, this is mine now, so thank you,
Well, now
Brad.
you have 2 cup holders for a reason.
Look at. Did you get these chairs at auction too?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Dude, hustling and bustling on the
Dude.
Drinking and
Yeah,
Drew
I-
podcast, man.
Dude,
I
I
love
gotta
it.
get in contact with you.
Ain't
on the
that some
side.
shit, though?
Like,
That-
seriously.
The couch, those 2 fucking recliners, that shit in the green room, all that shit, brand
They're all
new.
for sale.
It is all for sale, but
Make an offer.
You guys
Alright.
want
Dude,
to use your
I got a couple
merch money and
specific
buy
things
yourself
I'm
a
looking
new
for.
business?
I did. I
Only
ran
we can
across some
sell it.
crazy shit, man. I'm telling you right now, man.
I'll hit you up on this.
I'm looking for a Burmese python that also sings.
You never know.
We got 'em.
Tom's
Tom.
Wieners. Tom Wiener sings.
Exactly. Sings loud, man.
Bro, no, but seriously,
Yeah,
man.
high notes.
I do. I run across this furniture. Me and Laura go to the auctions and fucking bring this shit home, and we flip it. And yeah, if anybody needs some fucking shit, let me know. We do some
Yeah.
shit.
Do it.
Sometimes repair
Well,
it.
that's how he
Definitely.
threw his back out for his birthday. Is he was
No,
moving in on his
because
own.
well, usually what we do is we buy the shit at the auction and we load it up in my trailer the same day. But a couple weeks ago, I bought some shit and we didn't have the trailer, so I'm like, oh, we'll get it fucking later in the week. And so I go to the auction later in the week, and the guy that I had my trailer with me, the guy that helps me load it up, he's a pussy. And he didn't help me load shit up.
Uh,
And I had to load up
Meow.
fucking 4 fucking recliners by myself
No.
and fucking lift this shit up on my trailer, and I threw my back out, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Thank-
So,
You're lucky to be alive, dude. Back problems are nothing to
dude, it
joke about.
sucked so bad. So I didn't get to have sex on my birthday because my back was pulled
For
out.
all of us.
You know, there are positions that accommodate back pain. Yeah. You just got to buy one of those Kama Sutra books.
They're called hand jobs.
Thank you, Jason. Yes.
I love hand jobs. I'm going to say it.
I mean, you can do them yourself. It's like great.
Yep. So yeah, no, we buy this and flip it, and so I bought these, and then I'm like, you know what? I think we can fit this in the studio, and Laura's like, no way, no way, and I'm like, no, it can happen.
Do you guys ever do anything like Storage Wars or anything like that? Like where you buy?
We will right now. Do you want to do it?
No, I don't know. I can't talk that fast. Oh no, 42, 42, 42.
No, we don't.
Is a whole bunch of
we go to legitimate auctions where they talk fast and they auction fast and all that shit. But yeah, it's not storage units. It's just auctions.
I wonder if those guys aspired to be auctioneers to like when they were teenagers. Like, yeah, dude, that's what I want to do.
I'd love to put their shit over like a blast beat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So we go out and we usually get like furniture and some knickknacks, but yeah, it's like the furniture shit. When you see it, we do it. We buy it, and you got what you get right there. You see it. It's fucking nice.
Very nice.
Fuck yeah, man. So
I think you can play Mass Hysteria. Play that one, huh?
Oh, please do. That is my favorite track on the whole entire EP. Okay. Great track. Showcases Aaron's bass abilities. Showcases our writing together as a 4-piece. It's like one of the first ones that we wrote together.
And it's really fun to write lyrics to. Really fun. I go.
You guys do lyrics
right,
before you do music, or do you do music before you do lyrics?
Oh no. They have to give me the playground and shit. They give me the structure. I base everything I do off of what they wrote and stuff. I'm not a poet, I'm a vocalist.
I don't even go there.
Yeah, like.
Oh, didn't even know it.
Yeah, I was gonna throw it in there, but.
Incidentally, this is also my favorite guitar solo on the whole EP. When it comes up, I'll request group silence on the solo. We have to appreciate it.
Who's the guitarist?
Brad.
That guy. The guy with the longest.
Yeah.
The beard guy.
Yeah, man. And a one guitar band too.
Which I want to talk about in a minute because that's difficult, to be honest with you.
Brad is all about pulling off the impossible.
I know.
Successfully.
I just love the idea of that 4-piece. I just love the idea of the
well, it's easy when you have Aaron playing bass.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He fills it in real good.
A lot is when I write it, if you really listen to it, I give him a big playground to do what he wants to do. So that really fills in like the lack of a second guitar player. And he knows how to hold it down when I want to do a solo too, so it just works out.
Right. There's a few bands that can pull it off, like to where you're playing a lead and a bass player can cover it and make it sound like a fucking rhythm behind you.
All right, guys, silence incoming. Let's push the volume up. Fuck yeah, dude.
It's awesome.
And he bleeds it into the chorus too, which is fucking, dude, I love this guy, man.
Yeah, we got gang vocals on this. We had like
we were talking about that, how
6
drunk
guys in the room
we were.
all yelling the same thing at the same time. And then we doubled that like 10 times. So we
Mass Hysteria.
We did one take where we were yelling, Mass Hysteria!
It's my bass tone.
And then one take where we were kind of singing it, yelly singing, like New York hardcore type stuff.
Right.
Like,
Mass
Hysteria all together at the same time. We all hit a note. Just one.
We had some random dudes in there too. Like a couple of the roommates in that house were like just getting in on it.
Yeah, come on in. We need vocals.
It's badass.
Guys.
Thank you for playing that, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna get
I'm gonna
get copyright flagged 10 times on this episode.
Go for it, man.
Like,
can't you just say really, like, I have permission? They are on the show.
There's a process to it. You know what? Funny enough, I put up a cover that I did acoustic, and I guess I was in the right key. They recognized a totally original cover of something, and I got copyright flagged, but they still allowed it to be up because it's fair use, I guess. So the algorithms are getting smarter, y'all. AI is not a joke.
Most of the time it's like that. If you're doing a cover song, right, and they'll flag it, but it's not a copyright strike, which is not a bad thing. It's just a copyright claim, which is fine. Which all that means is that YouTube. So people advertise on YouTube as Google, right? So we get a percentage of that for a YouTube video. So they're going to send those funds to the creator or the label,
and that's completely fair. I agree with that.
Yeah. Now when you play an actual file, that's when you more than like 15, 20 seconds, give or take. So that's when you can,
And I've had that happen. I've had a whole account go down. I had like 70 million fucking followers on an account way back in the day.
Dude.
And then when they first started implementing the copyright stuff.
Yeah.
How was the porn though? Like they followed you well, right?
Oh. Well, you already know.
I've seen that dong before. That dong's on another video. Right?
Yeah, right. It's crooked. It's bent.
A couple of months ago, a
I
couple months back,
curve.
I like that. Will?
Right.
Great.
That's
few months-
definitely his birthmark.
That's it.
There's an assorted mole or an assorted mole.
Damn. So, Brad, no wine. What's up? You don't like wine?
He gave it to me, dude.
I hate wine. I've never been a connoisseur.
Really?
Yep.
You look. If I were to look at you, I would say, me and Brad could have a cigar and a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
He likes German bitters.
You hate
Yep.
cigars too.
Nope.
You hate cigars too?
He's got me. He
Roast,
knows.
yeah.
Like,
Is it gin and bitters? Is it really?
I like. Yeah, I love like stouts.
Oh, there you
like
go.
My favorite beers.
Yeah.
Any
Well,
German
I knew.
beer.
I knew you were coming and you like Reef Donkey, and I'm like, well, Jason's gonna probably come, so I bought extra Reef Donkey. So there is some
I had
extra
a
Reef.
couple, and I noticed I grabbed the black.
Okay,
can.
so I'm just letting you know there is Reef
Oh,
Donkey.
yeah.
There's more Reef
I had
Donkey
one.
out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, thanks. man.
Wine.
Are you just like doing this in front of the mic now?
I'm playing like I'm playing like I'm playing like I'm a connoisseur and shit, but I drink piss if it got me drunk.
I know
Let's
this,
not piss.
I know this isn't a Must Not Kill song, but I did do this song for my best friend that passed away. It's on the Must Not Kill. The Judas Priest cover is on there. It's on the Must Not. If you want to throw that on,
Let me find it.
Please do. It's
I'm
amazing.
really proud of
Good,
that
too.
song.
Was it on the EP?
It's on the YouTube site.
Oh man, let me find it. I don't know if I can pull it up that easy.
It should be under Must Not Kill FL, which is
copyright claim.
Well, yeah. Earlier, you go ahead and reiterate who's on that again, just in case.
yeah. I got a.
Is that not on the Apple side? I can't pull it up on Apple downloads.
Nah, it's on the.
It should be on YouTube under
It's
Must
on
Not Kill.
YouTube.
Must Not Kill has a channel, and it's on there.
We are on YouTube Live right now.
Yeah,
if
right.
he can, he can't. I mean,
well, tell him who's on it again.
On the side, but I'm really
Do I have
proud
to put
of
it
that.
in like Must Not Kill Iron? Like what's
If you go to
the-
YouTube and just put Must Not Kill FL, it'll bring up our actual YouTube page,
Okay.
and it should be under that. It'll say tribute to Chris Gilson.
Everyone listening, follow Must Not Kill Instagram, Facebook. You guys are on all the platforms. I'm
Yeah.
following you now, by the way. I just looked you guys up. So
Thank
Must Not Kill on Facebook, Instagram, and you guys are on YouTube as well. So do follow that.
Thank you for the plug, man. We appreciate that.
I am getting some stupid
Follow
fucking
the Drinking with Drew show.
Oh, the Drinking with Drew show needs more followers, y'all.
Yeah.
You
Y'all
should
got to be tuning
definitely
in, dude.
follow- yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're on YouTube or Spotify. Like, catch it wherever
and
you
while
can.
you're listening to the Drinking with Drew show, you should be drinking.
That's
And,
very true.
Yes.
Right.
We sound better when you're drunk.
It's true. You can literally feel like you're right here with us drinking and saying stupid shit.
You can
It's
have
cool.
some wine if you're into that.
Or you could just
Cry
whine.
over your broken dicks.
While you're
I
looking
do
for
it.
that,
I do it all the
Dick
time.
talk.
while you're looking for that, what if I do a Facebook post real quick, guys? I'll
Do it.
do
it.
Let's
Red
see.
chocolate
Let's
in my
do a
teeth.
let's do a
Awesome.
real. No, you're okay.
By the way, shout out to the Reddit blackout. If you're a Redditor and you really want to see some change, don't go on Reddit for the next couple of days. That's what's happening right now. Real talk.
Oh man. Wow.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, they're starting to charge for their third-party kind of stuff, and it's outrageous what they're charging. So, shout out Reddit blackout. I'll never go
Let's
back
check
if they
out
don't.
naive I am. What is Reddit?
Reddit is basically every website that you ever heard of that produces any kind of content can get put onto a list, and it's constantly updating. And so you're always getting like the top. They call it the front page of the internet. It's an aggregate, if you know what that means.
Okay. Yeah.
But now they're starting to charge for access to it, where it was always they had always championed the idea of the open internet and how information should be easily accessible and free, and community should be able to talk without having to pay. but now they have a new CEO. They're trying to monetize. They're trying to go private. They're doing a public listing. So 7,000 different communities that are part of this website have gone private or gone black. And it's from June 12th to the 14th. We're currently on the 13th. So just don't go on it. Show them, band together and show them that the people have the power, not the corporations.
That's what we have to do, guys. That's exactly what we have to do, man.
I'm searching Must Not Kill, and it's showing up live on June 13th, 2023. We're like, you got to press
Can we do a Spaceballs and like show the podcast on the podcast? You know what I mean?
That's what we need.
Yes. You're looking at now.
When will then be now?
You just
Soon.
missed it.
You can go live on Facebook.
They told us to comb the desert. We're combing the desert.
We ain't found shit. By the way, you nerds, that's Tuvok from Star Trek in Spaceballs.
Spaceballs was one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah. It really is.
One of the greatest movies ever made.
Cheers to Spaceballs, dude. And Mel Brooks, dude.
Drew's a little too busy.
I'm still searching. I'm sorry. I'm
Laura, switch the camera to your camera.
It's like, can we get Jamie from Joe Rogan over here? Like, Jesus.
Well, apparently we're better than Joe Rogan, but not as good as Jerry Springer.
Oh, man.
Oh, rest in peace.
That's what the rumor is.
No, we're not as good as Jerry Springer, but better than Joe Rogan.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I just need to know when you guys are playing live, man. So whenever that's coming up next, I'm there. I'll cancel my shows to go to it.
Oh shit, dude, that's high praise, man. Thank you.
I play acoustic shows. So
he plays the same thing you do. Well,
oh yeah, I do the acoustic. You play cover bands? Where do you play at?
I play 80s. I play it all over the place, man. So
what's your next gig? Plug it real quick.
Kill and Curly Winery this Friday night from 4 to 8. Yeah,
I love Kill and Curly. I haven't played there yet, but I've seen a couple shows there.
I'm at Finn's Dockside, Jerry's Dockside.
I'm at Finn's Dockside as well till the end of the year, man.
I think you're leaving as I was leaving one day. So
holy shit, we are reconnecting live.
We're
reconnecting live.
Packing up Jason. You played right after him one time a few months ago.
So we're metal people, but we do this on the side,
Yeah, no, this is cool as fuck. I had no idea, dude.
Got to pay the bills somehow.
It's really fun over at Finn's because I've gotten rained out there twice, but it was still like a sellout crowd. It didn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
matter. Did not matter.
Your tips are like,
bro. I don't want to disclose that because I don't want the IRS coming down my door. But oh my god, very worthwhile.
What?
And they're very cool too. They're down for anything.
They're extremely cool, man. Yeah.
Brad, when I put that in, I'm getting.
I sent you the link.
You did?
I did. Look at your text message.
See. This is a good partnership right here.
This is we are live.
I mean, the camera may have sat on me while I was Googling it, but it's okay.
I think Joe sent him a penis picture, though, not the link. So.
Okay.
People can relate to this kind of content, man. It's like, have you ever just been trying to find something for like 20 fucking minutes?
We are nearing our 4th hour.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, yes, we are. Holy shit.
Take a listen to this shit, y'all.
We still got viewers that have stuck with us this whole time.
And Brad, remind us
loyal.
Who is this in tribute to?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's my best friend. Literally, if you read the description underneath the video I did for this, it explains the whole story behind Chris and what his family meant to me. He was a great guy. He really was, and I miss him big time.
And you knew you could do something, and you did it for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if you read the story behind it and you read why I did this song, you'll be like, "Whoa!"
Tell us about it, man.
I can't, because I'll lose it.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, just read it.
Just bang your head. Listen to this shit. It's amazing.
This is Sandy Freeman. Got Matt Byrne on drums, Terry Butler on bass. 6.
Oh yeah.
And we never played in the same room. I did the guitar tracks, sent them to Matt. He played drums on it, sent the tracks over to Andy. He did it. Matt's in New York, Andy's in Vegas, Terry's up in Jacksonville. Everybody did their tracks and just sent them in.
This is badass.
Really good.
Shout out Preston because he did a good part of the mix.
Put it all together. A lot of people to thank on that. Even Robin Mason from Gruesome, she introduced me to Terry. So without that, Terry wouldn't have been on it.
Just listen to that vocal processing. The vocals are so well done. I love it.
Sounds like they have like an underlying other octave in there.
There's an effect on there, but it's all sung like that, and then the effect is
Well,
what.
Andy did layered vocals. That's cool. He has a studio in Vegas. I mean, pro players.
I'm so glad I don't got to sing anymore. All I got to do is growl. Easy.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What year was this done?
I did at the same time we were doing the album.
Junkfood Patriotism.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little side thing he did while we were doing it.
Really?
While
We were in the studio
putting,
anyways.
Yeah, we were putting junk food together. I was doing this.
No
on the
shit.
side.
It happens, like we're, hey, where are we gonna do the studio today? I can't make it, or something happened, and it's just Brad and Preston together.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
just
Might as
laying
well,
this down.
yeah, might as well do that.
I ripped that solo like in one take, and
Beast.
I actually broke out in tears after I did it.
Oh shit.
And I was gonna do it again, and Preston's like, "No fucking
No.
way." He goes, that was
you
it.
leave it.
Wow.
You know when to leave it on the table, right?
Yeah,
No,
that
this
was
is-
it. That was it.
That was the sick solo.
That's awesome.
There's certain moments you can't be captured.
That's right.
And I played it right to the album. So if you put those two together, and they'll both start in at the same spot.
I don't know a better lead player in the state of Florida, and I'm not blowing smoke, dude. I don't know a better lead player in this whole entire state.
Quiet ass.
Your style is just weird. No, I'm not
The good
saying-
weird, the good
I'm
weird.
not saying a good weird and stuff, like.
Tickle me weird.
Oh
Right?
yeah, it's weird. His solos, his solos like start like sporadic and like kind of crazy, but by the end of the solo, he's, you know what I mean. I don't know how to explain that.
Sense of melody.
Yeah. It starts off sporadic and crazy, but then by the end, you also start doing rhythm in your solo, like
Yeah.
after the first little, like after you get your like nut off, like and shit. Then you start playing with the song.
I get the nut off, then I cuddle.
Yeah.
You gotta cuddle, man.
And then you
It's
go
all
for round
about the
two.
post game.
There it is.
That's
Man.
just pillow talk, baby.
No, thanks. I appreciate that, man.
So how are you in post game?
Oh, dude.
I don't think
I
he
can go
kisses
on
and
for
tells.
hours, man. I can go on for hours.
Oh shit.
That's your cup of Joe for the day. Or pot of Joe.
It's
Teach
legendary.
me.
We got
So-
first. You got to straighten
Cannot
out
be
the broken
taught.
dick. We heard rumors about this shit, man.
I
I don't
know.
know.
Exactly.
Like, I love my wife, but my wife's like, if she died, I'd probably die the next day. But to have a big pot of Joe the next day over here, I mean, dude.
Could you lose?
Yeah,
You could not lose.
Not at all.
A big pot of Joe across the street.
Yeah.
All I heard was pot, bro.
No.
Looks
think,
like
of, think of Joe Pot.
he looks like a man of extreme passion.
Enthusiasm.
Oh my god.
All right, who can give me another beer? Because I need another black and tan.
The
Brad's
beard
got
guy
you.
is on beer
Brad's
run.
got you.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got like another half an hour. If you guys are in, we're in.
Let's
we can
do it,
hang
man.
out.
Marathon it. Let's
Let's
do it.
marathon it. Fucking
Whatever's in there, he'll take it.
no.
I wanted to ask Tom
might be
a
picky
question.
about
if that's
that.
cool.
He doesn't want the reef dunk.
No, I can't do it. No.
Any bottle you can find.
I'll be sideways if I get a reef donkey. Jason might do a reef donkey.
Yeah,
Jason needs a reaf donkey.
I don't want to take the reef donkey from the reef donkey
There's
lover.
more.
though.
There's more outside. Don't worry.
No, we got more reef donkey out there. So
I randomly grabbed this high noon stuff.
You're good.
It's pretty good.
Is it good?
Is that the
Like
seltzer?
The grapefruit vodka soda stuff.
You need a like a tip.
I'll do a black and tan. Yeah, if you got a black and tan down there, I'll do a black and tan.
That's right. She's gotten them from outside.
That's all right. We got beers in the green room. We got beers somewhere. I mean,
Does Joe need one beer?
That's all right. I can survive.
No, Joe can't survive without a beer.
That's all right. I can survive without it.
I don't believe that.
I should have gotten the nasty ass pickles.
Oh, the
I-
pickles were
Who
nasty.
who wants a pickle?
That's for the after party,
Oh.
right? I'm gonna save that for the
The
after party.
moonshine
We can do
pickles.
it on the show.
Where do
I-
pickles go?
We
No.
can do it. We want
No.
to see your reaction.
Nah.
Where'd they go?
Next
Yeah.
time.
They
Next
go.
We
time.
gotta see his
They go
face.
down your throat and down your ass.
Next
I
time.
thought they're going the other way, up your ass. And I don't know.
Tom, do you want a pickle?
Yeah, but I don't think you want me like
They're
throwing
soaked
up on
in
camera.
moonshine.
No.
Like,
No.
I vow this. I will do the pickle and then I'll play some Britney Spears on the next podcast.
Okay. Do you like
He
pickles?
just committed to coming back
I love
again.
pickles.
So
Yes.
I'm
Dude.
begging at this point, but if y'all have me, I appreciate that.
Dude,
every Tuesday night,
moonshine pickles are awesome, honestly. They're really
you
good.
can replace me on the show if you show up.
There's no replacing the Joe Cam. No.
There's not.
yeah, no way.
I wanted to ask Tom a question.
Okay.
I wanted to kind
Is
of
it
tee you
multiple
up.
choice?
I wanted to tee you up for the hit there. So when we play the song called "Burn All the Flags," how do you introduce that to the audience? Can you give our virtual audience like a little live preview?
Yes, I give them a little curveball.
Yeah.
I look them all dead in the eye and I go, when I see people burning flags, I'm like, what are you doing? And then I usually get kind of an initial like, yeah, fuck them.
It's always a big fucking white guy like, yeah, no burning the flags, and then what happens?
But then I throw them the curveball and I go, you don't just burn one flag, you burn all the flags. And then
they get this weird look
go
on their face.
into
They're
it.
like, wait a
They're
minute.
Yeah.
And then we just start ripping into this shit, and then they're confused. They want to mosh, but then they're like, wait, I think you just offended my political sensibilities.
Well,
and it's like all weird.
here's the thing.
But at that time, they're getting punched in the head. And
What about my rebel flag?
Still, like, those lyrics are very, like, I made a very conscious decision never to call out any specific flag.
Right.
So even the flags that I love, the ones that I believe in, burn them too.
They're pieces of
You know what
cloth
I mean?
at the end of the
Like,
day, dude.
even
That was smart.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
well, the lyrics don't even
It's-
mention anything.
No,
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 they
it's,
don't.
and it's weird because somebody that has beliefs opposite of mine could use that song, like could you actually use that song against, like, just say the flags that I agree with, you know what I mean, and shit, like the ones that I like to promote and stuff. But yeah, you got to be an equal opportunity burner when it comes to flags.
So,
If a flag is torn or tattered and you're gonna throw it away, you can't throw away a flag.
It depends on if it was
you
made in
burn it
China
out
or
of
not.
respect.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what you
Properly
do?
to properly dispose of a flag, you burn it out of respect.
Oh, really?
True.
I
I dig that.
didn't even know that.
I dig that. Yeah.
You can't
It's true.
you can't take like a flag and just toss it in the trash. That's disrespectful. You burn it out of respect.
Yeah.
I
No, I
thought it was.
got-
I thought it depended on where it was made. Like if it's made in
I
China
don't make shit up.
I got.
versus here.
Well,
you never question Joe on facts.
Yeah.
True.
That's part
Hey.
of that's part of the show here.
Yeah.
If you do, you get thrown in the dumpster.
or
no,
Simon
you
just
could
gets
Google
free
it
reign.
and just prove it's
Or
right.
Simon.
No,
fucks,
you're
or
right.
Simon
You're right.
fucks you in the ass.
You get
Ooh,
thrown in
yeah.
the cum dumpster?
Red rocket up in here.
Simon's Cum Dumpster.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a Simon cum dumpster in the back.
Jeez.
The things that no one realizes.
The things that get said at hour 3 and 40 something.
I want to break a record for longest drinking with Drew podcast.
This is
Oh,
the
you already
longest
broke
show.
it.
This
Oh,
is the longest
sweet.
show
Yeah,
ever.
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have done
About
it.
We're
10, about 12
fantastic
minutes ago,
guests.
we
I
actually
mean,
broke the record.
Might as well break it all the way.
We'll
Like
talk
keep
some
going.
shit all
man.
night, man.
Oh yeah.
Might as
Yep.
well, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
Well, a lot
Let's
of
get into
times,
this. Let's get deep, man.
a lot of times we would
It's
end
like-
the
Tell
podcast.
us about your broken dick again.
A lot of times we'd end the podcast and go out to the garage, and that's where the best content would happen.
A lot of
Like,
the- yeah, a lot of the shit we
missed
talked
out on
about.
all this great
Well,
conversation.
Well, because you finally got comfortable with each other, and then you got a good buzz going on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
No,
and
we're all,
things-
I think
you know
we're
what I
all
mean?
drunk. I think we're all drunk at this point, so it's
You
all
already
good.
peed
But
4 times.
Well, it's a great platform,
Well-
man. You get people half sauced and then they just cut
Yeah,
loose. It's
yeah.
Like, yeah, let me tell you about those ex fucking band members.
yeah,
Those cocksuckers. For them.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
while we're
People's
at it,
personal preferences
while we're at
are
it,
their own
Brad.
thing.
While we're at it, Brad, can you tell me the problems with your wife?
That is.
Zero.
We
What's
are
the-
cutting cameras. This is
I'll
not
tell
going to
you,
be one
like,
of those shows.
in all seriousness about my, like, literally, she's one of the most
No.
supportive persons
You know what?
ever.
That's very important. I talked to
Yeah.
Jason about this last time when he was on my podcast. Having a supported spouse with a musician is so fucking important.
It is.
Pivotal.
And
Like,
she
I don't
has
care who
my
the fuck
back.
you are, girlfriend, spouse, whatever. If they're not supportive on your musician,
And that's the person
Or
you
having
need
a
to be with.
podcast.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's the
I-
person. Seriously, that's the person you need to be with. They
Yeah.
gotta accept you for who you are. My
Right.
wife's never ever trying to change me. We had one a conversation one time. It was right after my
She's
son
like,
was
"Why are
born.
you going on the Drinking with Drew show?"
No.
She has to shave the beard.
You'll like this. You'll like this. So it was right after my son was born, and I was going to rehearsal, and she was like, and she had a long day. And she never gets like this.
How old's your son?
Now he's going to be 21.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
you're talking years ago.
Yeah, this is years ago. So she was like, "How long are you going to keep playing music?" and blah blah blah. And she was just frustrated and tired and all this shit. So I just looked her dead in the eye and I just said, "Listen, if I don't play music, what do you think I'll get into?"
Ooh.
And she just looked at me and said, "Have a nice rehearsal." And I was like, but you know what?
Yeah.
My wife's very religious.
He's not at the strip club.
And I support her, what she does, and she never tries to change me. I'm never trying to change her. And we've been
Right.
together for
That's awesome,
20 plus
man.
years.
It's
so
a reciprocation of
That's awesome.
acceptance.
And
Does
Will,
she-
what
does
about
she
you?
ask you to shave the beard?
Never.
Will,
Never.
what's your good lady like?
My good friend Drew. The last time we brought my girl up, I got
I
into
know.
some hot water, bro.
Did you really? Did you really?
Let's get more hot water. More hot water, dude. Yes.
Did you buy the ring?
I
It
hope
was
like
all
a
right,
hot
all right,
tub,
all right,
because
all
it was
right,
the,
all right.
like-
So
Let's do it.
if I'm being real,
ring.
it was lukewarm water.
Okay,
It wasn't hot
okay.
water,
Well,
but
I like it. I'll take the responsibility.
there
for it.
was a moment where some of the fetishes that I may or may not be into got brought up. Some of the fetishes she may or may not be into got brought up. But I will say this
Okay.
to Brad's point. I don't care if it's a person you're seeing, a person who's a friend of yours, girlfriend, wife. If there is someone in your life and you see them frequently and they support what you do for fun, they come out to your shows, they listen to a song and they give you feedback, that's a person you need to keep in your life.
Okay.
Even
I
if they're
agree.
even if they're giving you negative criticism, like I think you should fix this or I think you should do that, or if they're saying
Constructive.
constructive criticism, there you go, the CC.
Not negative.
That's
it's constructive.
Not only do you need to keep that person in your life, you need to reciprocate what they give you. If they're supporting you, support them back. Have it be a two-way street, and that two-way street goes both ways enough where you end up building something
Can
for
we
life.
do a separate show with you and your lady?
Absolutely.
and
Her
have-
orgasm
Not.
is just as important as yours.
Absolutely.
Can we
Set up
bring,
an air
can-
mattress
can
right
we
here.
bring we bring her in and have
Look at my face. Absolutely.
not well
And that's by I will say this.
no, I want to have
Hold
a
on.
musician / wife podcast.
The thing about my partner is that she's an amazing drummer, but
Yeah.
she does not do any live performances. She does not play, and that is by design.
Not yet.
No, never. And I'll say that on her behalf because her art is her thing. And this is
she a secret?
It was weird to me at first. But now I accept it and I understand it. Not everyone has this drive like I do, and we as a band we play in public. We share our stuff. Not everyone has this need to share what they do. For some people, art is
Okay.
a personal thing.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
that's
Brad,
cool as fuck. It's
That's
very
why
cool.
they don't let
can-
you
can we-
masturbate in
Brad-
public.
Brad, can we bring your wife on the show?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
See how easy that is? See how easy that is?
You know what?
Fine.
I want to bring my son here too.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
yeah.
When he
Please
turns
do.
21 in August,
That's
I
important,
want to
dude.
bring him to the show. And yeah, you asked him.
I want to be like, okay.
Yeah. We know you're high.
I want to be like, okay.
yeah, my son might be a little baked. When
Can
he
we
comes in.
can we bring you?
I sold him the shit.
I want to do a show with a musician and their wife, and have a fucking back and forth, the pros and cons and the difficulties of having a musician as a husband or a spouse.
I totally get that, dude. I left my corporate job 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago.
I mean,
It-
you could definitely
good for
do
you,
it.
man. Good
Candy
for you.
would totally. Candy's shy, but maybe
I had
she'll
a
do it.
very good salary, very good income, and I jumped ship to be a full-time musician.
I get it. So
money's not everything, dude.
Donate
Passion has to
corporate
take
job.
precedence.
Let me
We'll get rid of
let me
that. Don't worry.
let me
Don't
change.
bleep
let
that
me
name.
let me
Yes, we
change
won't. Get
the
rid of it.
direction of this. Let me get a little dark. Brad, are you okay after?
about
Brad just had a death in the family.
Oh, that's right. That's
and
right.
shit, like, and we all know dogs. You know what I mean? And dogs are
Yeah,
yeah.
lost my pup.
That's family.
He lost his pup. You
Sorry,
doing
dude.
okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
your puppy. You
You
lost a
doing
puppy.
okay?
Oh.
Is she
Yeah.
doing okay? Is your wife doing okay? And
Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, it's weird when you get an animal, and I mean, you guys are all dog lovers.
Yep.
and
Yep.
It's just
What do you
like,
do?
I used to bitch about my dog all the time because it acted more like a cat. And we rescued her. She was a King Charles Cavalier. If you look on my Facebook page, it's literally my profile shot. It's my dog. It's literally the most adorable dog you ever seen. and she was abused. She was a puppy mill dog. We saved her. We got her healthy. She had to have teeth extractions, hernia operations. She was a mess. But, we had her for 8 years, and
She knows she was loved. That's all
yeah,
that
and
matters.
it's like all those stupid things now I miss. I mean, she didn't know how to play with toys. I throw a ball, she'd just stare at it like a cat. Like literally, it was a cat. You'd say, "Come here, Autumn." She'd walk in the other fucking room like a cat. It's just like. But now that's all the shit I miss.
No.
Yeah.
She used to come in the bedroom every morning and pop her head in, see what was going on. I miss that. But it's weird because I got a puppy like 2 weeks before she passed, and so now I got a mini schnauzer.
What's his name again?
Winston.
Winston.
Yeah.
And he already looks like an old man.
Yeah, because that's why because when he sits up like really proper. And he like when you look at him, because he has like the goatee, you just want to go, "Oh, hello there. Let me help you solve a murder today." It's like you just look, and he has like a dog, so I'm trying to get used to it because having a dog cat for like last
Cat
year,
dog.
and I actually throw a ball and he goes and get it. Yeah. It's crazy, but yeah, that was rough.
Unfortunately, death is the one thing we all know that's coming, but nobody is prepared for.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing about
Ain't that right?
animals in general. They just don't
Never. You're
last.
never fucking prepared for it. Like, no matter how long you got, like the check engine.
I'm actually prepared for it.
Yeah. Well, I've had a few go on me. So, like, dogs are where you learn about death when you're a kid.
Oh yeah,
Pet or family pets.
Or goldfish.
And that was the first.
Family pets are.
We have goldfish. As of today, we have more goldfish.
They're canaries.
We had to get more goldfish because we had a new pond and you had to.
What's
throw
in your
there.
bathroom? What's that tank?
It's a toilet.
Oh, no.
No, I mean,
And a sink.
there's like something in a.
No, I'm trying to grow their, like, water lotuses. They're like
Oh,
plants.
okay.
I'm trying to
Okay.
see if I can save them because the fish kind of, like, tore them to
toilet?
pieces.
Gotcha.
She's a maniac.
I've never done, like, just a plant tank before, so it's probably going to fail miserably.
I was
Do
looking-
not,
I was
do
trying-
not pee in the plant tank.
Yeah, it was dirty outside pond water, so that's why
Or
it's
do.
No, I
Or
did. It was
do.
the number 2. Yeah. So like, it's all good.
Do not pee in the plant tank.
I left the grumpy in the toilet. Sorry.
It's all good. It's
Upper
all good.
decker.
I'm just surprised he missed the shower curtain. He was staring at the empty tank.
Yeah, I was trying to find the fish in it, or the or the
I
whatever.
could put a
the-
little fish in
or,
there, but
or
I
the
won't.
what is the monkeys? The space
Sea
monkeys.
monkeys?
Sea monkeys.
Sea
monkeys.
monkeys.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, maybe it's sea monkeys or something like.
It could be. I don't know.
I like the
I don't
space
trust
monkeys
Laura
fish.
with those kind of weird little tanks. So
All
You
my
have to
tanks
ask
are
her.
little. All my tanks are
That's
little. They're like
said.
5 gallons.
tits are big, but tanks are little.
That's damn right.
Oh, sorry. Whatever. So guys, here's what we're gonna do. Who's hanging out and smoking a cigar?
I'll smoke something.
Who's got a bedtime?
Might not be a cigar.
Yeah, I got a bedtime. I got to be up at like 8 in the morning or 7 in the morning.
That's wimpy.
I'd need at least one
gotta
bloodshot
drive.
eye open to work. And shit. I work in blue collar stuff. I work at a metal fabrication shop, so.
Did you say a metal fabrication?
Yeah, I work with heavy metal. Man. Yeah.
Whatever. I'm gonna
But I'm
smoke
just a
cigar.
forklift jockey. That's it. I could do.
All right, well, I'm gonna smoke a cigar in the green room.
The green room.
You guys are welcome to hang
By the
out.
casting couch.
Absolutely. This has been great, by the way. We love you guys. And
Yeah,
we
thank
love
you
the,
for having us on.
Yeah, we love you
appreciate it.
guys, and we love the drinking with your podcast and everything.
Fuck
We
yeah.
can't wait to come back. You know what I mean? We want to write more shit so we can just come back and talk.
Why don't you
about
write
it.
a song
You
about the
can
show?
come by any Tuesday.
Ooh,
right.
yeah.
Can we do a Drinking with Drew metal show?
Oh,
Drink it with Drew.
I'll tell you if you want. If you want, we can do an intro song.
Yes.
We'll do
I
it
would
like
love
like
that.
a straight up intro song.
If you
Written
guys,
custom
Yeah.
just for the show.
Custom, yeah, we'll do a straight up.
I would love that because
we can knock that
And
out.
then we'll give
we can
you-
knock that out in one day over episode.
No,
Drew,
make,
we'll give
make them
you-
think you to put a lot of more effort into it.
hey,
Yeah.
shut up, Joe.
And Drew, check it out. We'll give you actual partial writing credit, and this way you won't get fucking blasted.
I
by
know.
YouTube.
See,
Oh my
that's the
God, he
problem.
would
That's the
literally
problem.
There you
have
go.
to change his underwear.
Here's, did I do what? I changed my what?
You would have to change your underwear. You would be
You'd have
so
to wear
excited.
underwear first.
I'll write
Yeah.
it. I'll write that shit tonight. Man.
Underwear's for work.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I love the fucking intro that you guys did, and I'm Incision. Just fucking
Yeah.
Play it
I
again,
love
man.
that. I would love this as my fucking intro to my fucking show.
They're gonna give you your own.
You can have that one, or we can give you just
The
a
problem
straight up
is-
drinking with Drew podcast.
Yeah, they're
Like
gonna give you your
we'll
own
write it thinking about that, and we'll give you something just like it.
I just I just need something to bring it in.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me 30 seconds, 30 minutes, 45 seconds, whatever. I don't know.
The triplets on.
every Tuesday night.
I'd say a minute
already got an
flat
idea
would be
for it.
perfect.
I've already got an idea.
I'm already composing it.
It's already written, dude. It's already written.
It's already done. All right. I'm just saying. I need something if I can, because right now I'm using old school SOD shit.
What happened to Nasty Savage?
You know, I was using it. I'm not opposed to it. I got some feedback that original thing was not appropriate or
Appropriate.
not appropriate, but just it was.
I need to hear this feedback because what the fuck? That was
Crooked
amazing.
dick is not appropriate.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Maybe the
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck that. We're raised.
I know.
Yeah,
We got you.
I love Nasty Savage. I'm not going to bash him, but I was given feedback that the intro I was using was not conducive to what I wanted to do.
We'll give you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, we'll give you like a minute and a half of heavy stuff, and you can just like
Take what you want.
phase in and phase out at will. You know what I mean? Like, and talk over it.
At will.
Will?
At
What
will.
about Will?
At Will.
Well, there's a will. There's a way.
at
man.
WJ Sound on Twitter.
Yep.
Sorry guys, it's a Must Not Kill show today.
No, it's all good.
At Must Not Kill.
Will's got great stuff. Go see him over at Skipper's Smokehouse.
Nope, not Skippers.
Or
Rick's on the River.
Rick's on the River.
Finn's Dockside.
Yeah.
You know what's
Jerry's
funny?
Dockside?
You know what's funny is
We're going to do it.
these guys.
Hopefully.
These
I'm down,
guys
dude. I'm
fucking
down.
play the same spots all the time.
Yep.
And we just realized that live on the air. That's the crazy thing.
Will,
So that's very cool. dude.
Will and fucking Jason play the same spots.
You're literally on the same promo poster.
Cool.
And actually,
Same-
speaking of for Aaron too, definitely check out his solo
Dude,
stuff. Too.
Oh yeah, his solo,
Yeah,
and he
dude.
just joined a country band. Do we know the name of the country band
I
he joined?
don't, man.
Yeah, he's in a country
Definitely.
cover band now too, and he walks up and down the bass, killing it like he does.
The lollygagging hootenannies.
Give thanks for it.
Right?
The banjo blisters.
But
Yeah.
definitely
Oh,
follow
shit.
Aaron. He would appreciate that.
I've got one thing for the Must Not Kill band. I want you guys to get in the mindset that you're already there where you want to be. You've already made it, like whatever making it is. I don't care what that is. But I want you guys to know is that you guys can do this for a living. You guys can do this. This can be your thing, you know. And I don't know if it already is your thing, if you're doing it for a living already. I don't know that. But if it's not, it can be your thing. So I want you to have that mindset that we are already there. I want you to feel that emotion that you guys are already on top. You guys are already pushing it in the metal scene. And go with that and act accordingly, man. So, because you guys have an awesome thing. I listened to your EP on the way over, and it's fucking, and I'm not blowing smoke. I told you guys earlier. So get in that mindset if you're not there already that we're already there. We're just waiting for that to manifest. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
Appreciate it,
Thank you
man.
so much,
And
man.
actually, dude, I let that whole making it thing go a long time ago because that used to drive me nuts, man. It was just like, what's the next level? You know, how you figure out this Rubik's Cube of like music? How do I get on
always
tour with
there.
Metallica and all
Yeah,
this shit?
no.
And it used to drive me nuts, man. And I was just like, you know what? If I can't have fun doing this and doing it the way
Oh.
we want to do it, then it's not worth doing, man, at all.
Well, it sucks because you get in a situation where you want to please everybody.
Yeah.
But no, please yourself first. Like, just is it fun or is it not fun?
He
And if
said,
it's
please
fun,
yourself.
yeah, I know.
Every
crazy.
day,
Yeah.
all day, every day.
Giggity.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Yeah. How about now when you're in a relationship, please the other person.
Giggity.
Well, yeah. Take care of you as far as musicianship first, and then everything comes like you know what I mean. And you're right. What it is making it? What really is making it? You know what I mean? Like, because even the guys that have made it sometimes become miserable.
It's
You
true.
know what I mean? Like,
It's true.
like to become miserable because they're now a prisoner of their own making it. You know what I mean? They do, like, you know, like a lot of bands only have like Taco Bell. They only have 3 ingredients. They just got to keep doing it all over and over and over again and shit. But it makes a whole menu. But with Must Not Kill, it's I don't know, like it's so free. Like those last 6 songs are literally where we want to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, like.
And we almost have no expectations. It's like what we do is what we do, and it's already out there. If you are a fan from way back in the day, you are still going to love what we're doing now because we currently love what we're doing now. So it's all about the love. It's all about the free expression. And I could not be more honored to be a part of this band. So thank you to Brad. Thank you to Aaron. Thank you to Tom for having me in the band. And thank you to Drew for having the whole band on the fucking podcast, man. Drinking with Drew.
To the end.
You finally got that shit working. I love it. I love it.
Radio.
We can't afford a sound effects machine, so we do it ourselves.
That's fucking
We gotta go
right.
on. All right, guys. Hey, I thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's been a crazy show. Drinkingwithdrew.com. Hey,
Is this
thank.
our EP?
What?
It's long enough to be an EP.
Extended episode.
It's our fucking 4-hour EP. I don't even know.
Nice.
But yeah, so we had a model disappear
Subscribe.
on us, and
Fuck
we
that.
worked it out, and we made it out. So we're gonna have some fucking cigars and drinks in the fucking green room. We appreciate fucking Must Not Kill for coming out, and fucking Jason Stallworth with Jason Stallworth Metal and his fucking
Check him out
awesome
at Finn's
fucking-
Dockside
Metal and
Bar and
beer.
Grill.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's all good. You guys be good. We're gonna fucking end this. I think we're gonna do this with the fucking some Must Not Kill fucking tunes.
He's gonna
So
spend 3 weeks trying to edit this video now.
It'll be a long one, but a worthwhile one.
3 weeks worth of videos. Rock on.
You guys are the real ones.